And this is our lovely guest.
Hey, my name's Tommy Mo. Welcome to the show.
Yes, welcome back to
very
Midnight at Midnight.
It's midnight here always.
This takes so much breath work
Doesn't
to
it?
actually do. You know.
Doesn't it? We'll be calling in your love songs. We got another caller from Highway 20 about the love songs. Yeah, my wife is cheating on me.
Just like horns in the
boy.
background.
We got another caller calling in.
Yeah, my name's Dale. I'm working on a truck. I just want to say, I've been listening to you guys for 30 years, and I want to say you're really big fan.
Dale, we're gonna have to ask you to speak.
Dale, we're going to have to ask you to
We're gonna
speak
have
up.
to speak up, Dale.
Dale, we're going to have to call 911 and have to hang up on you because we can't handle this.
Anyways,
Dale.
here's the Commodores.
Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay.
All right.
Guys, I could do that forever. We're here with Tommy.
Yeah, man.
What's up?
It's Smosh Mouth. We're here with Tommy. Tommy, you're so silly.
You're so silly.
Hey, thanks.
Tommy,
I don't know.
when you do that, doesn't work.
No, it's not.
Tommy, you're so silly, but also I feel like you're a lot.
What's
Now,
going
Tommy, I've
on?
noticed that you are so silly.
Tommy, since you're such a silly, silly boy, we realized that you are just like us, where you have a lot of ideas and inspiration, probably constantly going in your brain.
Oh yeah.
Is that true?
I mean, yes and no. I'll have plenty of ideas. It's actually about whether my brain is like, your ideas are good or your ideas are bad. There's always ideas. It's more about the
Right.
mindset, you know?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That seems fair. I would say out of all the cast, on camera, you have the most like,
bless me.
insane jokes. Your
Yeah.
jokes are the most I don't know where it came from jokes. Everyone else's, I'm like, I get where the process came from.
Oh, thank you
I
very
get,
much.
I get where that showed up.
Everyone else is pretty predictable. You, on the other hand,
No, they can be unpredictable, but if I sit and think about it, I'm like, okay, Amanda clearly met someone at some point who just was insane, and she learned how to morph into that.
yeah. Or I just am, that person. I feel like I'm just like this big ball of body who's just in their house, like, turn on the TV. I feel like there's a part of me that's like, what is that person in Star Wars? That big bean?
Jabba the Hutt?
I feel like I'm halfway Jabba the Hutt of like a woman in her house, like, turn on the TV and get me another glass of Chardonnay.
Somebody get me a snack.
Yeah, so it kind of comes from that.
Okay.
You don't know.
Yeah, I really don't at all.
But Tommy understands that, right?
Oh,
Tommy?
absolutely. Oh, I'm full job. The Hut.
Jabba the Hutt, right?
Full job.
I'm full job.
Blow Jabba the Hutt.
Blow job of the Hut.
That's our new character.
Hey.
Ideas.
Yeah,
But yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
totally Jabba the Hutt.
Totally job of the Hut.
So, like, when you have good ideas, are you like, okay, they're amazing? Do you have to like?
What really happens is, and I've noticed a pattern now. Like now I know. So like cool. Then this happened last night. So like it's crazy. I feel like I get touched by like the comedy god sometimes, and I'm in bed and I'm like about to go to sleep. It's always right then.
You get touched
It's
right
not-
in bed.
It's,
Yep.
Oh, and
Oh.
and I've got some traumas.
Yeah.
No, but I'm in bed, I'm like getting comfortable, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, that's the direction this sketch should go in. And then I'll take out my phone and I'll be like, and then like 2 hours will go by and I'll be like, I just wrote a script. And then I'm like, okay.
Yes.
And then I'll go to sleep. It always happens like, bink, right before. And then I'm like, oh, thank God.
I know. Me too.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, shit, I forgot.
I heard
Haley's.
that Mitch Hedberg, the stand-up comedian,
I
Nope, not
love-
going back to the farm.
he would have a metal plate and he would hold a
Sorry,
hold
stealing
a
this
thing of
coconut.
keys in his hand as he was going to sleep, so that's when he'd have the best ideas. So
So
they
it'd
would
wake
come
him
to him
up?
and he would wake him back up and he would write down those ideas.
Gosh, it looks
I
so
was
fucking cute in
obsessed
that
with Mitch
outfit.
Hedberg. What's another word for? What's a word for how to open doors or something like that? That's on a bagel. Open sesame. Wow, I butchered that joke.
He also has
And some are very predictable.
he has the one where he's just standing silently and he just goes, "Dogs are forever in the push-up position."
Yeah.
And you're just like, what?
Yes.
That's great.
I think I'm sort of similar. I don't know I haven't pinpointed exactly when my ideas come to me.
I
They
have
just show up
Hearts of Marnie.
sometimes. I specifically remember when I came up with the sassy leg infantry idea. I was getting out of the shower and like I kind of had
Oh, I
like a
do
towel
that.
on. I
Okay.
think I caught myself in the mirror and I started like just kind of moving my legs like that, like pointed around and I was like, oh, oh, this is really funny. What if it's a drill sergeant?
Right.
And that's just where it comes from. Others I just don't know. But in talking about all these ideas and stuff, we had this. Amanda and I were talking, and we were like, "What if we just delved into our notes apps on our phone?" Because I'm sure
I would
we
love
have
to.
a
I can
ton
finally cut
of
down wood.
specifically our iPhones.
Specifically
Not our
iPhone. If you have an
landline.
Android, if
Not
you have
our
an Android or a landline, like the old Jabba the Hutt lady in her kitchen, you can't write anything there.
You can't.
You can't. But if you have an iPhone and you have the Notes app, I don't know about you guys, but I have multiple different like lists of characters or ideas through the years, and I always have to write new. And I'm at a point where it's like
Yes.
new.
Yes, yes. Oh, you can see the different layers. It's almost like how geologists study the layers of time by looking at it. You can study where I was at and all these things.
Yeah.
Mine is so disorganized and so stupid. But the more disorganized
I
and
forgot this
stupid
is
looking a
modded, so
note
this
is in
looks
my
very
phone,
different.
generally the funnier it is. If it's
Oh,
really
God.
organized and well written and titled,
It's
I
not
usually-
as funny.
I end up hating it. It's not good.
And you have to really, for me, I now have to give myself context clues because sometimes I'll go back and be like, woman with hat. I don't know
I have
what
a
I meant.
ton like
I
that.
have so many.
Right? I have so many that's like man with that one shoe or like, don't stop me. I'll just have quotes.
Awesome.
Don't stop me. Where I'm like,
Like,
well, I'll
screwed
never
myself
figure
up.
out what that means. Never.
How many are in there when
Oh,
you're
what's this?
not sober? How many are in
Listen,
there when you're
luscious.
drunk?
Oh, that's
Zero.
fucking cool.
Zero.
Well, that's not true. That's not
No.
true. If I'm out, say I love people watching, that's where I get my best ideas, obviously. So sometimes when I'm out, I'll literally listen to what they're saying and I'll write down everything that they're saying. Like, especially when I was in Boston.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
and
Character
then-
study city.
And then if they're good, then I'll do like a series on them, right? Like Wet Cop. I had like a
Wow.
Boston bartender, but or shows. Like if there's like a reality show of a character that I like, I'm like, oh my god, that is. But I have to write down what they say because that is really like a true characteristic of, a person
Yeah.
Oh.
for me.
Absolutely.
I need
love
to
a
get better
reality
about
show.
I need to get better about that, about people. Like I people watch, but I don't people watch with a like goal in mind. I'm not sitting there looking at someone and be like, "Oh, I need to turn this into a character." I'll just observe and be like, "That person's crazy."
Yeah.
And then I don't think about it. There's one guy that still stands out. Where I really need to do this is at the gym because the gym has just
Oh, sure.
insane guys.
Sure,
Just
of course.
insane guys.
Yeah.
Did I talk to you already?
Thinking back, there was a guy at a gym forever ago. This like
I don't
10 years ago.
know.
And
Hmm,
every gym
maybe.
has this guy. It's a guy who's somewhere past 70, and he's wearing all the shit he wore in the 80s.
Oh.
So he's wearing like jean shorts,
it.
way too short.
Wet Hot American Summer vibes.
Literally,
Jim.
no. This one guy, he had an American flag bandana that he wrapped around his head, and he had that, and he had the gloves, and he had the tank top. That
American Gladiator.
literally like
Transformers into a motorcycle when he leaves.
yeah, and he's gonna give every guy tips or like yeah.
See, that's funny. I love that because it's like when you see a character like that and you turn it into like something more. I feel like that's really such a fun way to like look
Yeah.
at characters. Is like go like, oh my god,
Like
this guy.
Darren
What if
Tucker.
he turned into a motorcycle when he left? You know what's funny that you said that? I was just on the East Coast and this guy was letting cars in and he's like this 90-year-old man. And he always makes you like there's like this string that he holds. He always makes the women limbo while they go under. He's like, do a little limbo. And you're like, oh, not now since I have 5 coolers in my hand.
shit.
But he's like crusty and like from the sun. And he's always like, have a good day. And I
Oh, what
literally this
is
whole
this?
vacation, I was like, dude, he turns into a crab at the end of the night. Literally, he's like, have a good day. And then also
Oh,
it's like
that's
all the
kinda
cars.
cool.
and he
What the
goes,
fuck is this?
and it's like,
Scary berries.
yeah. He goes beep beep, and the whole
What is hard is that I don't
the
know if
whole
this is
back
from the
becomes like a crab
modded
station. Then he goes
version or this is actually from the
It's
new
time for me to
content.
do a little limbo.
Yeah. Now I get to limbo on the little rope.
Because I'm a crab, I can perfectly fit under anything.
And he goes back into the ocean.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He turns into a crab.
That's where he belongs.
Does every single one of your characters turns out to be a transformer?
Not
I've
always.
noticed that about all of your characters.
Sometimes, but I think that they all have the potential to turn
So let's
into an
cover.
animal.
Let's go.
They all have the potential to turn into an object or an
To
animal.
bring good luck. Oh, that's
The
cool.
crab
Fuck
guy,
yeah.
though, I said it to my husband, and he was like, oh my God, yeah, totally. I'm like, yep. So now every time I see him, he's like, do a little limbo. I'm like, so the ocean's calling you. You better get in there.
Your meat is very delicious when you crack it open.
I just said you want a sandwich.
I'm gonna boil you. Okay, do we want to just get into our
Yeah,
notes apps
sure.
because I feel like we're talking about a bunch of ideas.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, I guess I'll eat
Tommy.
survival burger.
Let's just share
I
about.
think Tommy needs. Why don't we do like? Should we do like a few like at a time?
Yeah. Like, share a couple, and then first, I just want to like know.
Oh no.
I just read my first one and I'm like, no.
My first one, I'm pretty. This is.
Go ahead, Shane.
This isn't even titled.
Do it.
This just has a few ideas just written on it.
Yeah.
First is in quotations. It says, "I think he's being ratatouilleed." After that, it says, "Anyone with a big hat could be getting ratatouilleed."
Oh, is that from
Ratatouille?
No.
Everything everywhere.
Everything everywhere?
No, well, yeah, I guess that's
They made a Ratatouille.
they made a
made a
Ratatouille,
Ratatouille joke.
but I think it's funny to be suspicious of anyone with a
The
big
big
hat,
hat.
and that they
Yeah.
could be getting ratatouilleed.
That's actually funny.
Any cowboy?
Any cowboy could be getting ratatouilleed.
Any cowboy.
Takes
Just
suspicion.
cowboys with the big 10-gallon
Yeah,
hats.
yeah,
What
any
if
cowboy.
what if I wear a big hat and go out in public and act insane and make people think I'm being ratatouilleed?
You just need someone
Yeah.
like who like follows you around and goes, "I'm so sorry. He's being ratatouille."
Sorry, he's
Yeah.
Excuse
there's a
him.
little rodent on his head pulling his hair.
You're just in
Leia?
jail for the rest of
Do
your
you
life.
have an
Hey, Leia.
almond? He might be a little hungry.
Oh shit, Penny, hello?
The mouse only eats
Eats
almonds.
Damn, when do you get hot?
I have like okay. First of all, I have to throw this out of the way because I had a so what I did last night is I collected my randoms so that I'm not
Okay.
like searching for 5 years
That
for all
makes
my
sense.
Yeah,
randoms.
perfect.
And I had one that was just before you cry, you can say your eyeballs are rock hard. Quote, "I'm about to bust a duct."
Wow. Wow.
I'm about to bust a duck.
I'm about to
see
bust
here.
a duck.
Bro, I want you, please, to say that the next time you're about to have a heartfelt sob, like you're in the middle of like a real
Yeah. Okay,
real
so those are the
conversation
Yeah.
with someone.
Sorry. I'm about to bust a duct.
That's actually really funny. I feel like that's a teenager son who like literally I walked into the mom role again. Literally can't talk about his feelings, so he's like, "Mom, I'm about to bust a duct." I'm a mom.
My heart hurts.
If I'm at the gym and I'm about to cry, I'm gonna make sure to yell that out.
Okay, good.
I'm about to bust a duck.
And then the guy goes,
Okay.
"Jump on my motorcycle," and he turns into a fucking motorcycle.
Jump on my motorcycle. I mean, me.
I mean me.
Maybe we should all just read our first one and go around.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, here's mine. It's so dumb. When your hair talks to you, jump, jump, jump in a bun.
You've got to be kidding me. What?
What?
Literally,
What's that
I
about?
don't.
Fucking Amanda.
I
What the
actually
fuck
don't
are you
remember
saying?
this.
Jump, jump, jump.
When your hair talks to you, jump, jump, jump in a bun.
So wait, is that all supposed to be one idea, or is that multiple
Yeah,
things in one
yeah, there's a
sentence?
lot-
Is that
Yeah.
what your hair is saying to you?
I think your hair goes, "Come on, jump, 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 get in a bun." I don't know, you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I've been
far,
a drunk
I would
one.
say so far Amanda's winning in just in terms of you really
She's
write down
insane.
anything.
I literally will write down anything. And see, it has to be a
Oh,
quote
no.
also.
Because
Yeah.
Jump, jump, jump.
Tommy, I feel like yours is a full-on like stand-up joke.
You guys.
Stand-up joke. Mine is sort of
Okay.
a sim- holy shit.
This
Yeah,
is just
oh
the
my God.
one new
You don't put
character.
spaces?
How can you?
No, I don't put spaces. I just do dashes.
That looks like a novel.
I just do dashes, guys.
I love
This
a
is
dash.
just the one. This is one new characters. If you search characters, you'll see like 20 of them.
Amanda has 100 years of solitude written in her notes app. Okay,
go ahead.
I have another. This is all still from this one. I have one note that has like 5 ideas. The other one says, calling a plumber and Mario and Luigi come in and just fuck shit up.
That's actually legit.
That's just, yeah, that's very much like, oh, I'm trying to think of a smosh.
Yeah,
That's like a try.
smoshy.
A lot you can tell are like, oh, that was a try not to laugh idea that I wrote
Right.
down. And that's very much one.
Absolutely.
Like, I need a plumber, and then 2 guys come out as Mario and Luigi and just throw plungers everywhere.
Absolutely.
You, Tommy, go ahead.
So then I started writing down like Okay, so let me get through a few
Yeah.
nonsense ones. So
You
I
wanna
can
read a couple, you can
prove
read a
that
couple.
they're
Read a
true.
couple.
Worms.
I have, and there's no description
You
past
got it.
POV. You're an
Damn it.
NFT.
Okay.
That's actually smart.
Underneath that, my son is an NFT.
Okay.
And then underneath that, POV, you're the CDC. I don't know.
Oh, because
Oh,
it rhymes.
lots of fun letters.
You're having fun with letters. at that point.
You're having fun with letters.
I like letters.
I like POV.
But one that was also part of that chunk that I liked was dad convincing kid to be bad, so Santa gives them coal because the dad is a train conductor.
Wait, that's actually brilliant. That's weird. That's weird.
Gotta get
That
my
makes
train
me
around.
feel so weird. Kids be bad for Santa, and then he's just like choo choo, and then it's 10 minutes of him on a train. It's like a weird short film.
Son, I need you to kill a man. I need so much coal.
We gotta get to Montana this weekend. I don't think we can make it. Here's a gun, son.
How much coal will Santa give you? I like that it's
proportional to the sin.
proportional to how bad you are. He'll give you that much coal. At a certain point, he is helping you. He's doing a good thing.
That's so good. Okay, I'll read a couple. God, one just says Nancy Grace,
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
which I'm like, there's
Oh,
plenty.
you could crush a Nancy.
There's
Grace impression.
plenty that I could do with
And may I
that.
say, that is all you had to write. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
write Nancy Grace and you're like, got it.
Got it. Done and done.
He is to write as little amount as possible
Yep.
to get the point across. And Nancy Grace sells it.
Nancy Grace. Most of these are people that I've seen. I think a lot of these aren't middle of the night ideas. I think a lot of these are people watching.
Yeah.
Drunk guy with his dog. I should just call him Uber because I just want to wrap my arms around him and have him take me home.
Aww.
So I remember this guy. He literally kept calling his dog. He's like, I should just call my dog Uber because he's so big. I just want to wrap my arms around him and have him take me home.
That's so
That's the
sweet.
sweetest
And
thing I've ever
I
heard.
wrote Block Island because that's where it was. Okay. This one I don't get it.
Oh, that's just my social security
I
number.
don't get it. The sisters metaphors. It's like having shit on your face. I'm good. Or a house that's rotting and everything is great, but your clothes all smell.
Wow.
That feels dark.
There's a tone.
That's
to that one.
Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
That's just a lyric from Alanis Morissette's latest album. Guys,
Can you repeat that house? more?
Wait, what?
the
Repeat
sisters.
that whole thing.
So I think I'm trying to make metaphors about sisters.
About like
Okay.
having sisters, right?
Having sisters. It's like having shit on your face, but you're good. I just wrote I'm good. Or a house that's rotting and everything is great, but your clothes all smell.
Your house
Guys,
is
I
rotting,
don't
but
feel
everything
this
is
anymore.
Great.
But your clothes all
clothes all
smell?
smell.
Guys, I must have thought it was genius because I wrote extra things.
Wow.
Sounds like having sisters is fine, but also a little bit of a burden.
Also this one, mom, the
Oh,
woman who
that's
is bosses
cool.
with death.
Okay.
See short film idea.
Here's 500 poison
What?
enemies
In
you can
parentheses.
do.
I have a whole short film thing.
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
I love that.
Yeah, guys, I don't know. This is not good. Okay, keep going. This is
I have,
dark.
I have two left on this one. This is my a recent one. Who can fall asleep faster challenge? And then
I love that.
if we just
You're going down, bro.
a live stream of just okay. And then I just wrote beans from Even Stevens.
Wow.
So I have that.
That's a Nancy Grace, right?
Wow, that's Nancy Grace.
Oh, this is a real dumb one.
Ready?
I don't know what mindset I was in when I wrote this. Coyote Peterson getting bit by a bug, and then in quotations it just says, "Holy crap! Oh my god, it's immediately so bad, dude."
What?
That's just what he
Oh, it's
my
inflamed
God.
already.
Oh, dude, it's immediately so bad. And then
What?
underneath I wrote that, what if Coyote Peterson bit the bugs instead of, actually that's just the plot of Man Spider, is what I wrote. Do you know who Coyote Peterson is?
No.
Coyote
Don't.
Peterson's a YouTuber. He's this guy who wears a really cool hat, like a Indiana Jones type hat, and he goes around the world and interacts with animals. He has like an animal YouTube channel, but his most viewed content is when he has like horrible insects sting him.
Wow.
He'll hold out his hand. He'll have
Fun.
them bite him. Like
Oh, epic.
it's insane content. He's my dream guest for Try Not to Laugh because he does a completely different thing.
He would do anything.
Yeah, so he should come on Try Not to Laugh and put the gloves on with bullet ants and do the
What the
dance.
hell?
Yeah.
Holy.
But
crap.
anyways, I wrote that. So I think it was maybe in my head, like doing an impression of Coyote Peterson.
I love it. I
love
see.
that.
That's the thing. You don't know. Like you're just like trying to figure it out, and you just don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Very related to that for some reason. And I remember coming up with this idea and then being like, I'll never do this.
Okay.
Steve Irwin looking for shapeshifter. It's been all over these parts, shifting shapes. And then in parentheses, the shapeshifter looks like Steve Irwin when he finds him.
And he's like, oh,
Wait. I think in my mind, at the end of that, if that were to be like a sketch, the Steve Irwin we followed from the beginning is the shapeshifter.
that makes a lot of sense. I was about to say that.
Yours
And
are
the other-
actually pretty fucking
He finds-
cool and interesting.
He finds Steve Irwin, and that
Right.
Steve Irwin goes, finally, I
I
found you.
exactly.
And then it's this whole twist.
Mine are really.
Amanda's having a break.
Mine are really dark.
I'm sorry.
Mine are really dark. Someone bad at hashtags. Hashtag no, I don't wanna. Thanks.
Wait, I love that.
Hashtag no thank you.
Hashtag
No, I don't
like
wanna.
house.
Thanks. I actually wrote that in as a hashtag. This actually really happened to me. A woman at the gym complimenting, nice body, gorgeous body. How'd you get it? My husband sent me here because he said I'm getting fat. That happened to me in a gym bathroom.
Oh my
What?
god.
I was like, okay, thank you so
Uh-oh.
much.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. It's God. Mine are dark. Oh, your bum smells. Prank calls.
Whoa!
Your bum smells. Prank calls.
I didn't know you had an iPhone when you were 12.
No, my sis. No, I used to. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. The amount of prank calls I did as a kid are fucked up.
You were a prank call kid?
I prank called constantly, and I conference called. So I would conference call people, and they go, "Hello, hello.
Oh, you just
How's
put
it
them on the
going?
phone together?
That's
Did you
awesome.
call me?" No.
That-
We'd call like people who just broke up, or a teacher and a student.
Whoa.
Oh, we
You are
went-
hardcore.
My really good friend from home wants to get the prank call thing on there, where it's two landlines going like this, so they talk to each other. Dude,
That's devastating. That surprises me.
then you listen in on their conversation. Isn't that messed up?
Yeah.
You were a.
You gotta,
I
do,
was-
you gotta do a little demonic shit when you're
I was a naughty. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I
I
can have
one. This is
comment.
a- This is
Hello?
a full sketch. Or not
What
full.
about
It's
you
like
doing
part
this
of it.
crazy?
This is like the idea of
Cool.
when I
Amazing.
probably
Keep
wrote
it up.
this
Your
really
content
quickly.
so impressive, fantastic. Keep
interior
working.
house.
It's just a positive
There's
results.
two
And also
guys,
the
Davis and
channel, I think
Brian.
you need amended.
Davis. Yeah, man, I cheated on my wife.
I do love
Brian.
your chat
Oh my
with
God.
you more about
Yeah,
on
I
Discord.
feel awful. Holy shit, man. I don't know what to
Nah,
say. It's
I'm
okay.
good.
I don't expect pity. Anyways, you see the new Barbie movie? Oh, yeah, I
Yes.
have. It's so good. You got to see it. I've seen it like 3 times. Oh, okay. Knock at the door. Oh, my wife's home early. Whatever you do, do not tell her. Okay, okay. Oh, Cynthia walks in. Oh, hey, Brian. What are you doing here? Oh, I just stopped by. We were talking about the Barbie movie. Davis, dude. What the Cynthia? Davis, what's going on? Nothing, babe. Davis was telling me how he saw it, and that's all. Nothing else. Cynthia, you saw the Barbie movie? Davis, we've talked about that movie. It's woke. We agreed not to watch woke movies. Davis, no, babe. I didn't see Barbie. I was too busy having an affair. What the Cynthia, I wish that were just the case, Davis, but I see through you. So it's a thing of like,
Barbie's worse.
Don't tell her. But
This is
he
a
thinks,
recent sketch.
He thinks, oh, don't tell her about the affair,
yeah,
but it's
yeah,
don't tell her I
yeah,
saw the
yeah,
Barbie
yeah.
movie. And then it turns out Cynthia is anti-woke.
Fucking Cynthia's a bitch.
That's a dumbass sketch.
Wait, I kind of love it though. What else?
You want me to read more?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, these are things that I wrote down, and then I pitched to Spencer and Alex for the games channel.
And what was their response?
I think they haven't said yes or no yet. So I pitched.
get back to
if
you
we see this,
years later.
if you see
Thanks,
this,
Shane.
if you see this on Smosh Games, you won't see it for a bit, or maybe I don't know. But if you see it, you know that it came from my notes app. Sniper chess. So
Whoa.
2 people playing chess right here at this table.
Wow, Sniper Chess actually came from
And
this.
then
That's so
have 2
funny.
people on the other side of this set with sniper Nerf guns. So after we both take a turn, they have a chance, and they're also on our teams. Like you have a team member and I have a team member, and your team member tries to shoot a Nerf gun and knock my chess pieces off the board, and then it just counts to the chess game.
Oh.
So you get to just be like, after they both shoot their Nerf guns, if they knock a bunch of my pieces off, you have a huge advantage. and that's sniper chess.
I thought
Kinda
it was.
love
I
that.
thought it was shooting at you if you fucked
Yeah.
up a
No,
move.
no,
Like
no.
King's Court.
That's not how it works.
works.
Can you play chess?
No, my husband can.
I can. You can. Shane?
I know chess,
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
not. I'm not.
I can play
good.
backgammon.
I don't know strategy, but I can play chess. And then I also had Jenga with pool cues, which I think is really fun. So
love
like
that.
one of those big
Oh.
Jenga sets,
Yeah.
and then instead of pushing it out with your hands, you have to use a pool cue and
Oh,
knock
Maru
it
looks
out.
cute. She has
Oh,
her hair
you
up
know
and
what I
everything.
thought?
What the
Cool
fuck?
noodle.
I thought it was the pool cues as the Jenga.
Oh no, that's insane.
Guys, I'm
So
not well.
Our brains are bad.
Our brains are bad. It's not. Our brains.
you
are
said the
bad.
right words.
insane. So those are some ideas, and now we're gonna probably get into weirder and weirder things from me.
Great.
So Tommy, but you go.
Yeah. Okay. So, quick pivot to pivot right back in. I used to say that my biggest fear was seeing an atomic bomb go off a little too far away from me to kill me immediately. So I have like a countdown of knowing when I'm about to get killed. Right.
That's
my.
very specific
Yep.
fear.
You're right.
Have you seen Oppenheimer?
I kind of refuse to.
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't see it.
Yeah. My new biggest fear is accidentally hitting someone while driving. like a pedestrian.
that's
a big one.
that's up there for me.
Yeah, I am
Big one.
terrified of that. Anyway, so meditating on that first biggest fear, I have this like idea for a sketch where like I see the bomb go off and I'm in my room and I'm like, shit, I'm about to die. I'm like, let's put on my favorite song so I can at least listen to it while I die. And then I'm scrolling through my Spotify for like a minute and a half. And I'm like, no, not that one, not that one. Which one do I want? That's it.
Oh my God! Wait, does that distract you from death?
Well, you know, if you're like, if you're going out, it's like, let me put on my favorite jam. And I'm like,
And then
oh, not that one.
No, and then the bomb's just like, and you're like,
And then you finally get to a song and you play, but you don't have enough internet connection for it to load. You're like, oh.
the Wi-Fi's a whoop.
And then
Amazing.
to lighten that, I have professional distractor, shaking hands.
Nice.
Yeah, mine are getting to this.
Look over here.
Mine are getting to this place.
Whoa!
Okay, these are just, I don't even
Here
understand.
you go,
this.
Linus.
Fun with girls, yeah, pop star in pain.
There it is.
Okay.
That feels good. No, I like that one.
Champagne woman saying, don't go.
Oh, what?
I don't know.
Don't
Oh,
go.
I think I know where you're getting at with that one. That's a woman with champagne. You're at a ball and like a guy's leaving, like a James Bond type of guy. She's like, wait,
She's like, don't go.
Don't go.
don't go.
Don't go. And he's like, I'm never going to date you anyway. She's like, okay, bye.
Okay.
Sephora mom trying to connect with kid. These are getting sad.
Okay.
Aggressive real estate agent. These are now just characters.
I like Sephora mom trying to connect with kids. Like, son, do you know why I brought you here to Sephora? It's because all of us wear a mask. All of us put on layers. We all put on layers.
I also think you
We
might
all
be
wear
gay.
a mask.
I brought you to Sephora.
I also think.
To get you started.
Okay, this is a long one, and then I'll move on. This is when I actually listened to a woman and wrote down everything she said.
I'm so excited for this.
Mary at the bar. I'm getting a tattoo of my dog Jaeger. I want it right here. So, anyways, my son is in Alaska. Why the he's there? I have no idea. So, who's he? What's he?
Oh,
Says
Maru
he's
was
a good
lesbian. You
shooter.
could tell.
Because you know he was in the military. And then he was like, well, what do you want? And they were like, for you to move to San Diego. And he was like, all right. And I was like, do it. Do it. Don't live so far anymore. He's the best. Seriously. So, who's he? What's he? Told him it's a go, go. Huh? No, he's not going to move, but I'm going to keep telling that guy to call him till he does. Anyways, drink your margarita. It's all the gold tequila so you can have a good night. You guys come into the bar hot. Guys,
Whoa.
guys, she must have been talking and I must have been going,
Yeah.
But I'll never use that.
I wish the writing would start to be like, hold on, guys. I need to stay on the phone with you. There's a woman
There's
I
a
think is
woman.
writing down everying I'm saying. I feel crazy,
and
but
then
I'm
I
pretty
start
sure.
doing it literally. But of course, she had like a Boston accent. She was like, "I got a tattoo of Jaeger. He moved to Alaska," which I'm like, "Move so far away," but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, so how's your margarita? Gold tequila. So if you read it in a Boston accent,
It all makes sense.
It all makes sense because I swear they all have 500 stories going, and then the pass.
They like bounce
cross.
between.
Yes, you understand.
You should be a court stenographer, I think is the name
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, you can.
Oh, I also really want a job of being the court stenographer.
Wanna learn
I just want to
shorthand?
go. All I want to do is play a role like that in a movie. Because if you watch them in the court, they're just going, and it's like, scratch that from the record, and then they go.
Then you wave a hand in front of their face that they can't see. You're like, wait.
There is this amazing
They're really
meme.
good at hearing.
There's this
That's
amazing
it.
meme that my friend's obsessed with of a court stenographer drinking, like she's drinking her coffee, but it's going too quick. This is real. And it spills, so she just goes, of the whole mug. She goes,
You have
I
to do a
love that.
stenographer
I
character.
have to. I
have
just
to.
want to do a court thing and then just quickly pan over to me, and I'm just like,
If you wanted to do it live, all you'd have to do is get an audio recording of a court, and you play it, and you sit down just in the middle of the stage and go.
wait,
Wait.
wait, Tommy, that's brilliant. Is that my next
Yeah.
one-woman show?
And you don't have to like even say anything. It could be completely just.
We should, you know what our goal should be? You know how multiple times, like every year, a fake sign language interpreter ends up on a stage somewhere doing just
And they're like-
crazy shit? Like they're doing the YMCA from the Village People. They're like, and it's like a high up politician or something.
I know.
You should try to do that but as a stenographer.
Yeah,
and just be
sneak
like,
in.
yeah, I can do it.
Scratch this from the record.
We need to get one of those. We need to get one of those shorthand machines and just see who can do it best.
Nobody can.
Well, we should try to learn shorthand.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah.
funny goal.
I would love to. Guys, maybe that's my one-woman show. It's 45 minutes of me doing that.
I would watch it.
That's a performance art territory. I love that.
Yeah.
I have an okay.
I actually have to write that down in my notes
Write that
app.
down.
Yeah, can you write that down in
in
your notes app? Oh, you're scrolling to the top?
I'm so you have
Okay.
to put the new ones at the top.
Oh, that's
I
what
have
that
a lot
is.
that are not jokes. They're just me trying to remind myself of things. I have one that just says clothes, and underneath that it says camp collar shirt, chinos.
Oh.
So I think that was me just trying to be like, here's some clothing items.
Here's some
should
clothes I
buy.
want to do.
Here's some stuff. Loud mime.
You love mimes.
You love a mime.
Mimes are just funny to me. And then I have underneath that, I wrote guy who is regular. And underneath that I wrote
Okay, Shane. Guy who is regular. That's me.
Guy
Guy
is
who's
regular.
regular.
I'm gonna do it. I'm trying not
We're
to
not
laugh.
part of that. We're not
And then
part of that.
then I have underneath that I wrote guy who is not regular.
No.
What is wrong with you?
Look at this. Look at this.
You opened a whole new notes
Oh,
app just for that?
I do new ones.
You're insane. That's
do
so
No, that's what I do.
stressful.
Is I do. That's why. That's
Yeah,
why last
that
night
way
I
you
was
just-
like, I need to spend an hour like collecting
You guys
these.
have to do it on one big line.
Oh,
that's psycho.
You look at you scrolling through it
And
like
no
the
space.
Bible.
You can't have space. It's only
No,
separated
that's
by dashes.
insane.
You're insane.
It's On the Road by Jack Kerouac. It's bullshit.
Who's a guy who's regular versus a guy who's not
I
regular?
don't know. Guy who is regular.
Guy who is regular.
Hey, how are you? Guys who's not regular. Did you see my car? I don't know.
That's guy who's regular.
That's guy who's regular.
Come on.
You're right.
I have a lot of Smosh Games types or pitches. Impossible question game. 2 players have to ask pop culture questions they're sure the other can't answer.
Okay.
I guess it's like you go back trying to ask a question you're certain that your opponent can't answer, and you go until one of you does get one
Does
right.
answer? Interesting.
I don't know.
Ask me anything about football. That'll work.
Who did Tom Brady play for?
The Patriots.
Whoa,
I
I lost!
know
All right,
that.
video's over.
Video's
And then it ends. Yeah, the video ends as soon
and
as
then
one
it ends,
person
and then
wins.
there's just snipers. Like,
And then there's
Do we
Nerf
shoot now?
Nerf snipers. And then underneath that, I think this was a story idea. Dream skippers. They learn that everyone is trapped within a single man's dream.
That's so scary.
Dream skippers.
Wait,
Dream
that's really
skippers.
scary.
What?
That's scary.
Yeah. I
You
don't
guys
know.
remember the movie The Cell with J-Lo?
I've never seen The
I've
Cell.
also never seen it. Should I?
That's
watch it?
Anthony Hopkins, right?
She's like stuck in someone's body.
Yeah, she gets stuck
Oh.
in someone's
It's
like
really
mind.
scary.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
All right,
All right, guess I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, this next app has a ton of shit. All right, well, you go, Tommy.
go Tommy.
I don't know which one to like hop into here. Okay, don't no one steal this. I might be making this, but this was in here. HGTV's my house. Exterior house. Host stands in front of a street. He's a handyman type, a bit too energetic.
Good for
The
you,
HGTV
Haley.
logo sits in the bottom right corner. Host, welcome back to HGTV's My House. We sent Dave and Ron to a hotel so we could start working. Now we're ready to show off what we've done. The host approaches Ron and Dave, the owners of the house. They're blindfolded. Dave, Ron, take off those blindfolds. Dave and Ron remove their blindfolds. Their expressions of hope turn to shock. Multiple people nude are humping the outside of the house. They moan in ecstasy. He's like, let's head inside and show you how we f***ed your living room. Interior living room. The three men move through the door past a man who's really into f***ing the wall.
How do you f*** a wall?
You just
What do you? Can you imagine? Honey, I love what they did with the kitchen. It's just five guys like, yeah.
so insane.
Wait, you should save.
I thought it was going to be a thing where they messed the house up really bad. That it was very literal.
Nope. That's Tommy. They very much the house. That's brilliant.
Hey, thanks.
I went to a new notes app. Bob and Brad show how to stretch hips. They keep repeating names, and they respond with, yeah, yeah. Do not know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. The brother
God.
of the heir to the throne. Creepy voice, high pitched, always curious, always finding ways to hurt his brother. I think that's just Thor. I think that's just like the description of
That's
all the
Loki,
Thor
yeah,
movies.
yeah.
I almost died like Bob Saget.
Oh,
That's a real one. A woman said that to me in acting class.
Oh,
God.
She went.
Whoa.
She was wearing a bandage, a full bandage around her head in acting class.
oh my God.
I'm not
Jesus.
kidding. And she went. And we're all like, we were doing a check-in, and she was like, "Not doing well." And we were like, "Everything okay?" She went, "I almost died, just like Bob Saget." And I went, "What happened?" And she was like, "Well, I slipped down the stairs. Lucky I do yoga, so I barely got hurt. My limbs just went everywhere, and I was wearing a snow hat, and it protected me." I'm like, "Why do you have a bandage around your head?" Okay, that's a real one. Anyways,
Whoa.
I kind of want to wear a bandage around my head to get attention.
Yeah.
great.
have
I
a
thought you were
little blood
carrying the
spot.
cat. I
I
just
don't
saw
wanna
you
do
carrying
yoga,
this
so I feel
this
like
little
you
white fluid
die.
thing as you fucking
Yeah.
zoomed in.
okay,
Jesus.
here's another one. Security guard at Trance Fest. Trance, not
Yeah.
thumbs up. Well, every time I said I went to Trance Fest, people were like, "What?" Trance music.
Yes.
Security guard at Trance Fest. Thumbs up, trying to signal like on an airplane. Big mustache, really positive, always aiding with the concert goers. I know it's a bad system, but I gotta follow it. Thumbs up.
What the
Hell yeah.
This is a real guy that I was watching at Trance Fest, just like
Dude.
moving
And then a
these-
plane lands on everyone.
moving these people while the people were sitting in the dark having glow on their fingers going like
Like
this to
doing
their
drugs and
partners.
stuff?
No, they were going like this to their partners, and they were like, this was Trance Fest. And the stenographer's there.
Just writing down all the beats.
Thumbs up. It just says thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay.
I have a note titled "Dumb Ideas." So
Okay.
you know it's gonna
I'm
be good.
so excited about
Brilliant.
this.
TLC Boardroom, which is, I mean,
TLC, the Learning
Oh,
Channel.
TLC.
the Learning Channel, not TLC.
I was like-
The
Okay,
band.
what if we did a song called No Scrubs? No, TLC Boardroom, and like just them being the most messed up people on earth. It's like, all right, we got to show it. We need a show, and then having a guy be like, shit, MILF. Manor, and but make it like really weird and like incestual. They're like, great, that's perfect,
Yeah.
that'll fit in.
That could be a real show.
Speaking of fitting in, this is a show I actually think could work. Maybe I would do someday. A show called Fitting In, where I try to be a character that fits in at a crazy place. So like I go to like some kind of convention, but I try to like go try to be as a being like so people would think that I belong there, and I interview people. But
Happy now your sewing
think
machine
I'm
is
an
picking up on my
outsider.
Shane of
microphone.
Burning Man.
I try to be like a guy at Burning Man.
A burner. They need to build like
I
a
know,
wood
I did.
sculpture just
Yeah,
like that.
tattered clothes.
I did pitch this idea, and we decided it doesn't really work for logistical reasons, but I would love to
How
try.
many ideas did you pitch that Alex and Spencer went,
Oh,
we'll
this
call
was
you?
these are, I don't always pitch it to them. I pitch maybe to like Kiana or to the social department. Cass paints art and donates it to Goodwill to see whose ends up being worth the most. Like we all paint stuff, we donate to a Goodwill, and then we return to that Goodwill and see what
How much?
price. So like whose is like, oh, your painting is only they
Wait,
only
I
sell it for
love
$1.
that
The
idea.
problem is
Yeah.
that when you donate it, they don't necessarily sell it at that same Goodwill.
No.
So logistically, it was tough to be like, where is it going to be at?
Yeah. Have you been to a donating center?
Yeah.
You have no idea
Oh,
where
I
it's
donate
going.
so
You
much
could do,
stuff.
what if you did like a Buffalo Exchange or a Crossroads?
I mean, yeah, maybe that. Do they do
The Crossroads do not.
don't do
They'll be like,
art.
I'm
They
sorry,
just do
is this Gucci?
Right,
Because
no,
they
I
don't
know.
take those.
I don't know.
That's why I do Buffalo and not Crossroads.
Yeah, Buffalo. I don't think they take art.
No, they don't. I was just saying they're more singular.
Can you imagine buying art at Buffalo Exchange? I don't even know what it would be. Women with like sunglasses on?
Yeah.
Oh, last one here before I move on. I'm not done with this note. We'll come back to this, but it says D&D, either a druid who talks to animals or a human or demon who is a salesman who is a warlock and makes deals with the devil.
Wait, you're doing half of that.
I wrote this down before. This is from April 3rd, so this is before we started D&D.
That's
huge.
crazy.
I know.
That's
so that
what
was
you wanted.
like, oh, I'll be a druid.
That's what you
Anyways,
wanted.
Tommy.
Wow.
Similarly, like ages ago, I don't have it in front of me right now, but I saw it in one of the earlier swipes that I was doing. I wrote, oh, I found it. This was, I think, like 2019 or 2018. Fake reality show reunion as a framework for sketches, which we did.
Fake.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Brilliant.
Yeah, well, it worked and it was funny. And then I have finished this sketch in huge bold letters.
Great.
Jesus in a saloon. Cowboy. Who's the new guy? Bartender. Oh, that's just our Lord and Savior. Praise him. Jesus with a cigarette and hat looks up, nods.
You need to finish that sketch. You're like, it's finished. I would watch that.
That's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's Hallmark in 20 seconds.
Like,
Yeah,
like Jesus in like a
No,
saloon
that's
being like,
Jesus, Lord our Savior.
he's like,
Howdy.
That's Jesus, Lord.
Howdy.
God bless.
and then I have now we're getting into just like garbage territory. Professional friend gets too many friends, becomes overbooked, no longer professional friend.
That's so sad. Great.
Too many
Professional
friends.
Too many
friends.
friends.
Too many friends.
Snapper in a band documentary, The Snapper.
Wait, I actually love that.
Yeah.
That's right next to the stenographer. Literally.
Where the hell am I? Oh.
That's really.
Do you remember there was a guy on America's Got Talent named Johnny Rocket Fingers who was like a
was a-
professional snapper?
Like a
Sounds
quick
familiar.
snapper.
He was a quick snapper, and he actually was pretty talented.
You guys, this is derailed
But-
for 1 second, but do you guys ever watch shows and only watch the background actors?
100%.
Movies and only watch the extras?
Oh, if I'm rewatching a movie.
Do it.
Yeah.
It's the funniest
Well,
thing
like
you've ever
Spider-Man,
seen.
I think it's Spider-Man or Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire has a woman in the background that you see at one point in a big like crowd scene where like Spider-Man shows up to fight the Green Goblin or Dr. Octopus. You see a woman in the background doing like shaking her head back and forth very dramatically. She goes like this. She goes, "That's Spider-Man."
Stop.
You can clearly see her. You can very clearly see her.
Dude, I love watching background actors because they go,
Oh, they're
What?
they're selling it.
they're selling it so. Sorry, I just had to derail.
A friend of mine did background acting, or was recently in a background. I think it was like a more. It wasn't like a big film. It was just like a smaller film or whatever. And they kept cutting and giving notes, and he was the only one getting notes. They were like, "Ted, you're doing it too big. Like, scale it back."
No. No.
I love that.
Right.
I love that. No,
Ted.
he's great.
Ted.
I love it. I love it. All right, what you got in mind?
Okay,
now? Read us some
Like
other
you said, you're going into
crazy
garbage
shit.
territory. I've been there. All right, so I'm gonna just continue in garbage territory.
Great.
Store clerk who is too involved.
Oh.
Store clerk who takes it personally. The person who is hurt that you won't buy anything from your store. Guy at eyeglass place. Hi, welcome. So glad to have you here. I love your hair. We have a lot of spots already. So highly suggest booking an appointment with me now. What's your name? Your name? Just to check. Your insurance covers you. Okay. Yeah, sure. Take your time. I'll be right here. Just watching. Okay, that's one. Oh, and then I wrote bye, and then I wrote in parentheses tears. Telenovela stars. That's it.
There you go. No, I totally
Again,
get
that's
it.
a Nancy
Telenovela
Grace.
stars.
That's a Nancy Grace.
You guys are fun. That's just one.
Oh, thanks.
That's probably someone going like, "You guys are fun.
yeah.
You guys are fun."
Were you not there? Ian said that to.
What?
Ian said that in a Beppardy.
I saw the clip.
Yeah,
you
you
guys
guys
are
are
a
a fun
good group.
group.
You guys are a fun group.
That's basically this character where someone's just like, "You guys are fun.
You guys are
so
fun.
fun.
You guys are fun.
And he's in a cage with a bunch of gorillas.
You guys are
You
fun."
guys are fun.
This is a really old one,
Okay.
and it says "Wet Cop."
Whoa.
This one is from October 2022 or something like that. Which maybe it.
Oh, so
that
right,
around Wet
right,
Cop?
right before you started doing
yeah,
Wet Cop.
that must have been like right before.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Wet Cop, and then Irish UPS Man, which is definitely a TNTL that I wrote and did.
Nice.
Yeah, I had that last night. I was like, oh, I've done. Yep. I was
someone-
like, these
Done
are all
this?
of my
I'm getting to the
TNTL
point.
ideas.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where some of these. Oh, this one's the last one. I'll just do one more. I almost died last night. Did you see me trip? Question mark.
What?
Guys, I don't know what. And then I just have my dad's name on here. 'Cause
I love this because I don't write down ideas until they're ideas. You know what I mean? Like you have these like a bunch of starters.
these are
and you have
all
some real ideas in there
starters.
too, of course. And then you have like, you know,
Yeah.
not
I
to
love
discount
it.
anything. I just like, I should be doing this.
No,
It's
these
great.
Are, these are
You're leading the
starters,
charge.
and they're mainly based on they're like from the start of a character, like they're
Right.
rooted in.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, these are not. I write them and I don't reread them until I need inspiration.
That's smart.
That's the
That's
best way to
huge.
do it, so you don't judge it and erase it.
yeah.
That's wow.
Just write
I'm
starters.
learning from you
Write
today.
starters, guys.
I'm learning from you today.
Pretty
Thank
cool.
you. Thank you, Painter Barbie.
You're so welcome. I left Ken and I became a human and I decided I'm going to paint houses. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I have RIP. I have a Let's Do This pitch, which I did pitch and they liked it, and they wanted to do it, but we didn't get to it. Which is how to hide a dead body. And I
kind of love that.
yeah, and I still think it's a challenge that we could.
I love it too.
Like if we have a dummy and we just see who can hide the dummy in like 2 minutes and who can find it in 2
Wait,
minutes.
that's actually brilliant and dark. I like it.
Yeah. I wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways,
I wrote a fresh banana hanging out with a ripe banana and being influenced by them.
Well, you're really cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been around for a minute.
And the
Fucking
rope is all,
weird.
like, brown
Fucking
and
shit.
See all these
Yeah.
spots.
spots.
Yeah, you're gonna be like me if you hang out with me.
Yeah.
I learned that from Hank Green that ripe bananas release a enzyme or something that ripens bananas. So that's why if you have fresh bananas next to ripe bananas, those fresh bananas will start to become ripe really fast.
Oh hell yeah, my
Oh
seeds.
my god, I've been
So
fucking doing it wrong my whole
Yeah,
life.
you wanna like just try to eat your ripe bananas or turn them into banana bread. or
And does
something.
it do it to other fruit?
No, I think just bananas.
Bananas influencing bananas. So you're saying
Bananas-
I can put a brownish banana next to a freshish banana, and that'll make the fresh banana better to eat sooner.
Yes.
It'll ripe-
Yes.
yes. Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
That is also true. I think I'm not a scientist, but Hank Green told me that. Okay, this is a sketch that I only have the like premise of, but I actually love this sketch and I've thought about it more over the months. Dart destination date, and she throws it on your best friend's house, so she's gonna go stay with him for a week.
Wait.
So I know some people.
Like when you throw a dart at a map and you're like, we're going there.
Yeah, I had some friends who were like, oh, and so he was like, his birthday gift to her, or anniversary gift to her was like, hey, take this dart, here's a map of the world, throw it, and then we're gonna spend a vacation there. And she perfectly threw it at like, it landed in Italy. It's like, okay.
yeah.
But
She's like,
And maybe
"I'm all
it's a
toast."
maybe it's a thought starter. Maybe it's like put it on the. But I like the idea of like, okay, take this dart and throw it, and it's like okay, throws it perfect. It's like, wow, that landed Los Angeles. Okay, let's get in closer. It's like, oh my God, oh wait, that's 2 blocks away. Oh my God, that's Greg's house. That's crazy. And then just like being like, well, I guess we're gonna go. It's like, oh, and he's like, oh, I only have one bed. Like I don't have enough room for both
This
of
feels
you.
like a '90s rom-com.
Yeah.
Does it not feel like
No,
a
it
90s
does.
rom-com when it's like,
Yeah.
"Meow, meow," and they land in LA? And she's like, huh? And he's like, I only have one bed. And the boyfriend's like,
I guess I'll go home.
I guess I'll go home and leave you guys to.
That's kind of the end of that run of that one. Tommy,
Find your wife PI.
what?
I think the
Hey,
idea
that's a starter.
that is a starter.
That's a
I
good
think,
starter.
I think the idea there was like my dad would always be like, "Where's Pam?" Like in the house, just like, "Where's Pam?" And like hiring a private investigator to find your wife inside your own home.
It's
like the idea.
Your mom's name is Pam.
Pam.
So my dad's girlfriend's name is Pam.
Wait.
Oh.
And he always goes like, "Where's Pam?"
Does Pam have trouble lifting her arms above her head?
Yeah.
Oh, that might be my mom. She should have done yoga.
Really quick, Tommy.
Yes.
I came across another note called characters, and the first one is loud mime. I've written it several times.
You are out of control.
Loud mime. And then when we wrote dumb sketches with Angela, I wrote the mime family where they're loud
You're
mime.
obsessed.
I finally got it out. I think I just finally got it done with.
You purged it from your brain.
That's freaking hilarious. Loud mime.
Loud mime.
Oh, I have one titled "Try Not to Laugh." We'll get back to that.
I have one
Wow.
too.
Tommy, do you have any?
I'm just hunting now. I just have character ideas, like character starters. I really want to do a like teenage girl stage manager for a theater show.
You know I love
Being like, this weekend I reviewed all of the cues, guys. We're gonna need you to do, like I don't have it like written out yet, but I just
That's
like
good.
that's
You
such
know,
a
I
person,
love-
you know.
Didn't I kind of play a character like that in one of a Smosh video that I punched myself in the face?
What?
Remember with Ian?
frick?
Where I'm like, everyone shut the up. And Ian was the director. He's like, thanks, Molly. Like, thank you.
I
got
think
it.
I remember
It
that.
was like an old one.
Oh, like a sketch.
A
like,
sketch here at Smosh.
Oh, like a main
Wow.
sketch.
Yeah, like
before.
a main sketch.
Oh.
I think it was like 3.5 years ago.
That's crazy.
Because I was like, this is a character that I love to play.
Holy crap!
It's
So,
such a
you
fun
wanna
character.
Put on a wig, or you want me to do it? Let's do it. We can
Let's
do it together.
let's do it.
Well, I'll take right. I'll take left stage. You take right. Cues. That's so funny.
What else you got, Amanda?
Okay, horrible ones. Actually, this one's kind of fun. Young shitty motel clerk girl. No blood, no semen, no ranch. That's our biggest rules. ranch is really hard to get out of the carpet. Like what? That one's pretty fun. I should have done that. That's fun, actually.
That is fun. Throw that to
all
the
right,
top. Throw
gotta
it to
move-
the top.
I'll throw that one to the top, or I'll star it 1,000,000 times. That really gets me in.
The stars.
Yep. What's up? You look depressed. There's food in the fridge, air in your lungs, and it's a gorgeous day out. That's actually like a direct
What
quote
the
from my
hell?
mother.
I was about to
Oh
say,
my
who
God.
said that?
Why do you look depressed? There's food in the fridge, air in your lungs, and it's a gorgeous day out.
Wow,
Get out
that
of
is,
here.
that
love
is
that.
that is what a boomer says to someone who looks sad.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lyft driver. Do you believe in ghosts? I was on the toilet once in a hospital and the light kept turning on and off. Ghost. This is like a real quote from a real person. Most of these are real quotes.
I love this.
Holy shit!
Yeah, Also, do you guys do videos and attach it to your notes?
Never.
What? No.
What is
You
it?
recorded?
So this is like an idea, like you've written
Yep.
down.
What the hell?
Are you vulnerable enough to play one of them for
Maybe,
us?
yeah.
She carries a satchel of dirt in her hand. Just as you hear some dirt from New Mexico and breathe, I just felt like you needed to get grounded. Because I see a lot of trauma and a lot of fear and a lot of pain behind her.
Guys, I did her.
I was about to say, I remember
I
her.
did her on stage.
Whoa, I just got a crazy vision.
You're just talking to yourself?
Yeah, I get a lot of them in the car.
That's your spot.
And when I do, I film myself and talk like the character and I attach to my notes.
Amanda, you fucking wild girl.
You're still going.
Oh, this is
I
a
love
minute
it.
30. Sometimes I have 5 minutes.
Holy.
So when I get it,
crap.
I have to do the voice and the character, or else I lose it.
It's like you got to get it out
So-
while
You
it's
should
here.
upload those onto Instagram if they're fine to post.
Yeah. A lot of these I can't show because I'm naked in a lot of them. Like, I'll get out of the shower with my hair soaking wet, and I'll be like, all right, we got to share the trip.
I like the idea that your husband's like, why don't you send me a nice photo? So you send that, you're like, hey, listen here. I've been through it. He's like,
You better watch your ass.
he's like, oh, this was not what I was
Oh,
thinking.
he's on his computer playing video games, and I'm like, you better watch your ass. You piece of shit."
That's a healthy relationship right there.
Guys, literally, yeah. It's full on over
Oh my
here.
god.
Oh shit.
Oh my God. I have one here that. So this is a note titled "Try Not to Laugh," and I always have one like this.
That's smart.
And a lot of my "Try Not to Laugh" jokes come from this. Like for instance, "You're My Favorite Pizza Place" was.
It was a
It
note.
was a note. It was
Wow.
one that I'd written out.
So cool.
Here's one that I haven't done yet, but I think I want to do it soon.
Ooh.
In
Preview.
fact, I probably would have one of you guys help me and
Oh,
do it,
Haley.
like announcer. So it's
Let's
a
go.
commercial. So
Fun.
I would walk out onto the set and I'd be kind of sniffling and I'd just be like,
Sorry, guys, sorry.
oh man, and then and you're
Haley.
like, seasonal allergies got you down. You're like, I'm
Come
like
here
yeah.
quick.
And it's like Flubutrin can
The
be
bracelet's
used to
gone. I
treat
know I had it when I got
seasonal
here,
allergies.
but now
and
it's
and all of a
gone
sudden I
and I
have it. I'm
can't
like,
find it
oh,
anywhere.
and it's like it'll brighten
I'll
up.
help you,
It'll
girl.
clear out everything. And I'm like, yeah. And it's like,
Now find
but
the
it
one
can
like it.
cause one side effect. And all of a
Really
sudden,
sorry.
I just want to
Sigh.
slowly just be like,
Maybe I'll wash up on another shore. I can't bear the
no.
of the ocean.
and I would like
God.
just start charging around the set and like have maybe someone walk out. I'd like grab them and I'd like beat them to the ground. I'm
Sorry,
freaking
great
out.
grandma.
Like,
I lost your precious bracelet. Please
And
forgive
then-
me.
That's a pretty
and then
good.
after I
good
stop,
monkey.
I stop for a
Should
second. I
have
kind of
to
like
be
nearby.
stop
We're
and
gonna go find it.
I go silent, but I'm still full chimp. And then
God.
the announcer goes, bloating.
I don't get it.
That's not the side
That's not the
effect.
side effect. It's like there's one side
There's
effect.
one side effect.
I act like a chimp, and it's like
Is that?
bloating.
Yes, it is,
Dude,
girl.
wow.
Yeah.
The bracelet.
Freaking
You found it.
I
Thank
love
you,
God.
that.
Damien.
Whoa.
I
I
Thank
could
you
do
so
that
much,
to
bro.
Damien.
You're such a lifesaver.
I wrote down Cool Nan, Conan,
I'm like,
barbarian,
taking
but
this
with
hug.
metal hair and sunglasses.
I won't forget.
And then
what
I
you
wrote,
did for me today.
we
Oh,
now
she's so
return to
cute.
Dumpster Wizard
God.
on the CW. Dressed sexy with a white emo wig.
I really owe you one.
Hello, weary
Wait,
travelers. Looking to
There you
enter the
go.
forest, huh?
there you go.
Best be careful. Seen many travelers enter. None returned. He gives them a thoughtful look and then a smirk. Plays harmonica.
Hell yeah.
What? I love that.
Yeah, I'll probably spice that one up a little bit. but probably need to make that
Didn't
one.
work in the room, but
I need to
I
make that
pitched
one.
it to Alex and Spencer,
funnier.
and they're gonna call me in a week.
Yeah. Tommy.
You have any-
this is a good like little end because it's just like it's like how I started like with the I'm about to bust a duct. It's just like this is a tweet
So
basically. A YouTube video titled "My Mental Breakdown," but every time I sob it gets faster.
Oh.
You know those YouTube.
That's the most online thing.
Yeah, I know.
What?
There's like YouTube videos where it's like the Smosh Cast, but every time Amanda laughs, it gets faster. Like that's like
Yeah.
a type of YouTube video.
Well, a famous one that's online is the entirety of the Bee movie, but it speeds up anytime someone says Bee.
Oh,
And so by the end, it's just lightning fast.
I've missed this whole.
Yeah,
thing.
it's
It's an older again. This is like an old note. So anyway, that's a good little bookend.
That's a good
It's a little bookend to my whole thing.
Yeah.
I guess maybe I'll have one bookend. Okay, I have another. I almost died last night. What is wrong with me? This I absolutely did on TNTL. This is my TNTL one, which I stopped using because all of these are old. I now just go in and wing it. My husband keeps digging a hole in the backyard, and I have no idea why. Question mark. I can't do this one with
That's
you.
great.
Wow,
Wow,
That's
that's
the
so
end.
holy
fun.
crap! I have a ton more, and I guess we'll just have to do this again
I
sometime.
think we'll have to do this again because I have novels.
Yeah, I'd
videos.
say holy crap.
And videos.
This prompt was so inspiring to me. I just like can't explain. I thanks for having me on. Thanks for like letting me do this. But also like, literally just like the prompt of like, oh, look at the funny things in your notes app. I'm like, I haven't done that in forever. I'm like,
Right?
wait, there's some good shit in here.
And also, you can start with just like one sentence sometimes.
Yeah. Yep, stenographer. You got gold out of this.
Literally gold.
Oh man. Well,
Thank you guys.
this has been great. Thank you
Thank you,
guys.
Tommy.
Hey, thanks.
You're the best.
You're the best.
Man.
Guys, that was
Oh,
Smosh.
I guess it's time to do a new video. Okay, let's see.
Hi, welcome to Smosh Mouth. I'm Shane.
And I'm Amanda Lehan Canto.
And, and today we have a huge, awesome guest. We have Call Me Chris here today.
That's me.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
You're our first non-Smosh
I know.
guest,
Oh,
right?
really?
You're
Yeah.
our outsider.
Oh, I feel like so important.
You are
Yes,
so
you're so important.
You.
You're so important. We're
Yeah.
so happy to have you here.
No,
Noel.
we're stoked to have you here.
Oh, well, we changed a little
We're
bit.
changing now. We're going to go through all the Beatles eras.
It'll change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essex babes, yeah.
Yeah, six.
Yeah. No, I do. Thank you for having me. That's just, I feel, yeah. That's
Of
really cool.
course.
I was just like hiding in here and I just made them do it.
Yeah. We
like,
did
guys, put
walk.
me on.
We did walk
She
into the
slept here
studio
last
today. We turned on the lights and she was here, very
Chris.
scared. That's what she yelled.
Just call me Chris.
Just call me Chris.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Before we started, I
Go,
was
little Judy Mo,
telling you
go.
both
Go
about
deliver
how
that
today was
package. Go
literally
deliver that
the
bundle.
day.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
So
Bundle time.
we showed up.
I wish
here
I could
to the
cheer him on.
studio. I was getting my
Great
laptop
idea.
out of my bag and I had it unfolded. And
Yeah,
I was, like, pulling it
do
out,
that
and
bundle.
but I was holding
Then
it
he
with one hand
disappears.
like a pizza.
Oh, yum.
And then I slip
got
and I drop it onto our concrete floor face down
No.
and it lands and I pick it up and the screen is black and some people were around, like Courtney was nearby and she was like, "Is it broken?" I was like, "It looks broken.
Oh, no.
I think it's broken." And then I press a button and it's fine. But the
Oh.
edges of my laptop, like the metal
Are-
parts, huge skids, like
yeah,
it
yeah.
chunked some metal off the sides.
You need a protector layer
yeah.
thing.
on a laptop?
Of course. Yeah.
Protector layer?
Yeah, a case. Yeah.
You need a force field or
that word.
something,
Wait a
man.
second. You don't have a case on your laptop? If you're gonna travel with your laptop,
Yeah.
you need a case.
Do you not have a case on your phone? Are you one of those people?
I have a case on my phone. A
Okay.
very
Oh, at least
slim.
those people
a
are-
very
I
slim
don't trust those
case.
people.
they're just ready for death.
Yeah. No.
Or maybe they're the safest people.
Well, no.
I know I'm clumsy. I'm just self-aware, so I have like the thickest.
Yeah, me too. I have an otter case.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, like
Destructive.
top secret level.
Yeah, like
security.
Throw it against the
like I
wall.
drop it. Sometimes in the morning, I'll pick up my phone. I don't know how it happens. It's like I throw it. I'm literally like, why? One time, I had a whole bottle of champagne. I don't know how it happened. I just went. Oh. I
think that's
threw
just,
it.
You're just giving into a
Whoa!
threw it. It was like 2 weekends ago. I literally was like, what? And it went everywhere. You know what? I don't know why.
I don't hold a baby anytime soon, please.
Yes, and
Okay,
also it's
cool.
like when you're over. This is getting really deep. It's like when you're on like a boat, like a ferry or something. Do you ever go on the
Oh.
railing and go? Do you ever feel that impulse to
you wanna jump?
throw?
You mean like the
No,
old?
not jump.
You're talking about the
No,
old
I was
lady at
just
the end of
kidding.
Titanic
Yes!
who throws the diamond.
Oh, that's exactly
And she
what
no,
it's like.
and it's
She's like this.
it's the best acting ever. Where she goes, oh,
Yeah. so true.
But you know, you feel that when you're like on the edge of a railing over a boat, and you're
Yeah.
just like, I feel like I'm gonna throw it, just
Oh.
impulsively.
Oh
throw,
yeah,
like my
I
phone.
like-
I
Oh,
hold
yeah,
it
yeah,
way
yeah.
tighter.
Yeah.
Like
oh,
What's that?
I whenever I'm walking onto or out of an elevator, whatever I'm holding, my deepest fear is dropping it into
Yes.
cracks.
I do that and on grates on streets.
Yes.
I say this. No,
Yeah,
no, 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 no.
not
Yes.
today, Pennywise.
Yes.
Yes,
My
exactly.
thoughts.
Oh, I like that.
I have dropped. It was luckily just a pen, but another thing to be scared of
Yeah.
is if you ever go to the gym and you're on the stair stepper machine.
go to the gym, but okay.
Like the one with the stairs.
Yes,
like
yeah.
it actually unfolds like a
Yeah,
fucking
they
Doctor
like-
Strange
yeah, yeah, yeah.
spell.
That.
No, I love them.
Like a stairmaster?
Yeah, it's a stairmaster, but there's the ones
It's
that
a
the
climber.
pedals.
It's like the
No,
climber.
no, but
That's
yeah,
what
I
The
like
one where the
it.
actual
Yeah, yeah,
steps
yeah.
fold out, but I accidentally dropped a pen and it fell like into the machine, and I was like, "Oh, that's a new fear."
Why did you have a pen with you? Were you
Because I have my
writing down
workout. I have my
goals?
workout journal.
He was ready.
I write down. I write down my
That's good.
my list. Lifting routine. I write
That's
down like
good.
the reps
That's
and the
fun.
weight. It's something I started doing. It's been nice.
think
And also I
that's
write
great.
down like maybe
that
my
for you.
dreams
That's
Yeah.
so.
and maybe what I want to do with my f***ing life.
I think that's fucking awesome.
I bring my
Fast.
vision board to the gym, and I
It's just a
I
picture
love
of
that.
you, like
and you just put it in front of your stairmaster, and you're just like, yes,
yes.
it's gonna be me.
And it's just
Do it.
pictures of wine and like learn Spanish.
I'm earning it tonight.
That's like when you're. That's like when you're. I love that.
Duolingo owl on my vision board.
Like, hola, como estás?
That's like when you're
I
on
love that.
Peloton and they read off the instructors read off people's names and it's like riding for donuts 5 or it's like
Stop.
wine mama or it's like will do for Cheetos and I'm like
I would
oh,
never step on that. That
that's
sounds
like
terrible.
that's like their vision board.
Peloton
It's their
is,
name.
you know what just occurred to me? Peloton is Twitch for stay-at-home moms.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And I guess I'm
Yeah.
a stay-at-home
That's
mom
amazing.
because I love my Peloton. I
Yeah.
really do.
I love that. Hey, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
I just go walk outside. I just can't be looking at a wall or a screen.
I know it's hard.
That's all I do.
It's really
Just
hard.
Walk in the forest in Canada.
That
Fight
sounds
bears.
awesome. I'm jealous
We
of
live
that.
in the desert. Not much is going on here except for buildings.
Yeah, there's a lot of buildings.
There's
I
some
wish there was more
nature-y
bears.
parts.
There actually are bears in LA.
There are, right? Like more.
There are.
Or,
They're black bears, small black bears that are up
Yeah.
towards like the
Like big dogs.
Angeles Forest.
Yeah, they're
Some-
big dogs. They're not.
Don't
big.
pet them though.
Do you
Don't
have, do you have
recommend.
have you ever seen grizzly bears? Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Terrifying.
Yeah, that's scary.
If you go a little bit more north from where I am, huge. Just
Wow.
and even more north, then you have polar bears, then you're just done.
true. Yeah, they'll just eat you just for fun. And I bet them even scarier than that moose. Have you seen a
Moose,
I
I have
have.
seen moose. Moose,
In
It's
Maine.
as tall as this ceiling.
they're
like they're
as big as SUVs.
huge. They're huge, and it's terrifying.
You're just up in the woods, and then you just decide I'm gonna become huge on TikTok, and then that's what you're doing. You're hanging out with bears. And
Exactly. No, but I actually do have to like walk around with a bear mace. There's a lot of bears where I am because I literally live in the forest. Like I'm on like a
Like
couple
you
acres.
made a lean-to
Yeah.
out of wood,
Exactly.
and you're playing Minecraft in real life.
Yeah,
amazing.
exactly.
That's actually that is my dream.
It's pretty. I have chickens.
I'm extremely. You have chickens.
do you-
I'm actually so jealous.
Yeah.
Do you get overwhelmed
I should
then?
come up sometime.
Like, do you get overwhelmed then being, having to post all the time? Like, when you're living in the forest, or do you have to go outside and take
No.
breaks?
Yeah. It's much like when I'm home. I feel like it's easier to kind of take a breather and
Yeah.
like go into nature because that's like my thing. Is like,
Yes. Yeah.
that's how I can take a break and like turn off my brain a little
Yep.
bit. But yeah, I'm on the road like a lot. Like
I feel like you're always somewhere else.
yeah, which is fun, and I'm really lucky to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But it's nice to just like
Oh,
be
the
home for a
bookseller.
little bit. So
It also made me
Excellent.
crazy because so when I found out you were going to be on this episode, I was stoked, and I was kind of like doing some research, but I was also just thinking about when we first had you on. To be completely honest,
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of you.
Yeah, fair
which is
enough.
insane.
there's so many creators.
Because when I looked you up, and I'm like, you have 50 million followers on TikTok and 10 million followers on YouTube.
That's
but the amount of
insane.
times that happens nowadays, I don't mean it as an insult when I'm like, oh, I haven't heard of you.
No.
Because the amount of times I discover someone new
Yeah.
and they have so many followers
Right?
is insane. That's
Yep.
just how big the internet is nowadays.
Totally.
And the internet also puts us into different corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that in a little bit of like the different corners of the internet that
Yeah.
we're on. But I'm so curious because you
Oh,
really
no, I have stuff in
you
there.
weren't like an overnight success, I wouldn't say, but you did gain a huge following in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Because you started on the internet in 2020, or were you
Yes.
doing it sooner?
No. It was 2020, like April 2020, when like everything kind of shut down in Canada at least. And like I was doing hair, and then I had a salon, and I had to shut it down. And then I was just bored because I worked like 6-7 days a week doing hair, so like not doing something was like I was gonna like implode. So my brother told me to download TikTok just to consume something, and I'm not a huge consumer of like internet stuff.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm gonna try to make stuff because I used to like make funny like
Yeah.
vines and all that. Like
Yeah.
I was, you know,
Yeah.
never famous or anything, but I was just like, I'll try it. And then it was probably I'd say like a month or 2 months when it started to gain traction.
Wow.
And then it went from like 1,000 followers a day to 10,000
peppers.
to like 100,000 every single day for like over a year. And I was
And
like,
what were those first videos like? What were they?
at first I was just kind of getting the hang of TikTok, and when in 2020 it was like you'd have a sound and you'd lip sync and you'd put a caption and you'd kind of make it your own. And there was
Right.
a lot of that at first.
Yeah.
And then like a couple months into it, I was like, I kind of want to try. Like nobody even knew the sound of my voice because I was just doing all these lip syncs. So I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of want to just write like my own stuff, make my own characters. So I started with one character, which was like the little kid. Or actually, no, it was my Boston mom character. because being like a hairstylist, I have like so many different moms come through, and it's just so I have so many different characters. Just
Amanda
based on
knows a thing or
clients.
two about Boston.
Yeah, I'm from Boston,
Yes,
and I love playing Boston moms.
right.
They're absolutely my favorite.
And she's just like
I think I have
doesn't
just
give a shit.
become that person where they just have no filter. They're like,
Exactly.
Oh, and yeah, and so and they also love death.
Yeah,
They
totally.
love talking about death.
Totally. And she's like a wine mom too. and,
Yes.
Like,
Oh, Kendall Jackson Chardonnay.
oh,
They
yes.
love talking about that was
Yes.
Southern accent,
Exactly. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Tom Brady.
I've been doing the accent wrong the whole time.
I feel like Boston.
Yeah,
Boston.
We're talking about Boston,
Boston.
Georgia.
Kendall Jackson Chardonnay. Oh, it's Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Kendall Jackson Chardonnay.
Yeah. You just gotta channel
Yeah,
that.
you gotta
Mouth
Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Da,
That's
da, da.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
Wow, I never knew that about you. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So then it just spiraled. Now I have like I don't know like 40 characters I do. But then I did TikTok and then I moved to YouTube because I was like, if TikTok goes down, I didn't even realize it was a career to begin with. But I was like, I'm gonna try to expand this.
I think I read all
just
these
in
books.
case.
Yep.
Because nobody else really was. Like people I was coming up with TikTok, I was like, I'm gonna go over here
That's smart.
and see what this is about. And best decision I ever made.
That's so
really
smart.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, do you do hair anymore?
I do my family's hair. They will refuse to go to anybody else. It's kind of nice. Once in a while.
Yeah. So
Let's do a Smosh episode where I do all your hair.
I was doing some research and I did find out that you were a hairstylist before,
Yeah.
and I wanted to ask honestly, like, what do you think this is good?
Genuinely, I saw
that's
you
kinda
today and I was
cool.
like, okay, your hair looks good. It looks like I like this messy, like, not in a good way.
Chaos.
Like it's like I woke up like this in the best way.
It does look good today.
Beyonce
A
way.
lot of work into
It-
it.
it looks-
I didn't wake up like this. I
And
put in a lot.
I know you did, and I could look at it, and that's how I would like style guys' hair, like just make it
Oh.
messy and like
I'm into that.
unkempt a little bit. Also love the mustache.
Thank
it's
you.
Working.
It's
It's indie.
it's
And
very
your
fun.
hair is fabulous as well. I love your bangs.
Okay, so-
nobody can pull those off. And you
Really?
pull them off.
Okay,
And they show
because-
your eyebrows, your beautiful
Thank
eyebrows.
you. Because they were up to here, really short. They were like rockabilly baby bangs.
Yeah.
And I'm growing them out.
Yeah.
And I was telling Shane that
Yeah.
my hair is in an awkward phase.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like, what should I do? Should I like split them and have them keep growing? Like,
It's
and
a
that's
look.
the news.
It's a look. Yeah.
it's a
No, I know. It's like you think it's in an awkward phase, but I think it looks great right
Really?
now. But I'm like
Okay.
the same. Like mine's in a weird phase because mine was like
Oh, I love it.
edging on what yours looks like a couple months
Which
ago.
I love.
And then yeah, I love the short hair. And
Yeah.
I'm like, should I cut it again? Should I leave it? So I'm like growing it a little bit.
Me
seeing
too.
how it goes.
It's always in that, should I?
and then one day you're just gonna.
I'm just gonna.
shove that
That's
shit.
exactly what I did. It was down here, and then I just
Yeah.
boom, and then
Yeah.
boom.
I know. I just slap right on my hair. It's fine.
I love it.
We all look fabulous today. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we all look good.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I sometimes debate on it would take in the pandemic or in the lockdown phase. I thought about getting a mullet. I wanted to do that, but then I was on Goldberg's and they cut it, and I was bummed, and so I couldn't. I didn't have the option. But I thought about
You
it.
could pull it off.
But nowadays, I don't know. I think my forehead's too big for a mullet.
No.
No.
If
Think
you
I'd
had
look
what you
weird.
have on the top of your head right now and
Hi,
just a
Willie.
little bit of wisp at the
bit-
bottom,
bit back
it would be.
here.
I'd
Yeah.
like
And
it.
I put a little ponytail.
I
Or
think
just
so.
a
tail.
Yeah.
one braid.
Yeah.
one-
just
Like my cousin
Like
in
a-
Jersey
like
who
a-
had a rat tail for
Oh, good.
basically his
a
whole
Luke
life.
Skywalker, just like
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
just
just-
that. That's
Yeah.
solid. That's solid.
I think so.
Well, that's the Anakin.
that's
Yeah, that's the Anakin. Or just
Yeah.
do tips.
Okay.
Each
Frosted
Blonde
tips.
frosted tips.
Like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Got it. I also sometimes think about just shaving it all off.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, I think that would look really good.
I think I'm gonna inevitably be bald one day.
you'd look like a MMA fighter if you did.
That'd be
Not in a bad way. It's-
maybe the mustache. The mustache.
Just leave the
shaved,
mustache?
because if I have the mustache, then it's like, oh, but he's not an MMA fighter.
Shaving is literally my husband shaved all of this, and now he just has
Oh, what's
like
this
a
cut to?
Viking strip, and it's down to here.
Whoa!
Oh, it's a Haley cut.
Yeah, but he's
too.
6'5".
Oh, so he
I
is
think
a
that looks
Viking.
cool. I think
Yeah,
the little
but
guy
still.
with the
No,
I'll take
what
it,
if you did
fuck
like a
it.
Peaky Blinders cut?
Arrow. Try and do more chores to make Emily happy.
Actually,
Figured
yes.
I'd walk it
Yeah,
back
yeah,
there.
yeah.
fully
just like-
shaved on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know
looks
if that's
You're doing
yeah. I
stuff.
like that look.
Okay.
I do.
I don't
Okay.
mean to be forward, but can we talk aside for a sec?
Do you ever miss
Seriously
having a hair
need to
salon?
vent to someone.
Yeah, sometimes. It's like very therapeutic doing hair. I was like
It's
salon
okay.
specialist mostly. I mean, I did everything. But
Was it your
highlights.
salon?
Let's head in.
when I say my salon,
I got my
it's
hat.
like a little
I could
ratchet
take on
salon
her on in
it's
a
basically
fight.
sweet.
That's still cool.
It's a salon.
But you were doing your.
I
own
was
thing.
proud of it. Yeah,
What's
no,
your
it was.
salon?
I was like determined to always work.
Oh, why
for
she look
myself,
so
I
upset?
actually did lash
About my
extensions
parents.
as well.
Emily and I
on
got a
top of
letter
hair.
from them. They're on vacation
amazing.
from
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
Fern
it was
Island
cool. It was cool. Yeah, I did like
Archipel-
a couple years in university. and I was like,
archipelago.
I don't know what I want
Till
to
my
do.
mom said
And I
she
was
misses
like,
us
I
since
wanna
I was
leave. I went
8,000
to Asia for 2 months.
Yeah,
and my
Rose a
parents were
little
moving
too.
there. And then I came back and I was like, I'm gonna be a hairdresser, and then they
Yeah,
were even
like the
more
two of
mad.
them are always off doing their own thing.
And then I
having fun.
started
just
to do
mad.
really well.
feel like
with
they're
it,
forgetting
and
about
then they're
us.
like, fine.
Money is
And then
nice, but
I-
I'd
And
rather
then you're
have
like,
them
I'm
around.
gonna go
Whatever.
TikTok,
then I
and they're
was
like,
like-
what's TikTok?
I'm like,
she's all
no,
sad.
wait.
Like I appreciate they're letting Emily and me
No,
live
until
in
I
this
like
house
started
free,
to get,
but like
or until I was like, hey, I can go buy my own house. They were
I
like,
wish
oh,
we saw them
okay,
more
then
often.
that's,
It's been
that's
like a
fine.
year since
Okay,
they came home.
fine.
It's when you're doing well
Sorry,
in your
Joe.
thing. It's like
You
when I
want a
moved
hug?
here, my mom was like, "You're a dog walker, so you're picking up shit. You moved to LA to pick up dog shit."
my makeup is
and
totally
it's
ruined. I
then when
need to
you're
clean myself
actually
up.
doing well, and you're like, "Actually, I have a career in this." They're like, "Oh, that's good. I've always been proud of you."
Yeah, exactly. They're like, I never
Oh,
said
what a sad
I
face.
never said that, and good for you.
It took a
Haley and I
minute, I
talked.
think,
She
for
seems
a
to
lot of
feel
my
better.
family to understand this because I
That's
came out here to
cute.
be like
I don't think I've
TV
ever seen
film
that
actor,
before.
Totally.
and so it hit a point after
I also don't know if
6 or
that's like
7
a
years
normal
of being
scene
out
or
here
not either.
auditioning,
So
working
like,
on TV and
Yes.
stuff, then being like, yeah, so I'm working on this YouTube channel.
Right.
They're like,
they
what?
thought it was a step down.
So that's a
They're like,
website?
Yeah,
"Why?"
yeah.
A website?
Yeah.
Whose website? You're putting up videos on someone's website?
What the hell?
Don't do that.
Don't trust the internet.
Exactly. Yeah, when you say you make videos on the internet to older people, they're like, what kind of videos? It's like, wait, no.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's really funny. You talk about you're very big online. I mean, now that I
Yes,
know
please.
you, now
Thank
I've seen
you.
your stuff, but
Still don't understand.
no, I'm trying to figure out.
know you.
So it's a
Perplexes me.
website.
No idea.
But I think it's funny that you mentioned that you're not, or at least you weren't very online.
No, like.
Are you not very online?
Well, let's say
now you
right
are.
before this, or like before all this happened, I was like maybe once a year posting on Instagram. Didn't look at
that was
Facebook.
me.
Like, I didn't care. I was one of those people that was like, it's so dumb. Like you should. And then all this happened. But it's kind of fun because it doesn't really revolve around me. Just like because for me, I was like, oh, you just are self-absorbed if you do this kind of stuff.
Right.
But that's
Right.
not the case at all. I mean, sure, maybe for some people, but like,
Sure.
I get to like make stuff that makes me happy. So
You're just having fun.
yeah. So I mean,
There's a purpose.
yeah, and I like to make stuff and put it out there, but I am not. I'm
it,
not on it
scrolling.
scrolling. No, like there was a
Yeah.
period of time where it was. We all went through that. I mean,
Sure.
and maybe some people are still in that TikTok or Shorts or Reels phase where they
Yeah,
just go on for
yeah,
hours.
yeah.
But it like I mean, and I've always struggled with mental health, but it just doesn't help that at all.
No.
Oh, so I want to talk about our social media experiences and what parts of the internet we're on and what we're avoiding. And I first off just want to say I agree. I was very similar to you in that before I got on Smosh, I never posted on anything.
Yeah.
Disney made me make a Twitter account back in the day, which is still my Twitter account that I have.
that's
But if you scroll back pre-2015 when I joined Smosh, my only tweets were like, "Was that an earthquake?"
Did anyone feel the earthquake?
Hashtag earthquake, like for years. That was my earthquake alert.
Wow.
And then Instagram, I never used. It was privated.
Right.
I did not use that, and I had nothing else.
Yeah.
And so I joined Smosh. I made a Vine
And you
account. Started trying to make Vines.
Yep.
But I struggled with Vine. TikTok's a lot easier for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vine is tough.
6 seconds was so like.
I loved the
Limiting.
6 seconds. See, I
you
was
make
posting,
Vines?
I made Vines.
I've never seen one of your Vines.
Well, let's find
Let's,
the
pull
internet.
them up. No.
I used to make so I made Vines with my BFF Steph Barkley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was big on Vine.
Right,
I met her
Oh,
through
no.
Not
the link trap.
Yeah.
And
Also big on Vine.
I was doing a bunch of Instagram
Don't
videos.
stab me. Ow, it
that
hurt.
We connected.
Why you do
unlike
that?
guys, I was actually like doing a bunch of
I'm
Instagram
cutting
videos, getting
cheese.
a bunch of characters out there for fun.
You were too ahead of your time.
I
'cause that
loved
wasn't
it.
the-
Yeah, that wasn't a thing.
I'm
Instagram was not the
holding
hub
cheese,
yet.
but
No,
you
it wasn't at
distracted
all,
me.
and TikTok wasn't even a thing at all.
It was Musically.
Yeah.
Or not even.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yet.
I wasn't
And then
part of
I met Steph, and then we did Vines together, and that's what kind of like gained his base following. And then I just started meeting people through her.
it. Oh, cool.
Wow.
But
I wonder if you.
didn't make me internet.
That's
famous.
so funny that you were
Yeah.
running in the same circles as Olivia and Courtney.
Oh yeah, I guess.
But not though because I had never met them.
But I know you never met them, but
Just
that
small
was like the
worlds.
same circles.
No,
Like,
I know,
It's so
it's-
weird. I
yeah.
had no idea. I didn't think that you were at all. But you,
I
didn't think
thought that you were,
knew anything.
woke up in bed and was like, "Good morning, Los Angeles. Good morning, Los Angeles. I have a gateway to the.
I thought you were writing funnies in the papers.
I was writing comic strips. I had my first article in the newspaper in 1945, Shane.
Okay.
No, I was cool, Shane.
I know you're cool. I never said you're
No,
not.
How
the
dare you. I'm just
butterflies.
kidding.
But I'll be honest. I started,
I love
but
they're
it's
in the
always been a job for me.
They're always
Yeah.
in the walls.
Social media, when I post, and the reason my posts are
See,
always
like I
like
did
not
my
serious
downstairs.
is because
I
in a
put,
way they are serious.
fruit
I'm taking it
dehydrators in here and
seriously
fish
in
smokers.
just I view it as a job. And it's why
cheese.
I sometimes I've been so bad about it lately. This year I've been really
no.
bad. TikTok I
Well,
posted a
technically,
bunch
I was
in
trying to figure out how you even
2021.
use these at
2020 I
first.
started posting.
Yeah.
So because I'm
And I
using
was
my
like, I'm
mods,
gonna
I can
treat
use
this
cheats
like
and stuff
it's
and figure it
nothing and
out.
stupid and whatever.
So basically,
2021,
I
I
guess
started,
you
like,
let
every
sit things,
week I'd post,
you
like,
let
one or
things
two.
sit down here
Yeah.
for
And
like
I
a
was
couple
just
of
like,
months.
whatever. I don't
or
fucking care.
quote,
I was
unquote,
not doing
in-game
any of the
weeks.
trends. I was just doing shit.
Yep.
But I
Yeah,
had
it's very much
several
aging
blow
barrels.
up, and I
Yeah.
gained a lot of followers. And the
Right. It
problem
just takes
is
5
I
million
gained,
years.
like,
And
I
then these
then
are like
got over
wine
1 million
caskets to
followers,
do like
and then I
wines and shit.
then it
Why
became too
cheese?
serious.
Right.
And then I was like, I'm no longer
I think
having
there's
fun,
only
'cause now
so
it's, now
certain
there's
foods that
stakes
can only go
involved,
into these
and I've
things,
been so
and one of
bad.
them is
I need to
cheese.
get back into it, and
And then
I've been
people
saying
say-
that this year.
Where, why aren't you
No, they're in
posting?
little-
See, for me,
they're in little
I really
pots.
had to
There's also
take
mushrooms down here
breaks,
coming
and
out of the
when I
ground.
go, here's the biggest thing for me. When I go
Don't
on a
worry about
trip,
it.
I am not on Instagram.
I like how
at
it
all.
looked cute.
I
Yeah,
do
that's-
not go on.
It's a
I do
downside
not
that I
go on
can't like
TikTok.
redecorate
But
the
I will
bottom.
say, for
like
me,
the,
I feel very similar. Is like
yeah, the
when
walls
I
and the
post,
flooring.
I
It
go
just
on,
looks like this. I'm
I
like,
post,
okay.
I share, I look at a couple things, and
Yeah.
I have a time limit on my
go.
Instagram. I literally have a time limit.
I
Yeah.
get that. I do
Boom.
the same thing with like YouTube videos. I
Yeah,
have like
doy.
if I post a YouTube video,
Yeah.
I will look
You
at the
just went
comments
outside
for
and just like,
probably like the first 30 minutes and answer as much as I can, and then I'll leave it, and then at night I'll set aside like another hour to just go through and like do that, and then even sometimes the next day because I think it's important. But like you can't
It's
answer
important because it's
or
also
like all
it
of
is
them.
it's your job.
That's part of the job.
Yeah.
The community, the people are like they're the
Us
ones
too.
consuming
Yeah.
it. Like I need to see what they're saying.
I do
and-
read all the comments.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's a good thing to tell you guys.
Yeah.
That I'm reading
Oh God,
the
they're-
comments
it's
right
me,
now.
Shane.
They're gonna-
Shane.
Shane,
Yeah.
listen to me, Shane. Okay.
But I feel like since we are, this is like our job and whatever, I do find myself looking at things you probably wouldn't expect me to look at
Yeah.
on my For You page,
Yeah.
yeah,
on
yeah.
my main page.
Well, the For You page, you don't get to choose.
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really.
really.
But I think it says a lot about people, and I am so curious because you are so big on TikTok, what type of content you consume on TikTok, and how often are you scrolling through the For You page?
Not that often anymore, or like I'll give it a chance, but usually since I'm not on it all the time, my For You page doesn't really know me, and then it just kind of gives me the generic stuff.
Or it gives you what you were into
like
a month
before-
ago when you were scrolling a
Exactly.
bunch, and you're like, I'm a different person.
Or it just
now.
makes me mad. Like it'll just like a tarot card reading will come up, and she'll be like, oh, like the Ten of Pentacles, like you're lonely, and but he's waiting for you. He's like, just wait, like 5 more days.
Oh,
Like, and
the
that's-
jester, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, exactly. And then of course I watch it all because I'm curious, and
Yeah,
then the
that's how they get
algorithm's
ya.
like she loves it, and then like, but other than that, it's usually what the ones that make me happy are like dogs, anything with dogs,
Yes.
anything like that, or I love like true crime, so there'll be a lot of like this is like the most fucked up story you've ever heard in your life, and this is how this
And
person
you also
died.
love paranormal stuff.
Love paranormal stuff.
So do I.
Yep.
Mine is like a lot of like ghost stuff,
Yep.
paranormal. Mine's a lot of wild ocean animals caught in nets that are saved.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I've seen
So
that.
many,
Love
and
that.
so many kayak paddleboarding
Yeah.
shark videos.
Or like whales and stuff.
Or whales everywhere.
All,
Whale
yeah,
talk.
Just like,
There's
whoa.
so much whale stuff.
Yeah, I've been on whale talk.
Whale talk
know
is a
what whale
thing.
talk is.
Well, so whenever you're served a certain like genre,
Yeah.
and it gets very specific, that's the part of TikTok you're on. So you might end up with a bunch of whales,
Yeah.
and that means you're on whale
Whale
talk.
talk. Okay.
Or, for instance, last night I came across a sumo wrestler video, and the top comment was, "Oh, I'm on sumo talk. Hell yeah, I want to stay here."
I'm
Yeah.
definitely not
So you
on
need to
sumo.
engage. You need to watch it. If you come across it, you need to watch it.
Exactly.
You need to like comment.
Yeah,
you need to
send it to
engage with it,
somebody.
and then you'll stay there.
Yeah.
I've been in and out of a lot of weird ones, but I want to. Okay, so more specifically, Chris, we can start with you.
Yeah.
the question I'll frame is this, but you can also give us the genres of TikTok you're on. Who is the main character of your For You page right now? Who is the account or what is the thing that is showing up the most? Because I have a main character, and I'm trying to actively
Get rid of it.
I don't hate the guy. I'm just like,
Can't you say no?
I could. Well, I'll get to it in a second.
Okay. No, actually, there's this one guy that I'm trying to escape right now. I don't actually know his name, but you know how there's always one song that's trending, and like
Yes.
some people just hop on that trend, and that's the only
Yeah.
song they use the whole time.
Yes.
And it's like I don't know if it's a Russian song or
Is
what.
it?
No, it's like
No.
it's like
which one?
no, maybe it is. I don't
The
know.
girl?
Just don't sing it too well.
Oh no,
It copyright
it's
strike.
no, never mind. It's like I want Prada, Balenciaga. Have you heard that song?
Yes.
Prada,
No, but I'm thinking of, but
Balenciaga.
I'm pretty sure.
And this guy, he just does like a stupid face with one filter and then another face with another filter, and I cannot escape him.
No.
I watch it because it's kind of satisfying to watch, but
Yeah.
That's why you can't.
but I
escape
don't.
it.
I don't
That's
like.
what
That's a whole other
No.
phenomenon on TikTok of people who find a single
One.
thing that they
I'm like,
do,
"So
and
why?"
they get so much footage from that, and they just do it over and over and
Yeah.
over
It's like,
again.
yes, you're gonna get followers.
my
Or,
back.
But it's gonna die out. It never lasts for
less
more than a
week,
month.
or even a month. Yeah, and then
You're right. It's a week.
it really
You
is.
realistically
a
have a week.
And
How long is
it's
this person
crazy.
your-
It's
Oh,
probably
thank
been
God
like a
it's raining.
solid, almost 2 weeks, I'd say. And I'm just like, I can't.
He's
and
gonna
it's
disappear.
It's so terrible, but
Do
I'm
you-
like, I can't wait to see you disappear.
You're like, I can't wait to see you disappear.
It makes me think of did you get served, because this was a big case of it.
Okay.
The older guy, he'd always be wearing like a button up like checker
Oh, eating
shirt,
the food?
and he would pour a
The
bunch of
spice-
food,
the
and
hot-
then he'd do the like
Yes, and then it would be steaming, and then he'd just go and burn his tongue.
burn his mouth, and then he blew up. I saw him recently. His videos are getting like 10,000.
Yeah, right.
That's what inevitably
That's
happens.
what happens. That's why you gotta
blow up.
diversify, people.
It's the life cycle of a sun
Yes.
and a TikTok star, actually the same.
I love that.
You could look at it of the supernova, and then it collapses down to a red dwarf. It's
That's
all the
deep.
same.
Wow.
That's
Yep.
deep as hell.
Boom. Okay, so you have this guy.
Yeah.
This guy who's gonna disappear soon.
He's gonna. I think so.
Okay.
He's probably gone. I probably could go on my. Well, actually, no.
That is
What
so,
happens if he finds
that's
out
so
that
weird.
you are actively?
I'm sorry,
trying to
but
purge
just
him?
try something else, okay?
do a different thing.
Just do something else
That
for your
is-
own sake.
So wild that we get served these.
It's so weird.
It does suck when it's also a funny person, but they have a trend that they get known for. Do you remember the guy who he would he would wear the orange suit and he would stuff his pants to make him look like he had a huge butt.
Wait.
And he
Oh,
would, like,
yes,
to,
yes,
like-
yes, yes,
And
yes.
it was the Weeknd song.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, he's Josh, I think is his name.
Yes.
Super funny. He's
So
a really funny
funny.
guy, but unless he does that thing,
Nobody cares.
people don't watch
You just
it.
unlocked a
sucks.
memory.
People watch it,
I know, I
but not
forgot
as
about
much.
that.
Dude, you just unlocked
It
a
was
memory.
huge.
Right? I
for a
forgot about
minute.
that.
Do you remember-
Yeah.
I always
wait.
watch them all. I was like, this is awesome.
It made me laugh every time.
Yeah.
And occasionally
Yeah.
he'll come back and
And
be
it
like,
kept
all right, I'll
coming back.
do the hit.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
everyone's like,
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Do you remember the guy who did the Dora the Explorer thing? Who had the backpack, like, my backpack?
I think that was your For You page.
I don't know.
I think that's just for you.
My For You page is crazy, but it was a guy and he was wearing a wig and he wore a Dora the Explorer backpack and he had like really bad
Oh,
like
I know.
green screen
No,
thing.
I know who you're
It was
talking
like
about.
backpack, and he was like,
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
you know what I'm talking
I
about?
do.
And I was like, why is this man chasing me?
yes, no, exactly. And even like coming up on TikTok, I came up with a lot of people because a lot of people started exactly when I started.
Yeah.
And people had that one thing that they did. And I was kind of trying a bunch of stuff, but I started to be like, do sketch comedy. but I had certain characters, and I was like, ooh, I don't want to get put in this box because people are like, I love that character. Like I had the one with like the tiny hand or whatever,
Yeah.
and people are like, bring her back, and I was like, no, I'm gonna give you this one today. I told my audience, I was like, no, you get this, and you're gonna like this, and then I shoved new content at the people that, and then they accepted it. So like anytime I do something crazy and new, it's okay.
Yep.
So like any creators out there, just do it. It's not gonna do good probably the first time, second time, third time.
Get used
but
to
they'll
it.
get used to it, and then you're not pigeonholed.
Trapped. You're not trapped in that one character that
Exactly.
then you're sick of doing it, and then
Exactly.
you
And I don't
hate your
resent
own
any of my
character.
characters.
Exactly.
So
Because a
many
lot of
that
people
stuff.
blew up initially similar to you, but
Yeah.
then they fade away.
Yes.
I don't feel like many TikTokers successfully go over to YouTube like you have.
Not a lot, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I tell all my friends that are on like TikTok and short form, like, go to YouTube, like, just, and I was so scared too for some reason. Like, I feel like all of us
Yeah.
that started, they're like, I'm not gonna be good enough. Like, I don't have the right camera.
'cause it's
I don't have the-"
longer.
But I'm like,
It's-
I'm on my phone for like the first, and like,
Yeah.
you just gotta do it. But yeah, I don't know why people just like that hit. Like those, they know they'll get
That
the views on
quick
TikTok.
hit.
Whereas like I was like not struggling, but like for months on YouTube, I wasn't getting like
It's hard
anything.
it's harder to get views
But-
on YouTube than
way
TikTok.
harder, but way more rewarding in like every way,
Right.
shape, and form.
I think because you have people, you have fans who are there for the long haul. They've
Yeah.
stuck with you.
Yeah.
They're there for your progress, and they're not just there for like the quick
No.
laugh.
Yeah, no, my following they're amazing. They're so positive. Like I'm so lucky.
I feel like your brand is very
It's,
positive.
I try to keep it that way for sure. I try to make it revolve around that, but I've been very lucky with it. And they're always like, do something else, do something new. What do you want to do? And I'm
See,
like,
that's
all right.
fun.
Like it's just like that's
That's
awesome.
fun.
It's
Meanwhile,
really cool.
our fan base. you.
Love it. Keep it positive. Keep it
I'm
right.
gonna read all the comments.
The comments are
You're
gonna be so
read
bad.
They
them
probably
all.
like
No,
the
I love
honesty.
our following. Our following and me have a weird
Yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth.
Yeah, yeah.
We make fun of each other.
I love that.
They mostly make fun of me.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
There's gonna be a lot of another banger by Shane Top from iCarly in these comments. We have inside jokes. It's like,
Yeah. No, those are always the best though.
Your For You page doesn't sound that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
sounds pretty good.
Sometimes I'll get like the ones that have like 0 likes, and it's
Oh,
just like
I scroll past them.
Sometimes
I'm scared 'cause I don't wanna
same.
see a dead body or
Sometimes
something.
I'll give it a chance.
dead body?
You don't
Yeah,
know if,
no.
if it hasn't been viewed by anyone.
It's true.
You don't know what it's
Like sometimes the algorithm hasn't caught it yet.
Ooh, that's scary.
That's why I just like don't.
Or like you come across those weird ass lives.
Oh,
like
the lives
the-
are
The
always
lives
fun.
are. I don't actually like watching.
I never watch
at
lives,
all.
but like sometimes you get caught, especially the
You
the
go on?
NPC ones.
Dude, Courtney can do such a perfect impression.
I saw her TikTok. I actually just did a video where I reacted to some of your guys' TikToks, and I did the one where she was like, oh, "Hi," and she's like doing the
She
NPC,
did
and I
that
was like, "This
so
is
good.
awful in the best way."
It's
but like,
so bad. It's so
yes.
good.
Yeah. Oh,
Popcorn's so good.
Yes, that's not.
I don't understand it.
it's no.
I don't understand
Most
it.
people make so much money too.
I know.
Apparently.
What's the deal with that? With the people who are like just doing the
The NPC stuff.
Yeah, because like when
Well,
like a rose pops up on screen on TikTok, then they're like, "Oh, a rose."
see, here's the thing.
Like, it's just like,
I understand the performers. I understand why you do it because you're making money. I'm not even saying anything mean about these people.
No, no, yeah.
I'm just saying I don't understand what people get from paying money
That's
to do this.
that's where I'm at as well.
I think
where
I'm like,
it's like a
why
controller
are you
thing.
doing it?
It's like
I just would want to talk to someone who does it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think it's a controlling thing.
It's a controlling thing, but I think it would be like better if you're like, hey, if you send me a rose or whatever, then I'll I don't know, I'll take a shot, maybe not a shot, but like it'll make them do something rather than just do the.
I don't really
But
understand it.
people are-
It's one of those
strange.
videos that I watch where I feel like my my soul is on a different planet. Like
Yeah.
it's leaving me slowly,
Yeah,
going
yeah.
like.
I feel like I'm
No,
dying.
no.
Associating.
No, you know when you watch
Astral
something so
projection.
weird, you're like,
Yeah.
remember salad fingers back in the day?
Oh yeah.
It's
that
like-
was great.
When I watched
Yeah, that was
salad
incredible.
fingers and my soul went.
Yeah, that like was pure nightmare fuel.
Also, that's what like I feel like I watched
Oh,
first on YouTube that
Same.
we watched.
Same.
So that ignited that weird
Yeah,
like
it was like it came back.
yeah, exactly.
That's true.
So,
That's
but when I watch that, I truly don't understand it because it's
No.
not something I'm
you
and
know,
connect to it all.
No, at all. Yeah, exactly.
Amanda, who's the main character of your For You page?
Well, mine's very disjointed. I feel like it's
Okay.
very weird. It's either like whale talk, I guess, is
Yeah.
now what I
So
realize
whale.
it's called.
Whales.
It's definitely
Whales.
Whale.
it's definitely animal saving stuff. A lot
Yeah.
of
Okay.
rescue dogs.
Me
Okay.
too.
A
Oh,
lot of rescue dogs on like we found this dog
Yes,
on
and
the
then
side of the
teaches
road,
you
and
the
then it's
journey.
like takes you through the journey.
Yes.
But then there's one that actually I don't want to get rid of, but it also makes my life really hard. Is like it's just the back of a woman's hair, and she's wearing this beautiful sundress, and it's her in her kitchen, and it's like French music, and it's like how she changed her kitchen or what she's baking today, and it's
like those
"Let
calm
we do
ones.
it,
Aesthetic
do."
TikTokers.
And
I-
it's like baking, and I'm like,
honestly bless those people though, because I do like come across those. Actually, you know, one of my really good friends, Ben, he lives in BC, and BC's beautiful, but
So
he
beautiful.
always starts his videos like, do you want to go on an adventure with me? And he's like, too bad you're coming, and then he takes you through this beautifully aesthetic hike with views, and it's like, oh,
see, I love
love
that.
Have you ever gotten served? There's a guy who
Wait,
lives
I know
out in the
that
middle of
guy.
the woods. He has a
I saw him a
mustache.
couple
In
years ago.
Canada?
It's so funny.
It must be
It is in
Canada.
Canada.
It's like he
it's
just
this guy,
goes on
he starts
there,
camping
buddy.
trips. It's very
every
cute.
single one
He's
starts
so
with,
sweet.
well, hello,
Hello there.
buddy.
Oh, hello, buddy.
Today we're
with
gonna
his
be
border collies.
today we're gonna be making some soup.
Yeah.
So first, what I do is I get out my big pan.
Yeah.
I love my lovely big pan.
Yeah.
And it's you're just kind of like, at first I'm always like, all right, I don't know if I'm, all right, I'll
Oh, it's
listen.
so
Yeah.
great. No, I think he's in
in.
Alberta. I've talked to him a couple times.
That
He's
guy's
so sweet. But those like
Victoria, when I went to Victoria,
BC, yeah.
oh my God, biking through Victoria was
so I can't leave, man.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I would.
Oh, it's stunning.
don't come down.
And that's why.
Don't come down here.
That's why when I watch the women who are like,
Yeah.
my heart like it gets sore. Like I'm like,
yeah. Yeah.
and then I'm like, I want a vintage home in the English countryside.
Yes,
I said that to my
yeah.
husband, and he was like, what are we gonna do there? You're gonna get so bored, Amanda.
You
And
pay
I watch a
this.
kid falling, and I'm like, ah!
That's my favorite thing.
I watch people falling all the time.
Yeah, as long as
Oh,
it's
so
not
that's
getting
also
injured.
on your For You page.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's very disjointed.
So it's just like, hello, and here's how I redecorate my, and you just cut it over to a kid getting kicked in the ball.
No, I don't like that. I don't like skating accidents. I like someone like trying to take a picture and then they're like,
Yeah.
"Whoa," and then people get hurt.
Yeah.
Or like,
like Scooby Doo, like scramble.
Like a kid falling in a snowsuit.
yeah,
In the
exactly. Or they're
sunshine.
just like, or the parents that are just trying to take a picture and then they fall really hard in the waves. That shit.
Yeah.
It's
I saw-
Just like
okay.
AFV, like
yeah,
classic.
America's Funniest Home.
I
Exactly.
saw one where a guy, I would get served this guy. He has like clearly, maybe it's a fart machine, maybe he's just genuinely able to fart like this.
love
But he'd be out in public and he'd have a mic near his,
love him.
and he'd be walking
Oh,
around, and he
yes.
just rips
In New York,
massive farts. Yes,
Wait, New York.
but there's one
I love
where he
him.
rips a massive fart, and this old guy starts laughing so hard he falls over, like tumbles.
Wait, I watch his videos all the time.
Yeah.
They're so
he goes,
funny.
"Whoops," and he lifts up his leg, and then the girls will go like this. The girls will be behind there like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
and he's so big. He's like, stretches.
Like I couldn't do that.
It's whenever I come across it, it's my favorite video.
They're
I
so
love
good.
him. I've watched
Love that
so
shit.
many of his
They're
videos.
so good.
Your For You page is still overall sound way better than mine.
Yeah. So yeah.
What's
What's
yours?
yours? Your main
So
character?
I have tried to stay just on silly, fun TikTok, but I have been all over the place.
Oh yeah.
I have ended up, over the years, I've ended up on prison TikTok several times.
What
Oh
is
yeah. People making
Prison TikTok's
in prison.
really cool.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
prison TikTok?
Prison TikTok is where prisoners in prison
Yeah.
get phones that I'm guessing that the guards don't know they have,
Probably
and
not.
they make videos in their cells and just whatever,
Yeah.
and it's very entertaining.
What?
Yeah,
But
I've been
you're
there.
just kind of like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this is this is a look.
exclusive,
This is
though.
a look into something we technically
My
aren't.
TikTok is gonna change now.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've also
yeah.
ended up on drug cartel TikTok,
Whoa.
where they're digging tunnels or they're driving
like
boats
silly
with a lot of
drug-
cash and stuff. I've ended up, and the comments are always the best part of that.
Yeah,
People are
of
like,
course.
holy shit, what did I do to end up on drug cartel TikTok?
Right?
So that's
Why
not.
is there a drug cartel?
Need a background.
There's a TikTok for everything.
Yeah, there
there
really
really
is.
is,
There
and
really
he will
is.
end up there. But lately, this year, and why I think I haven't been as into TikTok is because my page is not as funny.
Yeah.
I've ended
Yeah,
up
I agree.
I've ended up really hardcore on weightlifting TikTok.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it started and it
Yeah.
makes sense because I would come across like an instructional one
Yeah.
where it'd be like,
Yeah.
here's why your shoulder's feeling weird.
Right.
I'd be like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd watch that. But now I start getting into the memes and into the like culture of weightlifting TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, shut the up. You want to lose some weight?
Yeah.
Or just like weird bros doing weightlifting memes or
Yeah.
whatever. And so there's a couple things that I'm the main character of my For You page. I don't even know if he has a TikTok, and I think that's why he's showing up a ton. Is this
Oh.
guy named Sam Sulek, and he is amongst this corner of the internet. This guy is a superstar.
Oh, okay.
People know who he is. He's becoming. My For You page isn't his content. My For You page is other people clipping his content, putting it up, or people talking about him.
Right.
That every couple of TikToks is someone being like a podcast where they're talking about him,
Right.
or a clip from one of his videos. I know he has a YouTube page where he just posts daily, like him working out. What's funny about this guy, I wish that we had like a cap in here. He wears a baseball cap really tight over his like face where you barely see his eyes. He has like long curly hair and he is gigantic. I think he's only like 21 though.
Is
Super
that
young.
fake hair? Is it attached
It's
to
not
the
fake
hat?
hair. It's not fake hair. It's real hair, but he is absolutely gigantic. He's definitely on steroids. Like it's just abnormally huge. But he's always just talking about working out and he's not it doesn't
Working
as
out.
far as I know, there's been nothing toxic or like messed up because he's only talking about working out. He's always completely out of breath. And it's just a
He's
clip.
not actually
I'll
working
scroll.
out.
I'll scroll.
I'll go back to my channel.
You're actually so close. I will scroll and it'll be a clip and he's at like a Planet Fitness on a thing on like a chest fly machine and it'll just be like, here's the thing. You'll do chest fly. You'll do it like 10 times. I'll do 10 reps. I'll just blast them out. But it's really all you need to do is do one. And if you just do it and you do it right, that's all you need to do. It's just one.
What?
And these are his videos.
Have
That's all it
you
is.
seen him work out? Because I
Yes,
think he
I've
just
seen him.
gets
No,
to the gym and sets up.
I've
he's
seen
like,
him.
Hey.
Yeah.
I've seen him work out and he's
Convince people you work out.
I've seen him work out and he's insanely
I
strong.
bet.
Like there's one where he's like, okay, I'm about to do incline press. I've got one plate on each side. One plate is like a lot of weight for an incline press. And he's just like, this is like 5% because I'm trying to warm up with as little effort as possible. And then he goes and he's just like doing this like it's nothing. And I'm like, that is a lot for me. And he's insanely strong.
Yeah.
And then it got revealed that he was a diver in high school. And so there's suddenly a clip of him at a public pool doing a perfect like triple flip into the
He's
pool.
just this gorilla.
Literally like that.
What?
Just a little bloop.
The funniest thing about this guy, and I haven't really done research on him. It's just what I've been given.
Yeah.
Is he's at a different gym in every single clip I see.
What?
He's never at the same gym.
This
Wow.
is what's sketchy.
This guy's got lore.
I don't know.
I know, man. I am
Realize
so curious.
You're going to be one of the TikToks of you talking about him now.
I'm gonna end up on
You're
my
the
own
problem.
For You page talking about this guy.
This is why there's so many TikToks about
I
people
hope to
talking
God
about him.
He's figured it out.
I hope to God there's nothing bad about it. He seems to be completely innocent
Fine,
and
yeah.
chill
Yeah.
and just a
Just
guy
natty.
who loves to work out.
Yeah.
But I get a lot of it, and
Wow.
a lot of weightlifting TikTok is very wholesome.
Totally.
A lot of guys
Really
are
good.
it's very body positive and
Yeah.
it's very like supportive. And
I love like hip
there's-
stretching.
Well,
I
there's
love like different hip openers and stuff. There's
a lot of mobility work
Not
and stuff on
that
my For You page. There's also the guy, I forget his name, but there's also that guy who stitches anyone who's filming themselves at the gym and is rude to anyone at the gym.
Yes, I know that
That
guy
guy.
too.
And
I like that guy.
it cuts to him and he's wearing a cap that's like
Yes.
barely on his head. And he's just
Yes.
like,
Yeah, it's like
he's
this.
like, the gym is a place for positivity and for us to be there for each other. And if you're going to be upset that if someone's walking past your video,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is a shared space.
Yes.
And that's the type of wholesomeness.
Yes.
find
He asked
him.
if I wanted to work out with him, and I was like, I'll have coffee, but I'm not. I look like I'm wearing a workout outfit right now. I look like I'm gonna run.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
We
you look
walked
amazing.
into our green room and you were lifting dumbbells.
That's. I
so-
mean, yeah, like on my own time. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah, but not on
But-
the video. She's in the forest just lifting.
I lift logs, man.
Yeah, you don't need to
I
lift
chop,
weights.
I do chop wood.
Do you get lumberjack
yeah.
guy?
I love lumberjack. guy.
Every
Thorin?
person.
Thorin, get off my For You page, okay? Get off it. And I've talked to him a couple times before, but like he's got it down too. Where it's like some people can't do the same thing all the time.
He can.
You can do the
Well,
same
he does
thing all
different
the time.
wood.
Literally can.
He does do.
I saw
different
him
wood.
cutting a
Different
eucalyptus
axes.
tree.
Yes, very.
Yeah.
It's educational.
Yes, you learn
Sometimes he
about
takes
different
his
kinds of
shirt off.
wood.
He does
And
charity
sometimes
work.
he takes his shirt off.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
It's
Ow,
it's very
what
funny.
is
I've
that?
heard people talk about him at
just
the
found
office
down
and they're
there.
like, "Oh my god, I love lumberjack guy." And
Yeah.
then I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then I scroll and I'll come across him and I'll be like,
I love lumberjack.
I understand.
You can't not watch it. And
I understand.
sometimes after he cuts the wood, he has the audacity to say "good girl." What is that,
I know.
sir?
No.
Stop that.
I
Stop
think
that.
I don't finish the
know.
video.
I
He's
can't
also-
even look at a tree
he's-
without getting aroused now.
He's fully aware of what he's doing.
And he takes his suspenders off, and it's just like,
Okay, I think I never
he
finished the video
not?
because I've never heard him say "good girl." And I don't know if I like
I
that.
don't know. No.
It like
Don't do that.
No.
Don't wait.
Wait
till
a
the end.
second. You chop wood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Chopping
ma'am.
wood is really
I grew
hard.
Up, I grew up camping a lot because we didn't have a lot of money growing up.
Yep. So you can't.
So
you had
our
to chop
vacation,
wood.
our vacation was surviving in the woods.
Ditto.
That's
Wha-
awesome.
Why? But I love it. I like.
We
camping.
camped a
So-
ton. It's
so
the best.
It's the best.
Best thing to do
It's
with
like,
your kids.
It's just like it
Oh, it
grounds
looks hella
you. I feel like it
cute.
humbles you a
Yes.
little bit. Everybody should go camping at least once. But
Everybody.
yeah, now I have like little survival skills. We had to go to like survival classes too.
Shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever watch Alone?
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite
I
show.
love Alone, and they always come to Canada too.
Yeah, they're always in Canada.
Bro,
They're like,
right,
we're gonna go
right.
to the most godforsaken
There,
place,
That's where I live.
Canada.
They don't go to Alaska or anything.
No, they do.
They've gone to Alaska,
and
yes.
They've gone to like the Arctic. Or,
They've gone to Mongolia. They've done Patagonia.
Patagonia.
No, I'm obsessed with that. show.
It's
Oh, I
so
guess because
good.
of the
And then you look at
season.
it and you're like, I could do that. And then you're like, no, you
Almost.
can. No,
What
you
about
cannot.
Naked and Afraid?
No,
No,
Absolutely not.
Not
I
real.
don't really.
Bullshit.
I don't like.
stupid.
I don't.
Stupid show.
Dumb. Why'd you even bring it up?
Dumb. You should
Stupid.
go.
Yeah,
out.
Amanda,
Head out now.
you can leave.
You could, yeah. But Alone is like it's crazy because like they probably the hardest part is them just being alone. Like it's not even surviving.
Oh yeah,
and
the
you think
psychologically.
that's not
being
a
in
big
Canada
deal?
is psychologically very
It's
hard.
awful.
They have a hard
Terrible.
time there.
Terrible.
I start talking like this.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
I'm always alone. I just have my dog and my ex.
I've never seen Alone, but I one of my favorite shows. What is that Alaska show?
there's
48,
Surviving
23
Below
degrees.
Zero.
Oh, Below Zero.
Below Zero.
Why did I say 23 degrees?
I don't know.
98 degrees. Oh,
The Nick Lachey show.
Below Zero is so
Amazing.
good. I was obsessed with. What is her name? She's so amazing. She got attacked by a bear,
Yes, yes.
and like they literally it ripped out her hips.
Yeah.
And she has
Dude,
She
yeah.
has like
Watch
fox
that. I
friends.
like it.
She has fox friends.
Yeah.
She is amazing on Below Zero. She lives alone in a compound.
Yeah.
You would love it.
You
She-
would.
She's a badass.
There's a guy that went on like Joe Rogan. He was on Below Zero as well, and yeah, he just lives out there by himself, built his own cabin and stuff. Like it's cool.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
hello.
That's
Tex, thank you for the
that's-
follow.
That's Northern Canada as well.
Yeah, vibing, relaxing.
I think
while
that's
it's like
Yukon or
super
Northwest
late.
Territories. Nobody lives in Northwest Territories.
I've been to Yukon.
Have you?
Yeah, so I did Victoria. I did
Did you do,
the
like, the Alaskan
Yukon.
cruise or
Uh
something?
huh.
Oh,
Yep.
that's-
I did the Alaskan cruise. I do not like cruises
okay.
whatsoever, but my mom
Cute.
wanted to do
Fucked
it.
up.
Yep.
And the best part was honestly Victoria
Oh,
and
Sam, what
Yukon.
happened to your hair?
Yukon, we went to this town and it
Sam.
was like a very sleepy
Yes.
old town and it
Everything
was
north is like that,
beautiful.
yeah.
But Victoria, we rode bikes.
It's beautiful.
It was stunning. Saw so many bears. It was beautiful.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Alaska was great too. We saw a bunch of whales.
Yeah.
Whale talk, man. This is why my
I
dude-
love
Now we're
whale
back to
talk.
whale talk.
But I don't understand the people that are like, oh, whale, and they go up in like a clear kayak, and then they're just like, and it's always a white guy.
That's my page.
Why are you doing that?
That's my page. It's a clear
like,
kayak.
whoa.
Oh, my dude.
And
Holy
then the tail like comes down, and he falls out, and I'm like, I
How
hope
did
he
it
needs- I hope
happen?
he needs you.
Literally, what are they doing out there?
Yeah.
What are they doing? And also sharks, like when they're
Yeah,
paddleboarding
too.
by sharks, it's like Mark, watch out, Mark, watch
Yeah.
out. And the sharks just like, and then they always fall off.
Yeah, the ocean's not okay, man.
No.
I'm
Dude,
so
you
scared
can't with that. Oh, I love the ocean.
Oh, you do? I mean, I love it, but I'm healthily scared of it.
I'm very scared of it,
Okay.
and I scuba dive.
Oh, that's.
I'm scared of it, so I
But
go as far
I'm
down
scared
as
of it,
I
but
love
I
that.
dive.
This is for fears.
When you dive, though, it's totally different than when you're on top of the water.
Yes.
When you dive, I
When
have
you're
dived.
immersed.
Yeah,
That's different. I
You can
agree.
dive with sharks, and they're more curious rather
Yeah.
than if they're looking up at you.
Yeah,
And
you
you're
feel like prey
"Blah."
on the water. Whereas when I like being in it more.
Ah,
So.
sip
But that's
time.
scary
Let's
too,
go.
because like I always hear, I listen to all these like horror story podcasts, and it's like the people
know.
that get like, what's it called?
The
What-
bends.
The bends. And
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
avoid
air
bends.
bubbles and all that.
No, people are scared of sharks when actually just the ocean itself is
Yeah.
the dangerous
True.
part.
You
Truly,
should be afraid of
truly.
the ocean because
Yeah.
it's really scary. Currents.
Currents are
Not
Yeah.
even talking
terrifying.
currents are super. I've dived in a current and it's really overwhelming. Like you should be afraid of the ocean.
Yeah.
But it is something that my mom taught me at a young age. She was very intense about facing your fear. Like I got certified when I was 13 and
Oh,
I was-
amazing.
and I was very scared.
Yeah.
But we had this test that we had to do when we got certified. You basically had to tread water in this place called Shark Ray Alley in Belize in Amberg's Cay. That's where I got
Okay.
certified. And it is a kind of like a weird sandbar where there are fucking stingrays this
Storm,
big
Oh,
and
no.
Nerf sharks everywhere, and they just like circle around you, and you have to tread water for 20 minutes.
Fun.
Why
That
do
was
you
like
have to
part of our
do it?
test. So
In
you
the
could get
shark-infested
used to.
water.
So you're not scared of them.
Oh,
But
not
Nerf
panic?
sharks don't have teeth. They just
Oh.
have
Right.
like suckers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess
That's fair.
it is scary.
Yeah.
But the
okay.
kayaking,
No. Yeah, I
fair
agree.
kayaks, that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
only in
yeah.
a lake.
No.
Lakes are. What's down there? I don't know.
That's stagnant.
What's
ass
honestly-
water.
Oceans, I
What the
get,
hell
but
are you
lakes.
But
doing?
lakes, murky water. What the is
Stagnant
down
water
there?
scares me.
We've talked about TikTok. We've talked about oceans,
Yeah.
bears, and
Oh, shit.
I want to come back to you said earlier that you have 30 characters about
Yeah, ballpark, yeah, 30, 40, I'm not sure.
what are I didn't realize
Hell
you had
yeah.
that many
I
because
love that.
I've seen Chad. You brought Chad on
sure.
to Smosh.
For sure.
What are some of your favorites from over the years?
Well, Chad is definitely one of them for sure. He's just like
I love Chad.
that one guy that you've dated or had to deal with like in high school or whatever. He peaked in high school for sure. Riley's an OG. She's like the my little kid character that I always do, and people would get so mad at me if I didn't say she was. But she's just like a mischievous, like she's kind of like Stewie Griffin in a little
Fun.
way, you know?
Yes.
And then Boston mom, Janet.
Could I hear the Boston Mom?
We should do,
Would you
we
be able
should do
to?
Boston Moms together.
What's that?
Yeah.
What's your Boston? You don't have to.
It's like no, it's just like a really subtle accent. Like it's like I'm trying to think of what to say. What do I say?
Yes.
What should I say?
I always have a keyword when I jump into a character.
Yeah, usually I say Boston. Like I say Boston.
Boston.
you
Boston
go.
accent. Can I get a cup of coffee? Like I just start talking like that, and it's like
Yes.
super monotone. She's like, Riley, shut the up. Like I can't do it. And she's like this deadpan. Like I can't even deal with you right now. Like it's just too much. And she's like always talking
Love
about that.
it.
That's so accurate.
And then yeah,
That to me,
That's
to
the
me is
departed.
like,
There's so many
yeah,
scenes with
and
the
that's
Departed.
City,
that's
Boston,
good.
like,
that's good.
very
and I'm like
city.
obsessed with accents. So my characters, I was like, ooh, I love doing like a Russian accent, and I come from like a German family, Russian family. So I was like, I'm gonna throw in a Russian character who like she's always on the precipice of like she could be a spy, but like she doesn't say anything, and she's Janet's girlfriend because Janet had like a messy divorce, and I was like, I want to have a lesbian couple. So I was just like, so I have like this Russian character, and she's like super suave and like really sexy, and like she's somebody I wish I could become. Like that's what I love. And then she has two kids, Misha and Sergey, who are with, and then they have a cousin, Boris and Svetlana.
turn the light,
And then
please?
Janet
It's
has
dark.
a twin sister.
It's really
like,
dark.
This is
I'm
like
scared.
I've expanded into like this
You
weird
created a
like a
Character
multiverse.
family.
a cinematic
Oh,
universe.
It like gives me chills. I get so excited when people come up to me and they like these tertiary characters that only come on like once every like 20 episodes or whatever. Or like I have like a German artist who like was just at this like whatever this museum and he makes the stupidest art. Like I duct taped a banana to like a grate like that, and he's like, "Oh, this is my art. Like it's priceless. I only go by one name, and it's Gunther. Like that's the best." So it's just like I don't know.
I love
I could
it.
go on forever.
It's
No,
like
that's
you're
perfect.
doing long form based on, us two characters.
and it builds.
You're literally
It doesn't-
doing long
It's kind of
form.
like a Family Guy or something where it doesn't need to really be connected.
You don't
but
need
it
to
kind
watch
of
every
is.
episode
like
to get where they're going.
Exactly.
I
So
love that.
it's cool that people
lore.
can go back. Exactly. The people can go back and watch it all the way through, and it'll make sense. Like, oh, Janet met Katrina, and like this,
Yeah.
that,
Or
and
they
like,
can jump in.
And exactly. So it's kind of fun for people that have watched since the beginning. They get like all the little Easter eggs that I put in and stuff.
That's
That's
really
so
cool.
fun. I didn't know that you were building it like that.
Yeah, and that's okay. Like I kind of like that people either know it or they don't, and
I love
And then
that.
my
You like
YouTube's just a
coffee?
completely different space, which is really fun too. Like I
Oh,
can just be,
okay,
it's just
cool.
me, right?
Right.
It's not well, I do some skits.
Guess it
here and
makes
there,
sense.
but
You're a
it's more
doctor.
just-
Right.
Just me, which is really cool. So
So if I go and I need to catch up on the entire lore, that is
Yeah.
going to change my For You page.
Yeah, oh
So
my God, it'll just be me, dude.
hardcore.
You'll
It'll
be
just
like,
be you.
Call me
Liz,
Chris.
me-
That's her.
The next time I see you, I'll be like, "Hey,
so what happened with Misha and Sergey and Courtney when they did the seance? I don't understand how they died.
is she a spy or what's
I had like a
going on
murder
here?"
mystery 5-part
Have
series
you
with all of
ever
them.
thought about like having an animator animate all those characters and you voice them?
I went through all of that, man, with like networks. I had
Whoa.
Adult Swim wanted to pick it up. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, it was crazy. And then I went like it was YTV and Adult Swim, but it was more of like I wanted it to be more adult. But then they wanted to change it so much, and it was like it's gonna take 2 years, and I was like, I could just do this on my own if I wanted to.
You could literally
And I still
hire
could,
an animator,
and I would just do it on YouTube by myself.
Yeah, you would. That's
So, but yeah, that's
control.
definitely something I've been thinking about like a lot, and it's an option. But I'm doing like other big projects too. Like I've written a movie with like my editor, and like we're gonna just do that and just do it on our own.
So awesome.
And probably go on tour with it, and then eventually put it on YouTube. Like it's just so cool what we can do. Like and just
It's inspiring.
put it out, and it's so much less time.
It's
and
inspiring.
it's a little bit more effort on your part, but then it's like it's all yours.
Yeah.
You wrote it. You did all this stuff.
control it. You hire
It's
who
so
you want.
cool.
You edit it. You fund it. You do whatever you need to do. You don't like sell your soul for it.
Exactly, and that's why, and like adult, like
You say you put
I
my
got
stuff in the
good
dryer, right?
Like I could,
Okay,
I
thank
turned
you.
down really good deals, but it's just like if they're gonna change it that much, like,
protected
it's
your
not
art.
me anymore.
And you're just
so,
having fun.
And I'm just having fun. Exactly.
You could just sit there since I'm just gonna steal from the laundry tomorrow
on
from
it.
work.
You always need to protect your
Well,
art.
you know what I
especially,
mean. I'll just
especially
sit in
ones
there.
that
I'm
come
not gonna
from
like
like
fold her and
joy.
shit
Yeah.
like that
When
right
you're
away.
writing
Exactly.
for,
and it was
when-
like a coping mechanism. for
Yeah.
me. So I'm like, no. This is like
no, keep that. I just think animated. That's so funny because I just
Nothing in
think
bed?
listening to all these characters, it would be so fun to see them all in like,
Yes.
almost like a Friends kind of scenario. Like
Yep, that's
there's
exactly
one
it.
cafe that they all hang out in, and then they all go.
Yeah,
to
I wrote 10 episodes, and it's
crap.
I still want to do it, and it starts with like, sorry, I'm getting so off topic.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, yeah, we're supposed to. It was like it starts with Janet and Riley in a car from Boston going up to Canada. They're gonna go to like a Bible Belt border town, and because Janet just got divorced, and then that's where they meet just this barrage of characters. Because then she starts working in the mall as a hairdresser. Chad works at the Foot Locker place, and like
Amazing.
it is. Yeah,
The mall
yeah,
is
so
the best place to
I was
be.
like, I still really want to do it. So you reminded me of that. So thank you.
I love that.
I gotta bring it back.
I'm really, really inspired by that.
That is so cool. How about you? Because literally, we've used this podcast as a means of motivating me to write.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I,
Really just to motivate Chase.
it's, I'm using this selfishly to try to motivate me to get stuff done.
That's good.
I think we have a little bit of time left. We asked you if we wanted to all try to pitch a bunch of new characters.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Just dumb, stupid characters.
Yeah.
So we can throw them out here. We have a last little bit. We can
Yeah.
cap this off. We can all take turns and just throw out
Yeah,
characters.
you guys go first. 'Cause I didn't even come up with
we
it.
could
I'm gonna
elaborate.
do it on the fly.
Do it on the fly. It's probably gonna be better than us. Or at the very least, I could pitch some of these
Yeah.
characters and you could let us know what you think.
Okay, I love that. I like
Because
that.
I haven't made a new character.
Yes,
in a
it is.
minute.
Sure, let's do
I
that.
have like the Chosen Dumpster Wizard, but I haven't.
Oh my God,
I haven't made a.
yeah, let's do
I was there, man. So okay, here's a character that I want to do.
Yes.
And I think this is a very legit one. Guy who drinks yerba mate.
You mean Spencer?
Yerba mate. Have you heard of yerba mate?
what's that?
You ever heard of
Sorry.
yerba mate?
It's basically
think
like
it's 'cause we
a
live in LA.
healthier
Okay.
energy drink.
It's like a tea though.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
tea.
It's a tea.
It comes in these yellow cans.
Okay.
You'll see it now.
Okay.
You'll start to notice it.
now I'll see it everywhere.
And there's a type of person who drinks
just
yerba
only
mate.
drinks that.
It kind of reminds me of the guy on my For You page who is a human Tarzan.
Yes.
The guy who's like the human Tarzan who
They're-
climbs trees.
Like
They're
his
always
whole
super
personality revolves around it.
But I feel like
love
this guy
that.
maybe isn't chill because he has too many yerba mates.
I think he's chill though, but there's like I just mean there's a mindset to a person who drinks yerba mate.
Okay.
They typically like the outdoors.
Yeah, use me.
Spencer's
Be
a
real.
kind of twist on them.
So what's the attitude?
I think the attitude is so it ties in. I kind of wrote this as a secondary character, but it's the same
I go to
guy,
bed.
which is shirtless guy on a
Okay.
hike.
Okay.
And that's a guy.
Yeah.
And
Have
that
a
guy
good night
drinks
and
yerba
do not
mate.
touch
It's
me.
kind
I'll
of just
kill you.
he's just very confident. Like he loves nature, but he's made nature his identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
fucked
kind of
up.
like there's just like a vibe. They're the ones that when you're walking through the woods,
No,
you
my
come
ice
across them
cream.
and they're like, "How's it going?
Yeah.
Good day,
They're wearing
huh?"
Yeah.
like jean shorts and they're
Yeah.
back
And they
pocket.
always call out. They're like, "You see that bird up there? It's kind of
Fine,
crazy.
here,
like
children.
they're actually going extinct, but
Yeah,
it's really
right?
cool. Do you want to see? I found a vantage point." And you're like,
Never could go wrong
I
with
am
ice cream.
I can't
hiking.
breathe right now.
They're
Yeah,
also the ones
shut
that are
up.
like,
Yeah.
"You got some switchbacks up there,
Yeah,
pretty tough,
yeah.
but
It's pretty muddy up there.
after
Watch
there
your
it's
step.
smooth
He's
sailing
wearing,
to the peak."
Like high top
Oh,
Converse.
that's
Yeah.
a whole ass
Yeah.
woman.
So chill.
Shoes.
just like he lives there, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I
They're-
love
I was
that.
gonna give
They're
it
so
to the
positive,
to
but
the
you
girls
somehow kinda hate
wooing,
'em.
but
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
always.
damn.
Oh, so I'll bring this up next week as well. pinata surgeon.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Hardcore guy.
I
Think
love
George
that.
Clooney in ER.
Okay.
But he just gets pinatas. And maybe he's at a kid's party and they break the pinata and he's just like,
me get in there.
oh,
Yeah.
He's like, come on, give me something. Oh, we're losing him.
All the kids are freaking out. They're
We're losing him. We're losing the Three Musketeers.
The kids are like, get away from our
Yeah.
pinata.
What are you doing?
I want the candy.
We want the snacks.
Yeah.
Oh, can you see
awesome.
the couch?
I brought the. Okay.
I guess I see
I
them,
actually.
yeah.
This is a
Well,
character
there's
I
a
actually
tiny
really wanna
TV in
do,
there, that's
and I
why.
think
Okay.
I'll do it on Try Not to Laugh at some point.
Yes.
I want to play Stephen King,
Ooh,
but I want to be Stephen
love.
King,
Yes,
and he
but
just
this is
he
an
kind
old-fashioned
of
town.
talk about. We were talking about this, or we're gonna. Never mind. I no, it's so we talked about it with Olivia, but that's in the future.
Okay, yeah. That podcast in the future.
I want to play Stephen King, but he is always pitching why everything's
I showered,
spooky.
you little shit.
Ooh.
And I think he kind of like that's kind of his thing. He's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like, he's just
A
like a little too
house.
into it. And it's not even right.
Yeah.
Like talk about your day. Like talk about what you're gonna do. Talk about like what you did this
We're gonna
past
eat
week.
lunch
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah, gonna eat
Oh.
lunch, gonna grab some coffee.
But what
Yeah.
if the coffee actually has poison in it?
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
love
yeah.
Don't
That's
touch my
good. I
headphones.
like
You're making
that.
noise on my microphone.
I love that. He makes that's a
good.
grounded character. In my opinion.
Yeah,
That's
I
someone's
think
just
so.
like, yeah, but what if the
Yeah.
chair started talking and
Yeah.
eating your leg?
Yeah, right.
So you have a date on Friday. Yeah, what if she turns out to be a witch? She's actually gonna steal your soul.
Okay, but I want to.
I like
I want to put him with
my
the.
favorite
I want to put him
author.
with someone who's just like, yeah, man, she could be a witch. Like she
Yeah,
could be great.
it's just a stoner.
Not understanding it at all. Maybe he's with the yerba
I was
mate.
gonna say, put him with that guy.
That guy,
Yerba
that guy's
mate
like,
guy.
that guy's like, I'm thinking about going up on a hike tomorrow. He's like, what if you accidentally get lost and then kidnapped by a lady who's a fan of yours? And she breaks your ankle.
Dude, I would
That's the plot
love
of a
that.
movie.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
that
that I-
misery?
Yeah,
book?
Oh wait, I already had that idea.
Oh, shit.
He gets fucked up
But
when
it
he
ends up
already
all
had the
being a
idea. He's like,
dream. Yeah, damn it.
You should do those two together.
That's great.
Okay,
I
I'll
like
do
that a
Stephen
lot.
King.
I like that a lot. I love his books too. That's great.
Me too.
I love that.
I kind of feel like you have a lot of connection to the East Coast,
yeah.
right? Is it because of Canada?
Canada, the
Yeah,
East Coast just wraps up into the
I
north
was
and
like,
it stays the same.
I'm on the West Coast.
Because you're on the west
but-
coast of Canada, but like Maine, Boston, like
Yeah. Yeah, and then they
Sounds
go
like
up to
your
like Newfoundland for Newfies are just Irish people basically. Those are where like the true Canadians are. They're like, what
Really?
yeah, what are you doing? What are you going about? Like that's how they talk. Like they talk. Like that. Yeah, it's like you're like,
they literally sound Irish.
Oh,
how you doing? Hey,
welcome to Canada.
Yeah, they're like no, that's literally what they talk.
Literally, what are they talking about?
Like they're talking about that. Like they talk like this. And they talk like
What?
Like, you like I can understand them, but if you were just to come to Newfoundland, you'd be like,
Are they?
am I in Ireland?
Is that where the Keebler elves are?
Yes.
We're gonna have to work on that character.
Work on,
Guys, hear me out. Keeper elf,
'Kay.
just out.
but blasted
But-
cigs. Keebler elf, but he's just. All right,
my
we
God,
gotta make some more cookies.
I kind of love that.
Love
Ah,
that.
shit.
I kind of love
That's
that.
great.
Great. Wow.
You have. Those are good.
Those are good.
Those are good fucking characters.
the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
That's
I love
great.
that one.
You look
Oh.
like you're like mid flaws.
I wrote. I'll have this. I wrote two more.
You're doing the
I have
flossing.
Mickey apologizing for some like recent controversy. So, like
Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse, like just some sort of Mickey like controversy, and he just starts off in this video, and he's just like, the past few days have been extremely difficult for me and my mental health. I've been working on myself, and I think the best answer moving forward is I've talked with Goofy, I've talked with Donald, and I think I'm going to take a step away from the screen for a minute.
I fucking love that.
And they ask Goofy.
so
They ask Goofy to comment on it. He's like, "Oh, gosh, I don't know what to say."
That's actually really
That's
good.
the way, just the upper register.
Yeah.
I just like to. That's perfect. That's great.
I love that.
Oh my
I had
God.
one other character, and I wrote Amanda, and I wrote,
What?
"Don't be mad." I thought this
Oh,
would.
God,
This
that's
is kind of
trifles.
funny. This isn't true. This is a archetype. This is an exaggeration.
Okay.
But it's Amanda hearing a really bad idea and being like, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Being too nice. That's what you did to me
Oh
earlier.
my god.
I just
Oh my god, I
Yeah,
love that.
that's what
That's
you just
such
did.
that's such a good idea.
Is that what I've been doing for an hour?
But like, let's just backtrack. I think, no, stay with me. I think that maybe if we just don't do that, but like,
Wow,
true.
Chris already has a
It's-
perfect
it's
Amanda impression.
True.
No,
That's
it's
okay.
not
That's
true.
like a
You're a
Canadian
very
thing,
sweet
too.
person, and it's not. You're not lying. That's what I've learned.
sugarcoat
That's-
a little bit for feelings.
It's not good though.
No, it's fine.
Because I am. The thing is, when you are from Boston and you
Yeah.
are seen as a masshole, I've had a lot of people like you've got anger problems. So
Right.
when you get
overcompensate.
older, you overcompensate. And when I was teaching improv, actually, it's funny. The biggest note I got was like, "So hey, you can't tell everyone good job because it's not it's not always good job." And I'm like. Yeah, but isn't positive reinforcement better than like, I don't know where you were,
Yeah,
I don't know
right?
what was happening, and I'm disappointed.
Amanda,
Yeah.
I don't want you to change.
No.
No,
I
it's
agree with
great.
that. I like that too.
Everybody in the comments,
Ball
let
busted,
everybody in
yeah.
the comments let Amanda know she's doing a great job.
You're doing great, sweetie.
I'm not mad.
No. Walks off set.
I walk out, I come in here next, I'm like, terrible idea.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And it's just like,
You just have a Boston accent next episode.
fucking dumb. Honestly,
dumb.
you fucking acting like a fucking piece of
Why'd
shit.
you even fucking come in?
Yeah, why'd you even fucking come here? That's not
In
my
your fucking head,
Yeah,
you come
you
in, you think
you
you're like
fucking-
something.
Don't you fucking talk to me that way.
No, get off
Don't talk to me this way. I'm a Keebler elf. I make cookies. I make cookies that people enjoy.
That's like a cigar.
Yeah. Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm running things around
Tell
here.
us.
I make those circles with the fudge lines on them. People love them.
Ron, stop fucking talking to everybody outside. Get back inside the house. Honestly, Ron, you're being like a fucking piece of shit, Ron.
It's the best. Boston accent is just all like in one.
It's
It's
all
all,
right
it's
here.
all
Right
one
here, you
word.
gotta
Just
know.
Yeah,
all
it was
put
so
on
crazy.
together.
Like, he went outside and it was like, duh, what are you doing? I said, "I don't know."
People listening to this are driving to work are like, what is happening right
We're
now?
like, okay, pause. I need a self-help podcast.
ADHD.
Honey, what are you listening to? It's Call Me Chris.
Yeah.
I don't. I
I think
can't.
they all did shrooms before the podcast.
They were talking about
Not
prison talk
sure.
earlier.
Yeah.
Now they're-
In Wales.
Wow. Well,
Wow.
this has gone
This has gone crazy, and I love it.
better
do
than
too.
expected.
This has been so lovely. I'm by myself in Canada all the time, so it's so lovely to talk to such amazing creative people.
Okay.
And like you just inspire me. So I thank you for this
Okay.
little session.
I don't
Okay.
think we need to inspire you. You just
Thank
told us how
you.
you wrote a movie, a TV show.
It's not, you guys inspired me. We're like, cool, working on Keebler Elf.
Cool. So Keebler Elf with a cigar.
Yes,
Is my day.
so
Mickey Mouse
cool.
Thanks, sorry.
So
shut up.
okay, all these things you're working on. Is there anything you want to shout out? Anything that you're?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm actually, I was telling you earlier before we started, I'm starting a podcast. It should be coming out in a couple weeks,
Okay.
which I'm very excited. It's a travel podcast. So I go to people, we sit and talk, but I also do stuff with them, whether it's like going on a hike or like doing something they love to do and kind of
Cool.
intercutting it. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Awesome.
It'll be fun. We'd love to have you guys on sometime.
Hell
Love
yeah.
it.
That would
I'll
be
go on a
great.
hike.
We'll go down to the
Yeah.
LA River, hang out, fish.
Go into the ocean, find some whales.
Yeah,
Let's go with a clear.
I will go on a clear kayak
I
with you
hate
guys.
positive
Whoa, that would actually be
reinforcement.
okay.
Let's
Well,
let's book that.
Let's
Okay.
put it on. Yeah, I love
Sorry,
that.
Let's do
homie.
it.
All right,
This is Call Me Chris, and this is Smosh
Also, I
Mouth.
hope you're
That's
having
right.
a good day.
All right.
get out of here.
Outside to
Get
the
out of here
positive
making
reinforcement.
cookies.
Oh. Yeah, most unhinged sketches. I just can't go to sleep, guys. I'm sorry.
Welcome back to
This is
Smosh
the unhinged
Mouth.
shit you're
I'm
dealing with.
Shane with a mustache.
And I'm
Shane with a
Amanda with a
mustache.
mustache as well. And this is our guest. Just kidding, it's clean. This is our guest, Olivia. Hello.
Hello, I'm Olivia with a mustache.
She actually does have a mustache.
It's
right?
not where you think it is.
No.
Okay,
No.
and here we go.
Where
Olivia,
is it?
don't.
Okay.
I will tell you. I'll show you actually.
So, anyways,
Olivia, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. It is freezing in here.
It is very cold.
good. But
Ah,
Olivia, you've already set us up for success. You have an amazing sense of humor,
oh my God. I mean, who here doesn't?
right?
That's
That's why we
true.
got hired.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. But I think Olivia, you have the most insane sense of humor I think I've ever known.
Yeah.
Oh
in my
gosh.
entire life.
How would you describe your sense of humor?
We also just turned off the AC, so it's gonna get warmer.
Wow.
For me?
We're
We
gonna
did that for
sweat.
you.
For
we
me.
we have that power here.
That usually doesn't happen for me here.
Well,
Well,
things are
it's gonna
different
happen.
Things
here
are
at
different.
Smosh Mouth.
Okay, my sense of humor. Wacky. Weird.
I agree.
And sort of random.
Sort of random.
Like my sense of humor is like a really weird, dark, sorry, can I curse?
yeah.
Gross,
Yeah, you can curse.
a gross, wet alleyway.
Your sense of humor is a gross, wet alleyway. I kind of love that. Why is it wet?
Why is it wet?
Cause I hate wetness.
So your sense of humor is something that you hate.
Yeah,
It's more of a
What?
curse.
it's a curse. Why
was
was I
put on
given this weird? I actually know why. Like my
Why?
sense of humor is this way. My uncle, my mom's twin, is so funny, and him and I, when he just kind of raised me when my parents were busy, and I would just like go to parks with him, go to KFC with him, and he just like did everything with me, and he's like the weirdest, funniest, goofiest guy.
I love that.
And I think I've adapted his humor.
Oh, well, that's
you still hang out
very
with him?
sweet.
Yeah. Because my parents aren't very funny. Like my mom doesn't understand sarcasm. My dad doesn't get it either. They're very just like serious people.
Okay.
Really?
I feel like your parents being serious also lends to you being silly.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
have you ever had friends who are very serious people and then you meet their parents and their parents are goofballs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost sort of rebellion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're making up for something.
Yeah.
But your uncle, what is he like?
Well, my uncle is also very serious, but the way he delivers things is what's so funny.
Is he trying to be funny?
yeah.
No, he's very dry.
Oh.
He has a very dry sense of humor. He's almost like expressionless, but then he'll deliver the funniest jokes. And we hang out. He's my uncle. He's the best. And like when we have holiday family gatherings, my mom is always making like the most beautiful, extravagant like dinners and stuff. And he would just troll my mom. Like he would get like jelly beans and put it in all the wines,
Oh, fun.
and then there would be like
That is you.
my
Way.
my
like, if
uncle
you
is a
got
troll.
No,
older.
thank
Is
you
he
also for the
just
follow.
constantly pranking people?
all my mom.
Just your mom.
So?
Yeah.
Does your
They're
mom
twins.
and your mom never laughs at it?
So three.
She's just annoyed. She was like, oh,
Thria.
well, I guess there's
I don't
jelly
even know
beans
how
in
I
wine
pronounce
now.
that correctly.
I like to think that his only joke is putting
I was gonna
jelly
say
beans
so
in
what,
everything.
too.
Or just like doing little things. Like he'll
So
murmur little things too. And
Like
like only
what?
I'll hear it. Like just like the
Terrible.
like he like
I gotta
makes
fix
fun of
it.
situations or like
Or at
he always
least
has
try
a
to
hot take, but
pronounce
he
it
says it really
properly.
quietly, so like I hear it or like someone else near him hears it. Yeah, my uncle's just the
We'll
best.
be
Uncle
like,
Jeff.
hey, we're gonna go see Star Wars, and you just hear him in the corner. You're just like, I hate Star Wars.
yeah.
Star Wars is really stupid.
Wait,
What'd you say?
I love that.
Nothing.
So does he know he's funny?
I think so. I mean, we all
Okay,
laugh.
at this point. At
Yeah.
this point, he knows he's funny.
Do you know you're funny?
No.
You
What?
don't think you're funny?
No, I think I learned to be funny in a way, because okay, so I get obsessed with things, and I'm like, oh, I have to understand it, and so that's why I took a bunch of UCB classes, Groundlings classes, because I was like, I really want to just like be like you guys, you know, like you guys make people laugh. Like I think I have a very weird take on humor, and I don't know. I don't know if I was like born out of the womb and I'm like, I'm funny, you know?
See, I would argue, I think you are naturally so funny.
Oh,
and
thank
the
you.
reason I think that is because a lot of your jokes, at least back in the day, because yeah, you when you want to, you can make a perfectly structured joke. But I'm talking about like when you've made me laugh the hardest is when you say or do something, and I don't know where you came up with it or how you got to it.
Yeah, you're like,
That's my
"Soup."
favorite shit.
You're like, peanut butter. You're like, hello. You just say
It's like a weird, like, just my presence, I guess, is just
Some of your try not to laugh jokes
Oh.
are truly my favorites, and I'm not kidding because
Guess what?
they don't make any sense.
Right.
But they also do if you think about
do.
it. It takes like it'll be like weeks later, and I'll be in bed and I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and I'll be like, I got it.
Yeah, that's why I love, because I unplan my TNTL bits a lot too. And when you and I are back there and then we just do bits together, it's so fun because I think it's like a great balance of like, I don't even know if I have an idea either. Either way, we just go into like the wild together and you're so free.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I have a hot take about try not to laugh. and
Hot
it's
take.
that I think sometimes the quote unquote best episodes, the episodes where we bring it and nail it, and we do
No,
perfectly
check
structured
afterwards.
like sketch jokes, are sometimes my least favorites.
Yeah.
I think the best try not to laughs, and frankly, the best videos that we make at Smosh are the ones where we break the rules.
Oh yeah.
And we do something that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
so counter to the logic.
Yeah.
Yep.
That then becomes the memorable moment.
Yeah.
And it's a risk. It may fall flat, but usually it doesn't. And usually it's whether the joke lands or not, even, it's still more fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
I never really. I mean, I'm sure the audience
bless you.
feels this way too. I guess I have never thought about landing a joke.
I
I
when
think I
you're going
just
out,
go.
when you're going out there at Try Not to Laugh, what's your idea?
I think I really love to watch funny situations, awkward interactions, funny situations, and that's what I just plan to do. And it falls flat most of the time, but sometimes when it's a banger and it lives on forever.
true.
You
But
know?
the thing is, if you think in your mind it falls flat, that's not what's happening with us, because when you think it falls flat, to me, you've given it enough silence that we're all like,
Yeah, that's
and then
it.
we naturally
You never
laugh.
run. You never run.
Yeah, you
No.
commit.
You commit fully. Do you think you could do Man on the Street? You have done some. I've seen you
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
Instagram. Do you think you could really do like the Sacha Baron Cohen thing and really embrace an awkward situation with a stranger?
I guess I would have to try it. I don't know. I'm not sure because I do get.
Giddy.
Yeah, I
break.
break. I break all the time.
She does.
I know Amanda and I perform.
So do I.
Together, and I'm always breaking. Always.
Well, I feel like I look in your eyes when we're on stage and we're performing, because we did just have a show, and I look and you're like,
Just looking at
and
you.
then you're like, I know what you're thinking. I swear to God, you're not even saying anything, but your eyes are like, I know what you're gonna do. And then I'm like, Olivia. And then I start laughing, and then you start breaking. And when she breaks, she just turns her back away from the audience and looks at me.
I know. I'm always like this.
Yeah, you're a silent laugher.
Yeah.
Except for you'll sometimes let out like a screech, but then
Yeah.
you
You
just
do the best impression of me.
Oh, I do.
What is it?
I'm trying to remember. It's just like I'm Olivia.
Yeah.
I can do the impression if I do my favorite story of Olivia, which is we were at a grocery store, and
Just you and Olivia?
no,
Just me and him.
That's bizarre.
we were on our way to Smosh Summer Games. We were filming out an hour away, so all of us stop at a grocery store.
Okay.
And everyone's just all around, scattered about. And Olivia and I are both looking at, I think it was like drinks, like pressed juices. And I'm standing there. Olivia's to my left, and suddenly this woman walks up next to me, a woman my age. And she goes, hey, I like your shirt. And I go, oh, thank you. And she goes, oh, cool pants too. And I'm like, oh, thanks so much. And then she walks away. And I kind of go back to looking at the juices because I'm an idiot. And then this woman is not far away from me. She's maybe 10 feet, 15 feet walking away. And Olivia turns to me and she just goes, she wants to you.
Oh, yeah.
And I first laughed and then I went, really?
She does? It's
Fucking
like,
Jade.
how did you miss that?
That's a
pants,
whole other
too.
conversation of me being like, no, she just likes my shirt. She's not saying anything.
Oh, we should make that another.
That's another video about
Yeah.
how I was completely
You
blind.
missed
My
cues?
oh my god.
But that's also another characteristic of humor. Like, I love when people miss
Yeah.
cues. Do you miss
Oh.
cues? I don't.
I think you're actually incredibly socially aware. I think you play into the bit of
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see maybe the cue and you're like, oh.
I think I'm so aware all the time. Like
Ah.
I'm
You're overly aware.
like I'll have a
How do I
conversation
know how
with
to
you,
make pancakes?
and I'm like,
Let's play a friendship
I'm like
thing.
watching.
You have like
everything
Spidey
else.
sense.
Yeah, and I think that's just like maybe the way I was raised, like
no.
being always
Okay.
aware of situations, and like I think I'm too aware sometimes.
Interesting.
Yeah, I hear that. I definitely feel the same way about myself too sometimes. And it's very hard to stay present. It's very hard to stay present when you are aware of everything going on.
Yeah.
And then you can't actually, especially in improv, then you can't actually hear
Oh,
like
Jesus,
the
I'm already a
magical
cool- Jesus.
like words that cuz the best part about improv when you're really in it is if your brain is silent and you're so present, your brain literally feeds you the next line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't have to think.
It's amazing, but if you
It's-
are, I'm very similar to that. If you're like aware of your surroundings, that's why I feel like when you and I do break and we just lose it, we don't give a about what people are thinking.
Yeah. No, I think when I'm on stage with you, it's like it's like this
Oh
like
my
so
God,
locked
that's
in with
motivation.
you.
Yeah.
And I realized this
Immediate.
last performance we
Let's
did,
go.
this last show we did, there were moments where I was getting too aware, right? And then I start looking at you, Angela, and Pat, and I'm like, okay, we're back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need, I think for people like us and maybe Shane too, you need those people to be like,
Yeah, like don't look at everything else. Like focus on
Yeah.
the thing.
don't think about the
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I love that.
speaking of humor, I'm very excited. We wanted to do this again a few episodes back, as some of you might know. We wrote insanely stupid sketches with Angela.
Like rejected sketches.
Yeah, sketches, just don't put any thought into it.
Yeah.
Write it as quickly as possible. Do not edit it. Don't look back on it.
Yes.
So, Olivia, we asked the same of you,
Yes.
and you delivered a sketch for us.
Well, I've been working on the sketch for
You've been-
a long time.
Oh.
this is like legit.
This is a legit
Oh,
sketch.
great.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we have information for you. We also wrote sketches, but we gave ourselves a prompt.
A prompt.
Do you want us? We should just say it
Yeah.
now.
We gave ourselves a prompt.
Wait. I'm not a part of this prompt.
No.
Oh, you're very much a part. You're not a part of the prompt, but you're a part of.
The inspiration.
No.
So we wrote sketches. We attempted to write sketches in your voice. We are trying to write our best Olivia sketches.
Oh.
Sketches that we think you would write.
Yep. So.
Now these are quickly written,
Very
not
quickly
edited,
written.
and they're not good.
No, I actually.
Oh
didn't-
wait, that's why it's just one word.
I didn't.
I wrote one word on a piece of paper.
Page number.
I didn't get mine to read through it all, but I wrote it in your voice.
Yes.
I literally pretended I was you and wrote this sketch.
My morning
So
voice.
after Amanda and I will read these sketches. We're going to table read them. I want you at the end to pick who wrote the sketch that you think you would have written. That's closer
Okay.
to.
And
what
then
you
we'll
would have
read
written.
your
And
sketch.
then
And
we'll
then I
read-
want to read yours and see
And
what
it's
a
going to be
true-
so different. It's going to be like Oscar worthy, like amazing.
Oh no,
serious.
this I wrote in the voice of Ian.
Are you dead serious?
No.
Okay.
Hey,
You had us going for
look
a
at
second.
that.
I can't
Okay.
wait.
It's another part of your humor. You
Who-
lie.
Who should we read?
The liar.
Who do you want to read for? Whose sketch in your name do you want to read?
Because I'm
first?
thinking maybe we should save yours for last.
I think
so we
so.
could see what a real Olivia sketch is like. But we could read ours first, see our attempts. You could critique it,
Okay.
say
I
what
think
you would
so.
have done differently.
Okay. We could do that.
Let's do it.
Do you want to go with yours first? Because you wrote 2 sketches.
Yeah. Let's go yours and then you again and then me.
Great.
I wrote 2 sketches, but one is in Olivia's voice and one's in Shane's voice.
Okay.
Oh.
So
I'm gonna
Olivia
write-
wouldn't feel left out. I wrote a sketch in Shane's voice.
Thank you so much.
Regardless, guys, I wrote this very quick and I purposely did not read them over.
Oh.
Okay. I
Okay.
didn't read mine over either.
Okay,
I'm excited. Thank you.
here we go. This sketch is called Lizard.
Good. That we're off to a good start.
Okay, here's the casting.
Okay.
I will read stage directions or whatever.
Oh, no.
And you, Olivia, you're playing Lulu.
Okay.
You're playing boyfriend, and I'm
Okay.
playing girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm going to try
Great.
to not break. I'm going to try to read this.
I'm not gonna break. I'm
Should
gonna
we
be myself.
unstaple them?
Yeah, unstaple really quick. Here's some ASMR, everyone.
If you don't break, Okay.
Amanda, this is 6 pages.
I know, Amanda.
long.
This
Shut
is a
up.
short
It's only
film.
4. It's only half of a 4.
Okay,
Guys,
okay.
I had way too much fun. I actually was like, I could write another sketch on
I know.
Lyre
I was
before.
having. Oh, maybe you should just write for me.
I just was having so much
Found your
fun.
ghostwriter.
I don't think this is a good sketch. Okay.
All right, here we go. So you said I'm boyfriend.
So you're boyfriend, I'm girlfriend, and Olivia's Lulu.
You got it.
Now you can do whatever voice you want, but I want you to pick it.
Okay.
Okay, this is Lizard. What the fuck? This is Lizard. Lulu, a thin, frail, older woman, quickly tiptoes up to a couple, casually strolling at the Silver Lake Reservoir.
Stop in your tracks right now.
The couple abruptly turns around. The girlfriend backs away a little confused and a little frightened, while the boyfriend takes a lighter approach.
What's that now?
Stop moving your feet, old boy.
What?
He's 28. He's not old.
Hey, you shove it up, Lady Lala.
Girlfriend tugs on the
happening?
boyfriend's sleeve, signaling him to go. Okay, thank you, but no thank you. The couple turns to go. Lulu tiptoe hops right between them.
Wait. I didn't mean to scare you. I just live around the corner. I just wanted to show you both something.
Oh, you're local to Silver Lake?
Yes, sir, old boy.
The girlfriend rolls her eyes. Oh, okay. So you're a local. You live here?
Yes, Lady La 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 La. That's a good song. I shall sing that at dinner. My name is Lulu.
Congrats. This is such a nice neighborhood, Lulu.
Yeah, I would love to live here. It's so pretty. Lulu grabs both their hands and kisses the inside of their palms and pulls them to a tree.
Shush. Look.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a eucalyptus tree. Pretty cool.
I'm not a deaf big lady. I want to show you something. Look.
Okay, these nicknames are really, I'm not a fan.
I like Big Lady. It's cute. And also, may you let go of my hand now, Lulu?
Surrender to me. Okay, I will.
Lulu lets their hands go.
Look, do you see it?
The couple is too far in it now, so they decide to just look. I'm looking and literally only see bark.
Ditto, Big Lady.
Stop.
Oh.
I literally am.
There it is. Do you see it? It's a lizard.
The couple looks at each other confused.
My wife.
A lizard?
A lizard.
My girlfriend. My wife.
Oh, that's what you wanted to show us, Lulu?
Yes.
Oh, bro.
A lizard.
The girlfriend
The lighting's
looks
so
to the
nice
boyfriend
right
and
here.
tells him
I had to come
silently
out and
with
take
her
some
eyes, "Let's
nature
get the fuck
shots.
outta here."
Oh, thank God,
Very,
girl.
very cool.
Fun.
Thank you.
I've been trying to
They
connect
are
with the outdoors
locals
a little
too.
more. I
They
wanna
are
know
the
what
ones
it's like
who are
being a farmer.
lucky.
It's a way of life I've never really
Have a
thought
good
about.
day, Popeye.
Well, until now.
Tiptoe
girl.
skips off and trips.
Look at those
falls,
cute
lays
silent
there
cows.
for a second.
The
Oh my
cows
God,
are so
should we
cute.
help her?
Yes? I don't know. I mean, she's wearing ballet slippers
Yeah, I
in
have
the
an idea.
dirt, so of course she's going to trip.
You're gonna die,
So
girl.
true. Lulu rolls over in the
Let's take
dirt
some
and
pictures
manages
with
to
these
get up
cows.
and
You can
dust
show me
herself
how to
off.
approach one.
She turns back
I'll
at
just
them.
set it on the
I didn't
shoot
just
on a
fall.
timer.
That was Mirage.
The couple nods in agreement and walks away. Lulu yells to them.
Girl's gonna
Have a
fucking
good
die.
day, Papa Smurf and Lady Tickles.
Blackout.
Oh, these are cute.
What?
There you go.
I love
This
the
is how I
shots of
behave
these
at the
cows.
reservoir.
Yes, I
Just
know.
for anyone who's never been to Silver
Oh,
Lake,
no.
this is what people in Silver Lake act like.
Yeah.
Unhinged.
so
They're,
funny.
they're just like
Oh,
this.
no.
I was
girl.
writing this and this was making me laugh so hard. And then when I was done, I was like, wow. I think I just tapped into a weird space of Olivia.
This was so weird.
You wrote this last night,
I
right?
wrote this last
Oh,
night.
How
she's
late?
so dirty. It's so cute.
Not late at all.
Not-
Like
not too
4
late?
PM.
Oh, okay.
Not late at all.
But she's enjoyed herself.
What was
That
going through your
fun,
mind
bro.
before you
And these
wrote
pictures
this?
are hilarious.
Yeah, how did you get into my head?
I'm gonna go home and
I
take a
thought
shower
about
now.
Olivia as an old lady.
Yeah.
An
Thank
old,
God.
frail lady with little ballet slippers walking on the Silver Lake Reservoir. I thought about her movements, and I thought about Olivia as an older woman. And I thought if she lived by the Silver Lake Reservoir, she would pop out and talk to random strangers and be like, "Look, Look, look a lizard. Look, it's a lizard.
Come over here, idiot face.
And people are like, cool. And when they say that she's a local, they're like, oh, okay, like we trust her, like she's a local, like it's cool, whatever. And then she's like, they're locals too. They live here too. Like, I know it seemed so weird, but when I read it, also, you read it in a demon voice, which I think is fucking even greater. And maybe it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a horror
Well,
movie.
maybe it's a horror movie and she's the red herring and there's actually a really scary thing in the reservoir and people think it's her, but she's
Brilliant.
actually completely
I
fine.
love
Not
that.
me.
I thought of it not as Olivia, but as Olivia could play
Oh,
this
yeah.
character.
Oh,
Well, you
yeah.
nailed it.
I am that woman now.
That's totally an Olivia character.
Yeah, that is totally me. Freaky.
You could-
And
if-
a little bit of me. I'm a little
Who
bit
are you?
weird, guys.
You could
Oh,
definitely
hi,
just
Harvey.
on the next Try Not to Laugh, just go out and do that for Amanda.
Bro, you just said you don't care about work.
Look, a lizard.
It makes me think about how excited I am someday to be a super old man and just mess with people.
Oh, you're not going to do that, Shane.
I know.
doubt
I
that.
mean, I
I
mean, in
doubt
silly
it.
ways like this, not like scaring people, but when I'm so old that I physically, you can tell I cannot hurt anyone or do
Right.
anything. I'm so old. I'm talking 80s. I'm talking if I make it to 100 years old, I'm gonna tell my grandchildren, be like, wheel me out somewhere and sit me there for like 15 minutes, and any passerby, I'm gonna just be like, I see your future.
We're
And just say
Wow.
shit like that. 'Cause
I
when
feel
you're
like-
that old, people don't know.
That's amazing.
You're still going to be strong, Shane.
At 100,
You're going to be like old, frail, but your arms are still going to be big.
Shane's gonna be like, "Hello, good to see you."
I'm gonna be like, wheel me out there. I'm gonna say some messed up stuff,
already have
and then
a
as soon as
Friday.
people walk by, I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bother you.
Nice shirt.
Hey,
But
I'm
yeah,
100 years old.
Back in my day.
100. Okay, do you want to read yours?
Mine?
Yours.
Okay. So
If
that
you
was
wanna
pretty
keep-
weird.
If you want to keep, yeah.
Olivia, what? That felt pretty.
That was really good.
You would write that.
I would. I would write
Okay.
that.
Honestly,
I'll
I had
pass these
so
out.
much fun writing that, and it made me feel weird, and I was also like,
We can rip these up.
Wow.
So let me think of the casting here. There's a lot of characters. I wrote too many
let's rip.
characters. So Amanda, I'd like you to be groom.
liking to be who?
The groom.
Okay, great.
The last page is actually a bunch of other ideas that's what I was writing first, trying to brainstorm what I would write, and then this is what I landed
have
on.
to read that.
So, Olivia, can you be the bride? When it
Yes.
comes to bride, can you also play Cindy?
Yes.
And then
So wait, you wrote this, or you wrote this in Olivia's voice?
I wrote this in Olivia's voice. This is a sketch I think Olivia would write. Olivia, can you also play attendee?
I would definitely write this sketch.
Actually, yeah.
Font
don't-
28 size.
Yes, it's a very,
It's very,
very
very large
much.
font.
Yes.
It's for someone who has the jitterbug phone.
Actually, so I'm gonna switch this up.
Okay.
Okay.
Olivia, I want you to be attendee.
Okay.
Amanda, I want you to be the groom, and I want you to play Cindy as well.
Groom and Cindy.
Groom and Cindy.
Perfect.
And then
Am I still bride? No, am I?
You are bride.
Okay.
your bride,
I'm
your
groom and
bride and attendee, and then I'll play the rest of the.
Perfect.
This is going to be so good.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Just as
So
good as mine.
the name of this sketch is called Stanley Tucci. I have a note here underneath the title saying, "Note: I wrote this without thinking." Interior: Long John Silver's 1980s. A wedding ceremony is underway, with rows of attendees seated, and at the head of the aisle, the groom and officiant, who is also the Long John Silver's cashier, stand patiently, awaiting the arrival of the bride. Organ music fills the room as we pan from the audience to the side of the restaurant, where the giant organ resides next to the soda fountain. It is being played by none other than The Weeknd. He is butt-ass naked. The groom sneezes. God bless you.
Thank you.
The groom and officiant make eye contact. They share a sensual moment.
Holy fucking shit! It's the fucking bride.
The audience turns in horror as the bride, who is 8 feet tall and built like a Ford F-150, blasts through the doors, shattering them and launching shards of glass through the crowd. We hear screams of agony.
Oh my god, my fucking eyes.
The bride walks up to the podium and faces her soon-to-be husband as the audience continues to writhe and yell. You may all be seated. The audience quiets down. We are gathered here today in this sacred place, a house of God and also $6 shrimp baskets, to join these two beautiful individuals in holy matrimony. The officiant carefully reaches into his back pocket and rustles around for a bit. Crap. Whatever he is searching for is difficult to grasp. After several moments of struggle, he finally whips out a bag of M&Ms, opens it, and pops a few in his mouth Gangnam style. Sorry, I was hungry as shit. Okay, say your vows. The bride pulls out a piece of paper, unfolds it, takes a deep breath, and prepares to read it.
Mark, the first day
The groom pulls out his iPhone 12.
Yeah, I'll go first. Nancy, you are a f***ing smoke show. I fell in love with you the moment you bench pressed me through our ceiling and into our upstairs neighbor's apartment. Every day I spend with you is the best day of my life. Do you remember that time we went to Disneyland and the fireworks malfunctioned during Phantasmic and launched into the audience? But you saved the day by unhinging your jaw and catching them all in your mouth and swallowing them before they could explode? I know I do. You're the most wonderful person I've ever known. Before I met you, I was just a backup vocalist in a B-52 cover band. But now, I'm a lieutenant colonel in the United States military. I love you, Nancy.
The officiant pops another M&M. Okay, 1 second. Commercial break. Interior kitchen day. A mother, Cindy, dries dishes while her kids run around the kitchen. Having a hard time keeping up with life?
I just wish my kids would behave.
Well, that sucks. Because this is a Swiffer commercial.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll behave once the floor is cleaner.
No.
Right. Well, I guess we'll get back to the wedding then.
Yeah, speaking of, didn't they say it's the 1980s? How does he have an iPhone?
Oh, wow. I didn't think of that. Anyways, end of commercial break. Disney announcer. We now return to Hannah Montana. Interior, Long John Silver's, contiguous. Okay, go ahead. The bride lifts up her paper and reads it.
Mark, the first day I met you, I knew we would spend the rest of our lives together. My whole life, I felt like a lady waiting at the train station. And then you finally arrived. You're the Ross to my Rachel, the Jim to my Pan, the Nancy to my Reagan. I love you beyond belief and can't wait to spend the rest of my life with...
Cindy from the commercial break runs into the restaurant, sweaty and panting.
I object.
Wow, okay, sure.
Mark, I love you. And I'm sorry I left you all those years ago. I'm tired of living in a Swiffer commercial. Run away with me.
Mark shrugs.
Yeah, okay.
They leave. The music from Succession plays.
What? What? Wow.
Wow. That is what... Yeah, wow.
Honestly, this just shows me that when we go into Olivia's mind, it is wild.
May not come back out.
May not come... Wait, explain to me why it's called Stanley Tucci.
So I originally... I'm going to be fully honest with
Yeah.
you. I titled it Stanley Tucci because I planned on writing a sketch about Stanley Tucci. I started writing and it ended up having nothing to do with Stanley Tucci, but I kept the name.
I fucking love it.
love that.
Can we
Yeah.
read your ideas?
So I had...
Yeah.
So first off, how I got into the zone is I first started writing down ideas on like... Last week, I was like, I'm going to try to write this and get it out of the way, so I'm not thinking about it. So on like Wednesday, I wrote down a bunch of ideas. I wrote down Stanley Tucci getting abducted by aliens.
So funny.
Art museum and everyone is freaking out over the fire alarm. They're amazed at every level of interaction. And then the firefighters show up and they're actual performers. I wrote Pinata Surgeon, which makes me laugh very hard.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, my God.
You need to write all these sketches.
Yeah, these are incredible.
A sketch with no joke, no through line, no logic, just turns at every other line. That's kind of what I ended up
Yes.
trying
Yeah.
to go with. 911 caller getting a call from someone thinking they're subway. It turns into chaos and helicopters are sent out.
Yes.
Callback.
Yes, our phone call.
Did you also catch the callback that I threw into this?
Lady in the train?
Lady waiting by the
course.
train station. That's an old Olivia joke right
Yeah.
there. That Olivia's dream was to be
lady waiting at the train station.
Just a lady?
Yeah.
What were you waiting for?
Life.
Life to return back to
Yes.
you?
Exactly. The last thing I wrote is, in quotations, hey, he bought you a drink. And you look over and it's Tony the fucking Tiger.
I love
Dude, you
that.
have to
What would
write
you
these.
do?
Pinata
Wait, you have
Surgeon
to
makes
write
me laugh.
these.
Pinata Surgeon is very funny to me.
I think the Tony the Tiger one makes me laugh.
Just, I always like the setup. I often have sketch ideas where I don't know what the sketch is. I just know the location or the setup. And the setup of like being at a bar by yourself and the bartender coming over and be like, that person over there bought you a drink, and you look over and whoever it is could be so funny. And imagine it's Tony the Tiger.
And he's like,
and he's just there and he gives you a wave like,
does he have a phrase? Does he have like
they're great.
Oh yeah, they're
There's, like-
great.
He's like, this guy got you an appletini, and you look over and he's drinking an appletini too, and he's like, they're great.
Yeah, he just keeps saying that.
That's the only phrase he says.
It's so funny. I always write. I never figure out the premise until like midway through. I always write like something a person. Like I'm always like a person dropped into a normal situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm always thinking like that. I have struggle writing premise based sketches, but that's so funny.
Yeah.
I would like to do like a thing where I just write a premise based sketch.
Usually I always do like a premise-based thing, but then you guys will see it later. When I wrote this one, I was struggling. I was like, what is a funny premise? And I couldn't
so
think of one. I
hard.
could not think of one. And then so I just went back to character.
Do you ever free write? Just where you just get on your and you start writing?
Yes, but not sketch. I just write like
Yeah, it's more of a diary entry. You're just kind of getting thoughts out. But sometimes I try to make it fictional, where I'm just writing about something, or I set up a scenario and I try to just write it out. I don't do it that often. The only times I've been writing lately is for these podcast episodes, which is why I've been kind of pitching
so
it
fun.
because it's motivating me. But my perfectionism is what gets in the way, man.
No, I think
Yeah.
like I think it's hard sometimes writing things because I'm like, when should I just let it go and be done with it? Or because I keep reading it over and over again. I'm like, oh, I want to add this. I want to take out this. I want to,
I really, because I look up to you in a lot of ways, Olivia, because I feel like you're always creating stuff. I feel like I see your social media, your Instagram and everything, and you are always creating projects. And it feels like watching it feels like it comes from a place of fun and that you just really desired to do this thing. You're not being told to do it. You're just doing it.
I like money. I like making
That's
money.
why you're funny.
Yeah, I love I love creating stuff out. Like we have so much fun here, but you'll see like I'll be like, hey, Amanda,
Am,
like
I hope you're having a
Pat,
good day.
We'll
I'm
like
just
make
vibing and
stuff outside
relaxing.
because it's so fun.
It's super late and I have work, but you know.
The Idol,
just can't
your impression of, is it that's right, the Lily
I go
Rose
to sleep
Depp?
whenever this
character, yeah.
episode's
Yeah, her
over.
character from The Idol. That was
seen
maybe
it.
my favorite thing I've ever
Like
seen.
20, 30
Dude,
minutes.
you have a quote where you're being interviewed and it's like, what's your favorite movie? And you're like, Star Wars. What's your favorite character? War.
Yeah.
Lily Rose Depp, can I come in?
Wait, do you want a drink?
Sure. Oh, thank you.
Thank me.
Thank you.
Thank me.
When is your birthday?
June 1969.
What's your sign?
French.
What languages do you speak?
Hot.
Where'd you get that hat?
The war.
What's your favorite activity?
How do you say in English, Jemasata?
Jumping?
Yes, jumping. I love jumping.
What's your favorite movie?
Star Wars.
Who's your favorite character?
War.
If you could be anywhere right now, where would you be?
The smoking section. Hey, do people ever ask you questions?
No.
Can I have a cigarette?
Sure. What advice do you have for young people?
Just have a good summer.
Do you need a lighter?
It's insane.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Is
I
the
love
Idol
that.
good?
No, right?
But it was like this thing that it was like the cultural thing that everyone was talking about, and that character is just so funny. And
Yeah. You do great impressions.
thank you. I don't do them a lot.
When you do, they're killer. Your
Hell yeah.
Your impression of Damien is still my favorite.
As Augustus or just
No,
as Damien?
her impression of Damien. We could just throw up a clip really quick, but it's
Damien.
I'm Damien.
It's Damien with a mullet.
This is like when you don't have any.
Glue.
She said my catchphrase. What's your favorite anime?
Kindness. I love hugs.
Damien, what was your favorite sketch that you did on So Random?
The one where I was nice to Shane.
Yes. Can you give me some sound financial advice?
Did you say sounds? I love making sounds.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you got me.
It's insane.
I also love Augustus though.
Augustus is your character. Your bit of doing everyone else's characters but more
Wet cop?
unhinged is so funny.
What?
Wet Cop. I
Wet
love
Cop.
Wet Cop.
Wet Cop is so good.
Good old Sarah Christ.
I have to rewatch that clip. But
Not
you make them.
David.
You always make them your own, and they always feel like. That's why I wrote this like Lady Lulu, because they always feel
Yeah.
like they're like.
I think
Trolls.
whenever you play someone else's character, I like to think headcanon wise that it's the same character. It's a demon that steals their skin and
Yes.
wears it like a
Yeah,
suit.
yeah.
Yes.
It's like a really bad skinwalker. It's like, oh, that's a demon that's trying to go under disguise, but it's very clear it's a demon.
Yep.
Well, the secret ingredient is horniness. You just
Yes.
add a little bit of that in all the characters that I
yeah.
do, and then it just like is.
Just like the show on Saturday. I want to have sex with Jenna.
It actually is so funny that you add horniness to a lot of our characters because our characters are canonically just not very horny.
Yeah.
Like Augustus and or at least Chosen, I made him on purpose to be, he's like, doesn't talk about sex, not interested, he's too busy, focused on the world. So when you play him and you add the horniness element, it's very
It's
stupid
very
and
funny.
funny.
Wet
Well,
Cop's not horny either.
what?
What?
Until I play it.
I'm just kidding. White Cops.
Sarah Christ, she's not
She's
horny.
not horny. She's just like, let's get it done.
It's
Yeah.
more of like a,
I need
hey,
more
look, this is part of
fucking
life.
pepper.
Yeah.
I gotta do this.
That's what it
it's a
feels like.
job.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a job
Yes.
for her.
Oh God.
I don't think I have any horny characters.
I think 90% of mine are horny.
I think I'm too real talk because this is something I'm trying to. I think I'm worried about playing a horny character because I think it'll just come off creepy. Like it's hard. It's hard to just play horny, but it's like a self-contained.
Let
like,
me.
I
hold
can get
on. I just want to pause this for a quick second so I can actually
away with it.
answer this question properly. For Panda Gaming. Hey, sorry for the bother. I'm trying to start VTubing. I'm curious if you have any suggestions on what software to use and if you know where to get models. Yeah. Actually, give me a second because so the program that I use for VTubing and all that stuff, for example, is VTube Studio, which you can find on Steam. It's completely free to use. There are a couple of like paid for download content, which is usually very small prices, more or less. A couple of them just being like if you wanted to like do like multiplayer like streaming with like collaborators and all that stuff in the future. There is like a thing where it's like you can do unlimited streaming with other folks and all that stuff because you need like passwords and all that stuff. But usually that's like, you know, further down the line for like collaborations and stuff. And people usually also use Discord and just use like reactive PNGs for that too. But VTube Studio is probably one of the easiest and simple like beginner ones, I feel like, in a sense, where you could just use. It does have two things though. You can either use a webcam if you have one on your laptop/computer, or you could use a mobile device. And unfortunately, for the mobile device, you have to buy an additional license on the mobile app because it will only let you stream or work from streaming device from your phone to your computer at least 5 minutes max at a time. And I think it's usually because if you're doing like short clips or TikToks or something simple like that, you know, just like simple things. So it's not really good for like long streaming content, unfortunately, unless you get you already have like a done webcam. But mobile is usually kind of helpful because you could do certain things that are very similar and equivalent and kind of like collaborate. What's the word I'm thinking of? Calibrate your camera easier compared to having to switch back and forth to like the app itself on your main computer. As for models though, unfortunately it's a lot of if you have a very specific design you're looking for, you usually have to what's the word I'm thinking of? Like ask someone to commission and make your models. Like this one, for example, the one I'm using right now, this is actually a custom model that I got made by an artist and then paid a separate rigger that knows how to do like all the 3D movements and modeling, and it kind of being one of those things where it's like it's going to cost a lot of money because there's different ranges of beginner to, like if you want so many certain details for a model, like if you're like, oh, I want tons of costume changes, or I want tons of fancy expressions and stuff, like it's usually best to just start very simple, very basic when you first start off, for sure, because it gets very expensive really fast. Like even for what I have here, it probably was let's see, I think it was 250 or $300 for the art itself, and then another 240 or 250 just for the movements done by another person. So it still gets up to like $500 plus, unless you happen to find like some really good artists that do some amazing work to get it like done together. Uh, let's see. I think I have a list of all of my models that I kind of use. Oops, on this site, but it also kind of gives more of an idea of like who I talk to, also recommendations, because outside of like live 2D models kind of like this, there's also using PNG tubers, which are super easy because it's just finding a quick like reactive PNG tuber application. Ones that are most known are VideoTube Mini, VeaDotube Mini, and that one is kind of like you just upload the PNGs, adjust your microphone settings, install like what mic you're picking up your voice from, and then it will react and change from open mouth to closed mouth and all that stuff when you're talking. Um, there's like also a couple other ones. There's called PNG Tuber Plus. That's been hitting the market the last couple months from what I've seen, where that one is a little bit more animated and jumpy. It's kind of similar to like a live 2D model where it actually can give movement uh to your PNG, but that one tends to be a little bit more complicated, as for the fact that when it's actually similar to a VTuber model that I have right on the screen, because they have to slice all the parts individually. Because when you slap it into the PNG Tuber Plus file, it has to count everything as an individual piece to move on its own accordingly. What else? Outside of this, though, there actually is a lot of, if you check on like VTuber assets on like Twitter or just Google things and all that stuff, you could definitely also find free models to use as well. Like there's always lists and archives out there, 100%. Another thing I've also found is that there is the VTuber Assets Discord, which technically I don't use it as much these days. I kind of like peek it here and there because I love some of their hand assets and their like quote unquote like pin sweater looks or whatever, where it's just kind of like, oh, here's a PNG you slap on so it looks like you're in a blanket or whatever. But there are a couple of those where they are definitely more like, here's a free VTuber, or here's a easy small paid VTuber where it's like $5 or $10 and it's like a cute model of some type of copyrighted character, like a Pokemon or literally a character you could think of. There are definitely people that are also what's the word I'm thinking of, who definitely do commissions over there as well. And it's kind of one of that things where it's just kind of like, they do fantastic work. It all depends who you talk to, for sure. But VTubing on its own, just for like your model and artwork and stuff, can get hella expensive, and it's like atrocious. And it's one of those things where it's super cool, but it's also a bummer at the same time because it's like, oh God, like how much money do you want to invest? Because it's kind of thing where if you want to do a very specific custom design of like your own character, your own personas, it gets expensive, of course. And it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, how do I feel about like, do I want to be this character or that character? And for myself, for example, with the Lyre brand, the idea was making two characters, one which was the cutesy cow, as like the main face, but then having my alt character, which is the um, red-headed male demon, which I use like rarely at the moment because I just love using the model at the moment, like Live 2D stuff. So, gotta put in your money in your mouth and kind of be like, you can't just keep buying models and being like, oh, I want to buy 50 models and all that shit. I don't know. That's just me though. I love the idea of supporting artists 100%. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm also a poor person, so I can't do it that often. I don't know if you're still here though, Panda, so I hope that I was able to, or Panda Gaming, I hope I was able to answer your questions. Unfortunately, I'm currently using the OBS chat to like look at things, so that's currently the only way I'm getting things because of all the full screen applications on my computer right now. But hopefully, I was able to help answer some of your questions. Um, but yeah, you sometimes it's just like talking to people or looking around. Like I spent months, even when I was like had not decided I was gonna VTube yet, like immediately, like it took me maybe even like over a year to decide on like who do I want to talk to, do I even have the money? It's also the budget stuff too because if you're not having money coming in, like let's say you're not working right now and you're hoping the VTubing thing's gonna or stream's gonna take up. It's like if you want to put that as a spending investment for taxes or whatever reason you want to call it, go for it. But it's also the risk and the reward because even I'm I'm definitely a smaller streamer, like 1,000%. I wouldn't say like it's anything fantastic on my end, and yet I just do this for fun, really. But I'm also like working at the same time, so I'm just like I'm just kind of here. I'm just hanging out. I'm just vibing. I'm just relaxing and uh, all of that in between. Um, yeah, that's all I could really say on that. So I really hope that you're still here and I'm able to answer your question, at least on that sense. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna keep watching this video and let's see for the next, was it 30? Yeah, about next 30 minutes. I'll still be here to answer any questions if anyone's still around or talk. But I will definitely finish up after this video is done.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
think
I'm
we
like,
can, yeah,
yeah, I'm like,
'cause
you're also,
we're also.
I
we're
think
just
when I think of
gross.
We're
when I
gross
think of
people.
archetypes, though, archetypes of horny guys
Are
usually are not
dicks.
so.
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I
They're not
forgot
like
this was the
fun
last
to
thing
Like
you were
a
watch.
talking
nerdy
about.
kind of
Jesus.
sweet guy who's
Yeah,
a little horny, but then again,
that can
That's
be,
weird,
It
yeah.
gets into weird
what? That
territory.
is weird.
Yeah.
You got to pick something that's so out of the norm that
Chef's
maybe you could
fun?
make
Yep.
them horny.
Maybe you have to like really go to the horny, like I am a horny man.
Well, I
And
think
then it's funny.
I think you can be horny for like not like humans. Like I think
Right.
being horny for Skittles.
Oh
like
yeah.
horny for
Okay.
like desks.
That's fun.
Like
Horny for other things.
This is why when we wrote these sketches, my brain was like, it was like 500 things were like popping in, and they were all like, yay!
Yeah.
Horny for desks. That is funny, actually.
Horny
For
desks.
numbers.
Horny
Yeah.
for numbers.
Horny for numbers.
Yeah. Like a mathematician, a famous mathematician.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what if Albert Einstein's whole thing, he actually didn't care
Hey,
about
puppy.
science. He just was so horny
Yeah,
for numbers.
yeah.
And anytime he found a new equation, it turned him on super hard. It's like, oh
Ah,
my
shit.
God.
God,
There
Becky
is-
Smash
oh,
Hansen
yeah.
on his-
E equals MC. Oh.
Oh! See, there you go.
That's a great yes. That's fun.
There we go. There we
you go.
go. Then if other scientists, when they would walk in the room, they see Albert Einstein had a huge boner, they're like, he just solved something.
He's like, I've been up all night. They're like, okay, Albert.
You got it, man. Holy crap.
Okay, let's read yours.
All right, let's see what an
okay.
actual Olivia sketch.
What about yours? Are we gonna read your?
Well,
Read mine last.
My sketch, you mean?
I wrote a sketch in Shane's
Oh right.
voice.
Okay. Here's
Okay,
this.
I'm so excited for this.
So this is guys, this is a real Olivia, written by Olivia sketch.
It's called Script Title.
which is I hope this shows us just how wrong we are.
Do you have a name for this sketch?
No, I just made this really short. Gosh, I didn't know
That's
you guys
fine.
were writing freaking
No,
novels.
I typically think
I just
a
let
long
him
sketch
down.
is a sign of it's not great because it's like not
Yeah.
much thought. If I were to edit these sketches that I've read on this podcast, I would shorten them by at least a half.
Well, we can actually make this if you guys like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay,
see the characters
so-
are 50 police officers.
Yeah. Okay. So, you're gonna be police officer 1.
Okay.
I'll be police officer 2, and hold on, really quick. Hold on. And then you and you're police officer number 3. Wait. What were you?
None.
Okay.
Nothing.
This is going great. You're gonna be police officer 3, and you're gonna be Eleanor.
3, Eleanor.
Eleanor is also police number 4.
Okay, it's already working.
This is already an Olivia sketch.
So, police
I'm
number
just
4 and Eleanor are the same person.
and I'm
Yeah.
just one.
Oh, I got lucky with
Yeah.
that count.
Okay.
Let's go.
Not your character is meaningful.
I know.
You're just
I'm,
one.
I'm just. I'm
and
just
I
one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And I'm stage directions, okay?
Great.
Okay.
Interior, police station, morning. 3 police officers are hanging out in the break room.
Hey, Mama, how was your night?
I forgot to tell you, they're Gen Z.
Okay. Let me start
Hey,
again.
Mama,
So
how
we're
was your
Gen Z. We're
night?
Gen Z police
It
officers.
changes everything.
Hey, Mama, how was your night?
Oh my God, girl. I was in a car chase for 2 hours down the 405. It was so mid.
Slay.
Okay, mood.
Go off. I had the night off last night and I spent it with my boyf. At this point, he just feels like fam.
Bitch, you got to get out of that relationship. Seriously, it's not serving you. Police officer 4 walks. Talking like they're from the 1920s.
Yes, not busting at all. Am I right?
The other police officers roll their eyes.
Hey, Eleanor, how are you?
Oh, well.
Oh, wait, sorry, let me take that back. Hey, Eleanor, how are you?
Oh, well, I'm just doing swell. I racially profiled 7 people and arrested all of them. Then I went to a speakeasy. Then I went home, made myself a ham sandwich, and took a bath. Slay? Slay?
Quiet.
Eleanor, you just hit different. Absolutely not. I have never ever hit anyone in my life. A woman never hits. That's a man's job.
Hey, Eleanor, what's your sign?
Oh, darling, what do you mean?
Like, when were you born?
February 14th? What year? A lady never reveals her age.
You're not the vibe.
You're giving, but in, like, not a good way. Their walkies start going off.
Okay, guys, citizen's arrest on First Ave.
Okay,
T.
That's the bee's knees.
What the hell?
I love that I'm 3 and Eleanor. Also, did you know that I was born on February 14th?
No.
Yep.
Wow.
Whoa.
Pretty cool.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That's the bee's knees.
Wait, what? Isn't that Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
You were, yeah, we
Your
have
love.
you and Noah
Love.
I know.
And Noah's 3 brothers.
and Noah's brothers.
All 3 of his brothers?
All TS2 brothers. All
Yeah.
3 of them were born on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I know. The next time we
My
bring
sister was born on Valentine's Day too.
you both were born on Valentine's Day?
Yes.
What the conspiracy is this?
Actually, Noah and I have talked about that we're
That's
both born on
weird.
Valentine's Day, and we have never said that.
You
I
know
don't
what's
think we have.
You know what's hilarious? We had Noah on and we talked about sorry, we'll get back to this sketch in 1 second.
Yeah.
We had Noah on this podcast and we talked about conspiracy theories and we didn't bring up the fact that he and his brothers and you and your sister were all born on Valentine's
I
Day.
didn't know
You
this.
guys are all aliens.
What is wrong with us? Good.
Okay, this
Okay,
sketch
we have to
is
go back
hilarious.
to this sketch. I think that we can do this because I am picturing Eleanor. It's just she's older, and she's speaking from the 1920s, which means she's really older.
She's
dead.
130 years old.
And I love how they're all just sitting there. It's like a new CW show, and they're all just sitting there hanging out.
Yeah.
And they're like, Eleanor, that's just like hits different. She's like, what do you mean? La la la.
Yeah, they're just
Does a tap dance?
they're mean girls, but they're cops.
God, I fucking love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
thanks.
So wait,
good.
how long have you been working on this?
This morning.
Oh, okay. You wrote it this morning. You made it sound like you've been working on this.
She fucking
Well,
lied.
the Gen Z cop was this character that I was doing, and then I was
Okay.
like, okay, maybe there's.
Oh, I love the
So
idea
wait,
of
when
Gen
did
Z
you
cop.
you wrote from start? To finish, you wrote this sketch this morning.
I'm not gonna lie. So here's the thing: I don't crack under pressure,
Yeah.
and I love when I procrastinate because then I just get it done really fast. So I wrote this in 10 minutes.
You got it. You walked into the building, and you sat down.
said,
You're like,
"I'm
hold on,
gonna
I'm gonna
change
change
something."
something.
Yeah.
Did you
You
write
wrote
the
it.
whole sketch then?
No.
Oh, you wrote,
No, I wrote the whole sketch this morning when I woke up and I was brushing my teeth thinking about, oh my God, what am I going to write? And then I wrote this, sat down. That's why I was like 5 minutes late to work. And then I realized I wanted to change a joke, the citizen's arrest joke.
Yeah.
So then I wrote in that.
That's. I love that you wrote this that
Me too.
fast.
I
I
also-
wrote mine in less than a half an hour too.
Mine took me about 4 hours. No, I'm just kidding. Mine took 10 minutes. I was laughing so hard, and then I was like, and do not read it, because if you read it, you're gonna be like, I can't.
Oh, I can't.
Well,
read it back.
speed means talent, you know?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
say that. They
Yeah.
say that in this industry that speed.
Okay,
means
I
talent.
actually love this Gen Z like CW type show of like the girls like hanging out and they're like, oh my God, that's such a vibe, and having the old
such a
woman come in.
vibe.
But for some reason, I would love Eleanor to be a little bit more. I don't know why. I always want to play gruff people. I want to be wet cop. I want to have wet cop come in here.
It also
You can do this. Yeah, be it. We'll shoot it right now.
makes me realize there are Gen Z cops out there.
Are there?
Yeah, man. There's people who are under 26 who are cops. They're probably saying this stuff.
Slay.
They're probably arresting people and going
You're
slay.
like,
That was
slay,
a,
bitch, you're arrested.
that was a slay.
Hey, that's the vibe. Put your hands behind your back. That's a vibe.
Yeah. Like, okay, T.
They sit down to interrogate someone. It's like, okay, here's the tea.
Here's the tea.
Yeah.
Here's the tea. We talked to your partner.
Yeah.
He spilled everything.
Yeah.
Total slay.
Here's the
That's
tea.
exactly what I was thinking about these people are.
That is so funny. I love that.
Like very serious situations, and they're just like saying this stuff like so seriously.
Instead of good cop, bad cop, the good cop's like, okay, you're gonna serve this time, and I.
honestly, you're serving, but not in a good way. And Eleanor's like, boppity boopo.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. And she's sort of racist.
Yeah. You guys
Oh,
like my
whoa.
vintage tap shoes? It's like, please go away.
It's how giddy she is about it all, though. She's like, here's what I did today.
That's the bee's knee. I
Thanks for
love
reading
it.
it, guys.
I love this.
I actually love it. You should definitely do this character.
So now that we've read yours, who of Amanda and I's sketches do you think was the most Olivia sketch? Be honest. Look, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of my sketch, and I think Amanda's sketch was hilarious. But
Mine brought us into the Twilight
the
Zone.
competition was who wrote the sketch that's most like Olivia.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. These are okay. So Amanda is so good at breaking down character and writing for characters, and that is for sure. That's me. Like I'm that old creepy little lady by the reservoir.
Yep.
And I think you're really good at writing situational stuff, and you know how like my brain works in a way where there's always going to be a weird commercial break, and then some crazy shit happens in the commercial. So both of you guys, I can't pick. I truly can't, because you're like in my brain, and then you're my character.
Okay.
It's too nice.
I'll take
Thank
it.
you. That's very sweet. I'll take that.
We could write together and put Lulu in
VTubers.
this.
Oh,
Yes.
I hate it
Lulu
already.
could be in it, and maybe she
Thank you
comes
for
in
the
and she's like, I
follow.
object.
Yes, exactly.
I object this wedding, and they're like,
Who are you?
who are you? And she's like, I live next door. I've been watching this wedding from my window, and I object because
hell's
I wasn't
Haley?
invited.
Haley?
Can I sit here?
Oh, it is like 1
maybe
o'clock.
maybe
Okay.
we can
Yes,
find them.
yes.
I actually don't object, but the lizards do.
There's a lizard on your dress.
What if no? Here's how the Olivia sketch would go. She walks in, she goes, "I object," and they go, "Why do you object?" She goes, "No, I'm saying I object. I am an object."
I am an object.
exactly.
There's lizards everywhere.
and then the cops come and they're like, "Hey,
Hey, girl.
hey girl, you're under arrest."
This is not the vibe, so you need to come downtown with us.
Hey girl, like cute. So this isn't the vibe. Like literally, we have to read your Miranda rights, which is just like, ugh. Anyways, get in the f***ing car.
I'm gonna pull your tarot, and then we're gonna decide whether you are
yeah.
guilty or
Ooh,
not.
you got the moon card, which means you have to go to jail for the rest of the night.
Oh, the king, but it's upside down, so that's manslaughter.
Reversals are bad.
Yeah.
Giving manslaughter and 30 years in
I,
prison.
I do love them asking what their sign is. Like, that's the only thing.
What's your sign, Gemini? Okay, you're getting in the back of the
All right. Oh, we're out. We're looking for a Scorpio today.
Suspect Scorpio.
I fucking love this.
Okay.
Okay.
So you wrote a sketch that I would write.
So this was just a bonus because I was laughing at Lulu because I was just like, I could see Olivia just being this weird person. But I wrote this sketch in your voice. It is the dumbest sketch. And it's not meaning because you're dumb. I am dumb.
Okay.
But it made me laugh because I was like, whatever. I'm not going to
Okay.
I didn't reread it.
Good intro.
I didn't reread
It's
it.
probably so.
It's called Bro by Shane Top.
Do I say bro a lot?
No, you never say bro.
Because when people impersonate me, they
Really? He
they
says
say
bro?
bro.
It says bro all the time.
I've never heard you say bro.
Thank you, Olivia.
Is it bad? Oh, you're gonna
No, we did
this sketch.
because we did too many Shanes on the Smosh Games
Yeah?
channel. Where Chance, Courtney, Damien, and who else? Why am I blanking on this? But a bunch Angela, and they all impersonated me, but they were just saying bro the whole time. Like all of them were just like bro.
You do say bro.
Bro.
Really?
Yeah. You do say, and you only
I believe
say
it. I'm not
You
just-
only say it when you're talking about something exciting.
I think I say it as like instead of a oh man. I don't call people bro.
Right.
Yeah, you're always just like, oh, bro.
It's
no.
so bad that we're talking about this before this sketch. Because
But I do know when I get excited, I go bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad.
I think
I
it's a
say
really-
bro, and then when something's crazy, I go brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I should've
brutal.
used
Yeah, yeah. You
that.
did say that.
Brutal.
Can I make an edit here?
No, it's
Then
okay.
you're absolutely gonna despise this sketch.
No,
Listen,
I'm excited.
This sketch is like to me, it's like a game sketch. Like I'm just going hard on bro.
Love it. Love it.
Okay.
All right. Cast this.
So let's see. Shit, there's only 2 people in it. Can you read stage?
It's great.
And you read Mike,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be Chris.
I'm Mike.
You're Mike.
Got it. All right.
Bro by Shane Top. Mike wakes up in his sleep. Mike wakes up his sleeping roommate Chris by ferociously shaking him.
Bro.
Chris groggily opens his eyes.
Bro, stop. I'm asleep.
Bro.
Bro, what?
Wake up, bro.
Bro, I'm asleep.
I know that, bro, but wake up.
Okay, bro, I'm up. Stop shaking me. What's up?
Bro, really important. Have you heard about this new weird show on Netflix? It's called Mimes in the United States of A.
Bro, you woke me up for that?
Bro, yes.
Bro, thank you.
You're welcome, bro.
Bro, when can we watch it?
Bro, when it comes out.
Bro, which is when?
Bro,
Oh,
no
the
idea.
animals
Next
fucking
month or
teleported.
something?
Jesus Christ.
Chris pauses, stares at Mike.
Bro, can I ask you something honestly without you getting mad, bro?
Yes. Bro?
Why the did you wake me up, bro, if the show isn't even out yet, bro?
Mike is about to get mad, and then out of nowhere, tears come.
Damn, bro. Ouch, bro. Because I got you a gift, bro. It's your birthday, bro. That's why I woke you up. Bro?
Oh, right. So, sorry, bro.
Bro. It's okay, bro.
Mike wipes his tears on Chris's blanket. Chris is kind of grossed out, but lets it go.
So, where's the gift, bro?
Oh, the mime has it, bro.
Bro, the mime has it from the show on Netflix?
No, bro, a different mime that I hired to live with us until the show comes on. Just so we can get amped. You know, the show about mimes in the United States of A.
Bro, I say this with respect, but you are way too obsessed with mimes. It is out of control.
Bro, get off my back. And thank you. I know, bro.
Mike calls out to the mime.
Okay. Mime bro, you can come in now. He's ready for his gift.
Nothing.
Bro, come in now with the gift. He's awake.
Nothing.
Where is that mime?
Bro, did you open the front door?
No, bro. I just told him to come in.
Bro, he can't open the door. He's a mime. You should know that.
Mike puts his hands on his face.
Bro, he's been out there all night.
Just then, at the window, we see the mime walking back and forth looking for an entrance.
Bro, I'm going back to bed. Get out.
Blackout.
Brutal.
Brutal.
That was
I
so
thought the mime was gonna be dead.
No!
Like frozen, like he froze to death outside.
Wait, that would have been really funny. I added in the mime walking back and forth out the window. And I was like, is that so mean that he's just out there because he can't get in through the door?
That is so
Because he needs a
funny.
fake door to open.
Yeah, he needs,
He can't open real
needs
doors.
the door open so that he can go like this.
I
He's not
love
allowed
your
to
mime.
interact with actual objects. I didn't think about that aspect.
Yeah, he can't interact. So Mike's like, dude, I got a bro. And he's like, dude, you have to open the door to let him in. He's like, bro, and the mime's like, trying to get in.
So funny. Who would you play? The mime?
Yeah, you'd be the mime.
I'd be the mime.
You're so
I'd
funny.
be Mike.
I'd be
I
the
love your
mime.
brain.
Who would play?
This is the most stupidest sketch ever.
No, it's funny.
But it was making me laugh
Yeah,
so
it's
much
hilarious.
that someone's like, bro. He's like, what, bro? He's like, dude, bro, there's a show coming on Netflix, and I'm so excited. Mimes in the United States of A. And then he just like, he gets really excited. I don't think that Mike is you, but I just think it would be a really fun character who gets really, really excited but doesn't plan anything fully out, doesn't actually think
Yeah.
anything
Get
out.
stoked. And he just really impulsive.
Yeah.
Impulsively does all this shit. Yesterday, I hired a mime to live with us because I saw the trailer for this new show about mimes. So I thought it would be really
Yeah,
fun.
I feel like you would come up with this character.
This is great. We should just shoot this right now.
Okay,
Let's fucking shoot this.
let's.
But now you're gonna be really in your head about bro, which I didn't
No, I'm not
realize.
gonna be in my head about bro. I'm not in my head about bro. I don't care.
You said it before, so it's like, yeah.
I said bro. I say bro. I think
You only say bro when you're psyched about something. You're like,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
I don't talk about. I don't say bro casually.
No.
But it does make me think about how I am the broiest cast member on Smosh. There's not many. Just because there's not many broy people on Smosh.
No, there's not.
I'm the most stereotypical
bro.
dude, I guess.
And then it's me, and then it's you.
And then it's you. But really, like
Yeah.
our
I don't
cast,
even know what we are.
our cast isn't broy. A lot of YouTube channels are very broy,
Here's
Yeah.
the thing, though.
and I fill up our bro quota, our broda.
Here's the thing, though. I wouldn't necessarily categorize you as a bro. I just know that you say it.
But I'm just saying, who on the cast is broier than me?
No one.
Nobody.
No one.
Literally nobody.
I mean, Noah
Nobody.
kind of. Noah. Okay, here's the thing. Noah could have went in the direction of broy if
could've.
If you like,
Yeah.
you could see like little parts of him, being.
yeah,
broy.
but there's still that like weird little like
right.
like conspiracy theorist like when he trails off and
Yeah.
then he trails off and he's I know
Noah's too niche.
Yeah, you're the broiest.
I'm bro.
you're the broiest.
Yeah,
How does that make you
Broiest.
feel?
it's fine. It's fine.
Fucking hates it.
It's honestly funny because I feel like most YouTube channels are super broy. It's hard to find non-broy people on most comedy or
I
just most
agree.
channels on
Yeah.
YouTube. Yet I am the closest we get, and I don't think I'm that broy.
You're not. You
No.
just,
but I just am compared to everyone else.
right. You just
Yeah.
love IPA. You love sports.
I do love
you
IPAs. I do love
love
sports.
you love gambling.
I don't love gambling.
You love what?
I don't.
No,
love,
he
I don't
doesn't.
love.
You love
gambling.
skateboarding and you
I-
love
I-
shrimp
I
tacos.
tried to get into
Loved-
skateboarding when I was young, and I sucked. See, Noah's more along the lines of like skater. Like
Right.
I would have seen skater.
like
and Noah,
skater dude.
Noah hung out with a lot of skaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess
he skate?
Noah's
No,
like
I don't think
bra.
Noah ever skated, but he's like more part of that scene.
He's more of like a bra. You're like a bro.
I don't know if Noah's bra.
Noah's more like the Valley.
Yeah,
Bra.
but that's broy.
bra.
Valley's broy, but he's not broy.
I would say the mustache makes you less of a bro.
Yeah, mustache makes me more along
More
the lines
indie.
of indie.
Yeah.
What we're seeing that
Indie
surge
folk
of
music.
if I got a mullet and really started tucking my shirts in even more,
Yes, that's.
then that's
The
indie.
mustache.
A lot of you guys are wearing chains these days. Like you're wearing a chain, Ian's wearing a chain.
Wait, I wear.
Everyone talks
I'm wearing
about.
a chain right now.
All right,
I
since
like
we have time, we can talk about whatever we want here.
Yeah, we can.
And I can share
all
some
of our
beefs.
sketches.
Yeah, let's
some
talk about
beefs.
it.
I've got some beefs with Ian.
Okay.
Let's just throw this out there.
Oh shit! This is taking a turn.
So I started wearing a chain earlier this year. I had a friend of mine. He would wear some chains. He would wear gold chains. I was like, those are cool. I go like a thin one. I was like, I used to wear a necklace back in the day on this channel, and I stopped. And I was like, I think a thin little guy would be nice. That would add like a little bit of detail to outfits. So I started wearing it, and then. It was a couple months later, Ian started wearing a gold chain.
Yeah.
I also started tucking in my shirts this year a little bit more often.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, a couple months ago, Ian starts tucking in his shirts. And then a few months ago, I bought a shirt that is this. It's made from terry cloth, and it's this like peach, green, yellow.
He has
and
a
then
full terry cloth outfit.
Ian bought it the same. Ian bought it the same weekend, so that was accidental. But that dude made that shirt like his brand, and I'm like, you motherfucker. I bought the same shirt, and now I can't wear it in videos because
Why
you
not?
wear it. If I wear it, I'm gonna start wearing it.
You need to.
I'm gonna wait. No, actually, my plan, and I'm gonna trust that Ian's not gonna see this
This
episode.
is what Shane thinks about.
My
it.
plan, and maybe I've already done this plan by now. I'm gonna bring it to set. I'm gonna just have it ready, and whenever I see Ian wearing it next, I'm gonna put it on.
Wow, she had
And
like so
every
much
time he
dialogue.
wears it,
Good
I'm gonna
God.
wear it.
Holy shit!
We don't
this
have
is
drama.
Like,
Like
shit.
this.
No.
We never have drama
We're
like
just
This is-
police
this
officer
is
Gen Zs that are like
Drama. This is drama, just that it's funny. No, I love pranking Ian. As you may or may not know, I for a period of time was hiding fake bananas in his office, and I
Yeah,
got
I
up
remember
to,
we talked about it
got up
here.
to 30 bananas that I had
talked about it
stuffed in
here.
No
his
way.
couch, hidden behind his mirror.
Real
taped-
bananas?
No, I'm not the devil. But I taped a bunch under his desk, taped them under things.
Wow.
Just had a ton.
Do you have any beef with Ian?
Do you have beef with anyone?
Yeah, I have tons of beef with Ian. We're not talking right now. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't have
nope.
beef.
I don't have beef with anyone here.
You don't have beef. This
Like
is,
literally, I literally don't.
this is my only beef. My only beef
There's
is that
no
Ian.
beef.
Ian. To be fair, I also think there's been a trend overall of dudes tucking in their shirts this year. So I
Yeah, what is
can't.
that about?
I can't say it's my own because it looks good.
Wait, people were talking. I didn't know that people were talking in their shirts. What?
I'm seeing a lot more dudes tucking in their shirts. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been seeing. Look around the office. Look around.
God,
Watch.
Olivia. I always tuck in my
Watch.
shirt.
No, I'm talking about dudes tucking in their shirts.
We're gonna get out of this. We're gonna get out of here and be like, and everyone's gonna be like,
Brennan's tucked in his shirt today. I'm telling you,
Why?
look around the office. Men are tucking in their shirts nowadays. What I'm doing, though, that I think everyone else needs to get on board with is high-waisted pants.
Oh,
is Ian doing high waisted pants?
No, he hasn't gone high-waisted yet, but he should.
I'm gonna just
I'll
like.
be proud of him if he does.
I'm gonna send him links to high waisted pants and your whole entire outfit.
I'm not wearing
Like,
high-waisted.
this is really
I'm not
good.
doing high-waisted today, but I'm telling you, it
Wow.
looks legit.
Okay, so you have beef.
I-
You say bro, but you don't really say bro. And
There's
did
nobody else.
you like my sketch?
I really
Loved
liked your
it.
sketch.
Did you?
I love your
did you
brain.
like my sketch?
We need to find a way. So we need to find a way. I need to start making TikToks again. We need to just film these.
Yes.
We need to film these.
Yeah.
No, we really do because
It's so easy.
Yours. The problem is mine is not easy to.
Yeah,
film.
yours is difficult.
Mine, we need to find a Long John.
Yours
Silver's.
is high budget.
It doesn't need to be at a Long John
Long John
Silver's.
Silver's from the 1980s.
I guess I could change it, but the Long John Silver's really adds to it.
Right.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
It's really important.
Yours is going to take a bigger budget. Where I think Olivia's and I could be like a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
True. I agree.
Yeah.
We should film these.
Yeah, we have all of them. We have all of them from Angela's. We have all of them here. Maybe it's like a Smosh Pit Theater, or maybe it's
Wait, a
Or-
Smosh Pit Theater.
Incredible.
Wait, that's brilliant.
see about that. Or we do a new Smosh Pit Theater. We just have everyone write insane things.
But wait, that's really funny. What if we did a Smosh Pit Theater and we cast people
Yeah.
in it and we just perform these?
That's true.
Like Angela's Ham Cake. We do the Gen Z police officers, which is so good. You need to just do that character.
Yeah, just do that.
And then we can do the bro, and then we can either do Lulu or we can never do Lulu.
No, we're doing.
Wait, I'm gonna be.
We're doing Lulu. You don't get to do that. All right.
All right.
Olivia, thank you so much.
Thank
This
you
has
guys
been
so much.
Really great.
I love you guys.
We love you
We
too.
love you.
We love you.
And
And we love you.
we love you guys. And we promise soon we're gonna have a sign there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a really cool.
Oh yeah.
We're waiting on it still. It's
Yeah.
just taking a lot of time.
Santa's delivering. it.
Santa's bringing it, but he's bringing it before Christmas.
Yeah, thank God.
Okay.
I want to tell the audience a secret.
Okay.
Fine. That's
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll
Oh,
sign
this
off
is
that
the
way.
murmur. On the
And while that is the end of Smosh Mouth for tonight, this is also the end of today's stream with Stardew Valley. It was actually pretty good. We got through literally like 2.5 weeks, give or take, of stuff. Oh shit. Okay, I'll remember that next time. Book sell it and that. Thank you for those who stopped by today. It was nice to just kind of hang out, even though it is hella freaking late. Good God, it's almost 12:30 in the morning for me, so I'll definitely have to pop